We gotta keep that same energy. We gotta keep that same energy. That's what we gotta do. We gotta keep the same energy, man. You see, Bud, Canelo, this stuff is getting crazy. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. Everything is different. You see, Bud Crawford, is it me? Or does Bud Crawford look afraid? Does he look scared? Does he look shook? Does he look off? And Canelo Alvarez is an absolute monster and a menace the way he's talking to this man. He looked like he got Bud rethinking his whole life. I think Bud Crawford had almost shit his pants and had to change his underwear after he seen Canelo Alvarez in that little push that Canelo did. Canelo didn't even put full strength into it and had that dude stumbling, fumbling back. We finna get into all that and everything. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. Look, this is just a few quick thoughts. A few quick thoughts on all this, man. A few quick thoughts. And I'm gonna say this, man. I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think, Canelo Alvarez, he always comes to fight. He don't never run from no work. He's not afraid to fight nobody. He's not afraid to get the smoke in. So that's not who Canelo is. But Canelo and Bud, man, they've changed some crazy words, man. They said some things that I just couldn't believe they were saying. I mean, Canelo said, I hope Uncle Turkey pays you enough money because it's going to be the last. If you look at my career, they're never the same after me. So Canelo Alvarez said, hey, these guys are never the same after me. And you're right. Caleb Plant was never the same. Callum Smith, never the same. Billy Joe Saunders, never the same. John Ryder basically was done. And so at the end of the day, when a guy fight Canelo Alvarez, they're never the same after they fight Canelo Alvarez. Then you get into the Bud Crawford resume. Canelo Alvarez pulled his card and made Bud Crawford search his pockets looking for the answer. The man had no answer. He said, name one elite fighter you fought. Then Bud Crawford started talking about Postal. What are we, Ricky Burns? What are we talking about? Bud Crawford was in shambles. He was shaking. I mean, it was crazy what was happening. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this. We're going to dissect this. We're going to add everybody to the panel. And so we're going to get it in, man. I got the link in the chat. I'm going to drop the link one more time to make sure that I get everybody that's backstage. Ricky Burns, really? You pull Ricky Burns out your ass? That's crazy to me. Crazy to me. Crazy to me, man. What's up, round one? What's
What
up,
up? What
Solid
up?
T? What's up, Solid? It's my brother. What's good with you?
Hey, what's good with you, IB?
Man, it's good to hear from you guys, man. I hope you guys are blessed, having a great day, man. Let's get some of this boxing talk in. And man, we got a lot to talk. We got Vergil and Boots coming up as well. Ace Box, Fonzie, Bill. Who are you guys? I don't know you guys. Fonzie, turn your camera on. Let me see who you are. You still backstage just to make sure you are who you say you are. And then I'll add you to the live chat. Anybody else that want to get on the panel, feel free. I got you, Fonzie. I got you.
So,
Salute, Fonzie. Salute. Welcome to the show, my brother. Welcome to the
hey,
show.
what's
Oh
up, you
man.
guys? Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good. We can hear you good, man. Who wants to kick this off? Solidus, you ain't been here, man, and in a little bit, man. So you want to kick us off? Solidus, any topic you want to start on, or you want me to just get the topics going?
Yeah, like y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah. We got you. We got you. You
Yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah.
Yo,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you. We can hear you.
I thought the face off was funny when you pushed him. You thought you think that was staged or that was for real? What you think?
it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It surprised me that they were having dinner the night before or the day before or whatever that was, and then there was a push right after that. So it just all seemed peculiar to me that it would be this kind of. It looked like Crawford's energy had changed, so it looked more fake
Yeah, I
than
think
real to me.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought it was funny, and then he gave him that death stare. They're saying that means he's going to break his face like he did Billy Joe.
I mean, look, Bud is getting a little bit out of character here, man. He's getting a little bit out of character here, man. you got to know who to play with and who not to play with. And so I don't know if this is a show or if this is, because I don't truly believe he's confident. I've seen a look on his face, and it looked like fear a few times.
Nah, I wouldn't put. I mean, that could be, but I just feel like I understand you. You're there. I mean, I get it. B Hop did it, then Sugar did it before him, so it has happened where guys moved up in multiple weight classes to be the guy. But it's like I just don't see somebody doing Canelo like that. I'm not the biggest Canelo fan, as you guys know, but I just don't see nobody doing Canelo like that. I don't see it. I mean, I respect it. You trying. I guess you want to be like Sugar Ray, but I don't think he's gonna do it. If he do, shit, then I guess I was wrong, but I just don't see it.
I mean, what do you think Bud is seeing that I mean, everybody looks like it's a payday for Bud. What do you think? Because I've seen a lot of people all over social media today talking about Bud's going to kill him and he's going to beat his ass and he's going to stop him. And I mean, what are they seeing that I'm not seeing?
I think it's two things. They're probably looking at Canelo's age. No, one, I think they're looking at Canelo's age. He'll be 35 when the fight starts. He's been in all those fights, so he's got some wear and tear. Boxing-wise, he's old because he's been boxing for so long, and he's been in so many wars fighting all these different styles. So I think he's looking at it like he's probably worn down from that. Then his last fight was lackluster. He's probably looking at that. And then two, I think he's probably looking at it like Canelo's only 5'7". Canelo himself has fought bigger guys, so he's basically doing what I'm doing. So if he can do it, I probably can do it. And then the third one. And then I think people think that Crawford is technically a better boxer than Canelo, so they're thinking he's going to be able to outbox Canelo or some shit like that. But if Canelo hits your ass and you feel that power, then shit, you might not get a chance to outbox him because he's going to be knocking your ass all over the ring with them power shots.
Yeah, I mean, boxing is twofold. You need to be able to give a punch. You need to be able to take a punch. And there's nothing that indicates that Bud Crawford can give or take a punch at 168 pounds against the best fighter in the weight class.
If we keeping it real, Crawford really don't even deserve this fight. If we keeping it real, he basically skipped the line out of all the other guys. It would have been better for boxing if Canelo would have fought somebody in his weight class. Like, okay, he ain't gonna fight Benavidez. All right, he said he want to fight him. Shit, he could have fought Diego Pacheco or Christian and Billy. Those guys are next in line to fight for belts at 68. You got to fight Canelo to get the belts. To be honest with you, those guys are not big names like Crawford. They more deserving of a Canelo fight than Crawford is. Crawford, you've been fighting at 147 all these years. Then you had one fight at 54. You ain't even in this weight class. But he skipped Turkey got the money, so he skipped the line and got to get in front of all them dudes and get a Canelo fight. But if we keeping it real, he really don't even deserve this fight. Canelo,
I can't disagree. I can't disagree with that at all. I mean, at the end of the day, it makes you wonder what kind of relationship Terrence Crawford and Turkey Al-Sheikh has, that he looks at Bud Crawford, who's already lost millions of dollars of his money in a promotion against Israel Madrimov, that he'll say, I'll put up over 100+ million to see you fight Canelo, just so you won't retire. And it ain't no prove-it fight. It ain't no other fight in between. You can just take this time off and say, either Canelo or I'm not going to fight him. I don't understand. What relationship do you got to have with Turkey Al-Sheikh to make him do that?
For what I understand, Turkey is a diehard boxing fan, and Terrence Crawford is one of his favorite fighters because Terrence Crawford let the cat out the bag. He said in the interview, he said at first when he came to Turkey with it, Turkey ain't want to do the fight because Turkey knows he ain't even in your weight class. But they said, okay, well, we'll see if Canelo want to do it. Canelo's like, nah, he's not in my weight class. This is easy because Canelo, he does a lot of interviews with black media, Canelo, because he speaks English real good. And he said on Sway in the Morning Show, that's a black media show, he was like, Crawford's not even in my weight class. It's an easy fight for me. And they were like, yeah, we agree. So Turkey's probably hearing that like, yeah, he's not in your weight class. So he said, all right, we'll see what happens. And then they keep asking Canelo. Then Canelo's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. Because to be honest with you, even though he's doing the fight, there's probably bits and pieces of Canelo. That sounds weird, but there's probably bits and pieces of Canelo that don't even want to do the fight. He's probably like, I really don't even want to do this shit. He's not even in my weight class, but the money, because that kid on the panel keeps saying it's mainly about money. I forgot his name, but I think low key he really don't want to do this fight, but he's like, fuck it, we here, money. I'll just go ahead and do it. Like, whatever, why not?
I agree. I think the money was just too good to pass up. Charles Pickett put an interesting comment in the chat. He said, "Y'all tripping? Canelo fought Amir Khan. Why not Bud Crawford?" You talking about
That's
something?
true.
You're talking about something that almost happened a decade ago and multiple weight classes ago. So you're talking about something. And then when he fought Amir Khan, that was also at a different, completely time for Amir Khan.
Yeah.
And then you see Bud Crawford fought Amir Khan years after that. And it's just like,
right.
If we didn't like the Amir Khan fight and Canelo hasn't had a fight like that since, why would we ask for more of it?
One thing I say about that though is that was a good fight for Canelo, in my opinion, because he got to fight. Like I said, Canelo's fought every style. That's one thing I will say. I low key do like Crawford as a boxer better, even though Canelo is, to be honest, he's just as good, but I like Crawford a little bit better. I think Crawford switch hitting. I like how he does that. Canelo don't really do that. That's why I like Crawford better. But Canelo has fought every style. So I don't, and then another thing, besides the weight, I don't really see what Crawford can do that's gonna catch Canelo off guard. I also don't see that. I guess one thing, maybe the switch hitting. He might be able to catch him off guard with switching to the left-hand stance, right-hand stance, maybe. And that's maybe. That ain't no guarantee it'll work. But Canelo's fought every style, though. So I don't see how he's going to surprise him.
Yeah. Let me add some more people on here, man. People want to get
All right.
Turkey a la Cuck. You on?
Yo, what's up?
What's up? Talk to us, my brother. Talk to us.
Bro, I think this is just a money grab. I don't know how anyone can see this as a real competitive fight.
You guys agree with that, Fonzie? You agree with that?
I kind of do, because like money always talks.
Wait, let me
right?
finish this point.
Money always talks. Like you're not gonna pass up money. I don't care who any fighter is. Like, that's the bag. That's your livelihood, dude. You're always gonna come up. Always want to try to get that bag and stuff. But as far as the fight, I don't hate it because the style matchup is the most interesting thing for me. Right? We're gonna see Crawford against somebody who he has never seen before in the ring with the skill set that Canelo has, and on the flip side, Canelo is. I think it's interesting for him too because it's been a while since he's seen a complete fighter like Crawford. But it's just the weight difference. I think the weight difference is gonna matter, and Canelo's defense is actually, I feel people underestimate Canelo's defense. He knows how to slip punches. He knows how to take the oomph out of your shots. He just knows how to leverage his body to reduce damage. And once that power lands, dude, I don't think Crawford's going to want to engage as the fight goes on. And that survival mode's going to hit. It happened with Charlo. It happened with these guys who are technically bigger than Crawford. Like, they respect. They know that they when they try to throw at him, they're going to receive shots too. And I don't think they're there for that trading, man. And Canelo's not the type of guy to like run away from damage either, right? Run away from shots. He could take the shots, man. And I just think the hill is probably a little too high for Crawford. It's a little too steep to get the win. Not saying that it's not going to be a good fight. I just think it's a little too steep. That's just me, though.
Well, let's answer the question that Canelo Alvarez asked Terrence Crawford. Name one elite fighter that you fought. Can anybody on this panel name one elite fighter that Terrence Crawford fought? Somebody.
I would say it's Spence, right? But like Spence
was through a car
to be
crash,
honest.
Well, we can't even name Spence. Hold on, Fonzie. We can't name Spence because Crawford said himself, Spence not a Hall of Famer. And he also said that Bomac said that he's a media hype job. So he's not a Hall of Famer. Yeah. He's a media hype job. And when Bud was asked directly, he didn't even mention his name. So we can't even, if Bud don't believe he was elite, why would we? That's crazy. Yeah, so let's go down his resume and see who else outside of Errol Spence that was elite when Bud Crawford fought him. Can anybody else name Solidus? Is there anybody elite on Bud Crawford's resume?
I won't say elite. He fought some really good fighters that gave him a nice little competitive fight, but he was always dominating them. I won't lie. I won't say elite. I I felt like he fought Spence a little too late for Spence's, because, you know, Spence, he started doing that thug shit, you know, smoking and drinking and not living the boxer's life.
Yeah.
But I felt like,
No one's going to mention the car
I felt
crash.
like, yeah,
Hold on,
I wouldn't say
hold
elite,
on
just
1
good
second,
fighter.
Silas. 1 second.
Yeah.
He actually made a very good point. No one's going to mention the car crash.
He was fucked up after that. He had neurological damage.
Dude. It's damage.
When you go flying through a car window, that's kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a huge
Yeah,
deal, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He fought him too late. You know, then the car crash, and then, you know, they were saying that he was smoking and drinking, not doing what boxers should be 100% doing, you know, stupid shit like that. The car crash, obviously. I feel like if he would have fought him like in 2019, I mean, that's when the car crash happened, like 2018, 2017, there probably would have been I feel like Crawford still would have won, but it would have been a closer fight. I don't think he would have got dominated like that. I don't believe.
Yeah.
I thought the accidents happened like 2021, 2022.
I didn't hear him.
What'd you say, round one?
I thought the accident happened about 2020, 2021, around there, no?
No, it was 19.
Okay.
Damn, it's
But
been
yeah,
that's a
bro,
long time ago.
he be drinking and driving, bro. I mean, yeah, bro, he's like, he's not the same. Especially too, he's always fighting at 147. He's always training and stuff. It's just, I mean, to me, Aaron was never a elite fighter. Sean Porter's not an elite fighter. Khan is not an elite fighter. He's really nobody, bro.
Well, hold on, because Charles Pickett has been on one today. So look, let me just clear this up for Charles. Charles says again, Canelo beat washed up big name fighters out of their prime, and that's facts. Well, hold on. Let me just evaluate this real quick. So if Canelo beat washed up big name fighters out of their prime, if that's what Canelo did, here's the thing. If that's what he did, everybody he beat for undisputed at 68 was in their prime and world champions and undefeated. That's one. Number two, Kell Brook out of his prime washed. Sean Porter on his way out. So when you start looking at these things, you see, oh, okay. Even Amir Khan was done. So let's just be real. And BDA Boxing says, for the record, that's not me on the panel.
No, that's not Mr. BDA, bro. I just got the icon because I thought it was funny.
Hello, everyone.
I think he's showing respect to you, BDA.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
And shout out to BDA Boxing, man. Oh, man. What's up, my brother from another mother? Clavo in the building. What's up, Clavo?
Yo, Clavo, dude, your video on Mirage was actually really fucking funny.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. He asked for receipts, so I gave it to him, man. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
You made
Yes,
Mirage
sir.
look like
Yes,
the clown
sir.
he is, bro.
We're good. Yep.
That's good. What'd you say, bro?
You made Mirage look like the clown he is. He's like
Yeah,
a
I mean,
little
bro,
circus show. He's like a little puppy you bring out too, like.
Well, I
you
mean,
know,
the
like,
thing was, bro, the reason why, I mean, not only because he fucking he asked for that receipt, but also because he made a video with us in it. You know, it's mostly on Nuke. You know what I'm saying? But the video's got us. It's got Print. It's got Supreme. It's got Edgar, Hit Kid, still. So he included me in that. So you're doing a little too much, bro. So I need to go ahead and get this into you, bro, and hurt your feelings, man. So I ain't seen him in the comments. Let's see if we see him in the chat tonight, because I really want a response, to be honest with you.
And see, I think Mirage is going to be a pussy today. I don't think Mirage is going to want to show up. I think he's going to run and hide. He knows, Mirage fucking knows that he ain't got no leg to stand on. Every show he goes somewhere else lying. He sit up here and I think he said he made a video about me talking about the man. There's no such thing as what is it, a mandatory or whatever,
Yes.
enforcing a mandatory, and it's 10 fucking minutes, and then you turn around and go on a boxing voice and you sucking dick.
There you go. Bro, it's clear
I don't
clear as day.
understand.
Bro, it's clear as
he's
day,
gonna
bro.
upload a video of him unboxing his new Benavidez G-string.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. It's already getting to the point where like you got to wonder like what is this, bro? This is more of a man crush than any fucking thing.
Well,
and now
gay.
I don't know.
He's gay.
And I don't even know if y'all noticed, but I think Ashley has abandoned this channel and is going to Ring IQ because he's leaving comments on Ring IQ right now. So I got a feeling maybe what y'all do to him, bro?
I don't know what happened to Ashley Knuckles. Look, man, if Ashley Knuckles abandoned, Ashley Knuckles, bless you, because I guarantee you, I think I'm a nice guy. I think what happens is I don't think Ring IQ is going to allow him to get away with any lying on there. So, whenever he gets cooked, please let me know so I can laugh.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of the cycle
I'll
they
be
have
tuning in
here,
for
though,
that.
right?
My son, Mirage, my son. You get cooked a lot, my son.
What's up, OD?
It's my son, bro. That motherfucker, bro. What can we do about it? You know, he
Hey,
get cooked himself.
I hope you
He
don't mind that I used you on that video, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. That shit was funny, bro. I started fucking laughing. I
Oh my
started
god.
realizing my boys, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Hey, I like that video, Crawford. You did. That was fire, bro.
I
Hold
appreciate
on.
it.
Don't, hold on.
Mirage
He
always,
says Ring IQ.
Mirage always backtrack, bro, all the fucking time. He always be doing that all the time. You go to every video, we go over there in black and brown. Every time he's backtrack, and after that he say, "I never said that. I never said that." Yes, you did, bitch. You always say something different every fucking time, dog. That's why you get cooked. That's why you get cooked a lot, bro.
Hold on. My brother says Ring IQ hates Americans. That's not true. I thought he liked Terrence Crawford.
No, well, nah. I know. I think no. What he's trying to say, Ring IQ hates the American fan base.
Oh, well, yeah. The American fan base is a bunch of whiny, crying bitches.
Boom. There you go.
I mean,
Like H money,
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Clavo, everybody in the panel,
What's up,
Luke,
Carlos?
the chat. Hey man,
Yeah,
that
what's
was a
up,
fire
man?
video, man. I just gotta say that, man.
I
Happy Monday
appreciate it.
for y'all, man.
I
Terrence
appreciate it.
Crawford is a cherry pick. Terrence Crawford is a cherry pick.
Oh my god.
Hey man,
Uh,
y'all seen how Canelo humbled the fuck out of Crawford, saying who did you fought? It takes a great fighter to tell another great fighter the competition you fought is not the same that I fought. You know what I mean?
wait
The
a minute,
resume.
Carlos. Wait a minute. Canelo didn't just say that. He said it to his fucking face.
Exactly, yeah. And I love that because it like opens the eyes of these delusional Crawford fanatics because they're saying no, but he
Not
fought
bad boy,
Amir
bro.
Khan, he fought this, he fought Postal, he fought Gamboa. I'm like, Gamboa? So you
Gumbo,
I do like Postal though. Postal was a pretty good fight.
Gumbo wasn't active in fucking 2 years because 50 Cents had him in the hold.
hey man, if Gamboa can make Crawford do the stanky leg, what Canelo's gonna do, man? Like people don't understand this.
And look, I'm gonna give Crawford extra credit for those fights. I'm gonna give him extra credit for the Gamboa, the Postal, and the Ricky Burns fight. But even though I give him extra credit, and I'll call them all quality wins, I won't sit here and say any of them were elite because they weren't.
But Nuke, why did Crawford didn't mention the name Ndangu? He went undisputed with Ndangu 140. I feel like you should have some pride to bring up your opponent.
bro,
That he had to go undisputed.
then he might as well brought up Jeff Horn.
Damn.
If that's the case, bro. I mean,
Damn.
bring all that up. To be honest with you, bro,
Nasty.
I really can't tell you. You know what? I really can't tell you who the best opponent that Crawford has. But I mean, I would say Sean Porter, but he was on his way. So who the fuck was it? Was it
He was
Gamboa? I
gonna
mean,
retire.
he got a belt from Gamboa, and he got Gamboa when he was still in his prime.
What was it Mandramov? What was it his last fight? Was it Mandramov his best opponent that he's ever fought?
Well,
Mandramov gave him his hardest fight.
that's the toughest opponent. I think that gave him the toughest fight.
And he had Mandalorian for like 10 fights. So what does that say?
I mean,
Bro, who the fuck is loading up their Glock?
Yeah, somebody's loading up a Glock here, man.
Man, gotta go out there and fight.
I'm on mute for a minute, so you know.
What's up, round one?
Round 105, you Nuke.
Man, I keep doing the same shit, man. I keep saying round one and round 105. I keep fucking up the numbers. My bad, man.
I was the original one.
All of Crawford's wins come against has-beens and who has, people that have been past their prime. He doesn't have a prime champion win.
That's
Exactly.
a good. That's actually a real fair statement. And this ain't no.
Let's go
That's
band
just
for band. Let's go
100%
band
fair.
for band. Resume, skills, ring IQ, experience. You can go band for band. Crawford has nothing.
Wait. Hold on. Clavo, are we overrating Bud Crawford? As great as he's looked against Errol Spence and as dominant as he's looked against all his other opponents, has he only looked that good because none of these guys were elite?
Well, I mean, in this case, not only just that, bro, because of the separation of weight classes. You know, to a lot of people, this is almost like you can say it's an impossible task. You know, some people will say that, but the man, how can we put this? Look, man, Crawford. I'm not gonna say he's overrated, bro. He's not, bro. Crawford's great, bro. Crawford's great. He just doesn't have the resume. But at the same time, I mean, even though PBC froze him out, you could have gone in another direction, bro. I mean, you could have picked other fighters at the same time. But I mean, you did get froze out, but that wasn't an excuse.
But
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
The only problem I have with Crawford's resume is that why is it that you never defended undisputed? Why is it that Canelo Alvarez had to fought the young up and comer fighters, the Berlangas, the Munguias, the Caleb Plants, the fighters that was in their 20s? Why you couldn't fight somebody in a young line like that? Why you couldn't fight the Vergil Ortiz, the
Vergil, dude.
Vergil Ortiz?
So the question is, when he had an opportunity before going into this Canelo fight, just because you know you were going to get a lot of doubts and a lot of things happen, why didn't he just go in there, make easy work of Vergil Ortiz? Why he didn't go in there and make easy work of Janabek, or go up to 68 and beat William Skull? Why didn't he take any one of those routes right before he stepped into a Canelo fight? Because that would have made the Canelo fight 10 times bigger. Vergil, Janabek, or William Skull. Why didn't he go that route on any of those fighters?
That's because he's aware. That's because he's aware of his age. And more than likely, he understands that this sport is a lot of wear and tear.
And
it
damage.
really is. So the thing is that, you know what, I got, now that I'm in bed with Turkey right now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go for a bag. It's time for me to get a bag now, finally. So
wait, hold on, Clavo. I can't co-sign it because Canelo got more wear and tear than Bud, and he's younger than Bud.
But who's more durable though? Who do you think is more durable?
It's gonna be Canelo for me.
There we go. I mean,
so
even though Canelo's got more, he's got more wars. I think he still got more to offer. I mean, I'm not gonna say he doesn't because of the last fight. The last fight, you just had somebody on the fucking bike the whole time. I mean, you could say he ain't cutting off the ring. Yes, he was. Oh, he got slow feet. He's got good foot placement. That's what a lot of motherfuckers get confused. So I mean, maybe Crawford was trying to save himself. Not get too hurt to finally get this challenge. Maybe he was looking for this fight the whole time. Maybe I mean, it's really not. I mean, I can't tell. I mean, he does have a video saying that fight will never happen, but we also have video of Canelo saying, "Yeah, man, I'm not going to get the credit. That fight's not going to happen." So both of these guys went behind their words.
Well, I mean, Canelo also said, "If you give me the right money, it'll happen." Same thing he said about David. He said, you cut the check, the fight will happen. Solid, is you believe that what Clavo is saying? Do you agree with that statement?
Yeah, they both definitely went back on their word because Canelo did say he was disinterested in fighting Crawford and it wasn't going to happen. But then, like I said earlier, Turkey came with that money. So Canelo probably was like, I really don't want to do it, but why not? The money's there. So now the fight's happening. And Crawford, the reason why I feel he didn't do his undisputed run, he said that he couldn't make 147 anymore. He was done with that. And then he did the 54 fight. And I think he was probably like, I just want to get one fight at 54. And I want like he said, the Clavo, he's looking for the bag. So I can get the bag fighting Canelo. I'm not really going to get the bag fighting Ortiz. Because I feel like if it was me, I would have fought Ortiz. I wouldn't waste my time going to 68. That's not my weight class. But obviously he's thinking differently. So he's like, I want the bag and I can get it fighting Canelo. So fuck all that other shit. I'm gonna go fight Canelo. And then that's what he's doing. He's getting the bag.
Why do you think he didn't know? So why do you think he didn't at least defend it at 140 when he got the 140 undisputed? You don't think he could have at least got one or two defenses before he went up?
Yeah, he could have
fought Richard Progress.
Yeah, I believe he should have. I would have did that, but for whatever reason, he chose to do different.
Made the weight anymore. I think he was already.
Well, okay, but why he could have fought at 154? Sebastian Fundora. He was the mandatory for the WBO Open.
Yeah.
Man, Samson ain't gonna try to put him in there with him, bro. Samson knows what's up, dog. They were never gonna make that fight, dog. That's for sure.
The money's not there.
I think like Clavo said, he just wants the bag, so I'm just gonna go for the bag. Canelo's the money guy. I think that's what it is.
Even Samson say that Spence is more bigger than Crawford fight for Fundora.
Yeah, I heard that.
His pay-per-views have been all flop, right?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, his pay-per-views have been all flop.
Virgil's dangerous. Fundora's even somewhat dangerous.
But it was to
How
be an
tall
easier
those dudes
path
are.
to become 3 times
154 right now is
undisputed.
fucking stacked, bro. 154 is a stack ass division right now.
Now, yeah, now.
Hold on, OD. Hold on, OD. I got a problem here. I got a problem, OD.
I see
So
it.
Vergil Ortiz, Robert Garcia said this, and Vergil Ortiz's father said it, that Boots said he needs 2 tune-ups at 154 before he'll fight Vergil Ortiz.
Wow.
Wow.
I can drop the video, put the evidence if you don't believe me, but Vergil Ortiz Sr. went on social media saying Boots said he needs 2 tune-ups before he can even come see Vergil Ortiz. Robert Garcia got a video out right now on YSM Sports Media, I believe, saying that we talked to them about it, and they said they need 2 tune-ups as well. So they both saying the same thing. So all of Virgil's team is saying Boots people need 2 tune-ups before they can even talk to Vergil.
Hey, is
Who,
Charlo
who?
still Unified champion?
Yeah.
Nah, he's just Reese's. He's just Reese's.
Reese's
Charlo's about to
champion.
come back.
Oh my God, bro. That's so 2 tune-ups before we can get something on with Vergil Ortiz. We're talking about Boots. We're talking about Boots Ennis here,
Boots, Jerron Boots Ennis, yes.
bro. You just got done beating. You just got done beating fucking Stanionis, which fight that got postponed twice. And this fight, man. Hey, when that Stanionis and Vergil Ortiz fight was happening, bro, I was like, man, mixed feelings, bro. Because hey, both them motherfuckers can bang. But I mean, I'm just confused. Like, bro, I don't think you need that shit, bro. There's a good, bro. That's a 50-50 fight. I mean, like, do we really need that?
Maybe
Look,
1 peanut, but 2? Jesus.
I'm gonna read you exactly what Vergil Ortiz Sr. said. He said, "No one has ever reached out for a fight in August in reference to Vergil Ortiz and Boots Ennis. Every promoter knows that Vergil Ortiz won't be ready until September, October because of his hand surgery." And he said they all talk to each other. They all know. He said we would have been happy to accept a fight against Boots Ennis, but we were told that they would need 2 tune-ups first.
Oh man, dog, that's fucking shocking, dog. I can't believe what the fuck I just heard, bro.
Who's that Russian that beat? Who's that Russian that beat Team Zoo? I forgot that guy.
You talking about Martazaliev?
Martazaliev,
yeah,
all
Baka
right.
Martazaliev, yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker's dangerous, bro. He can't. A fighter like that, bro. Let's say Boots fight him, or Vergil fight him, whoever fights him. One fighter like that can ruin the whole fight for these motherfuckers.
See, OD, that's what pissed me off, OD, because before Bud just got to skip the line, I would have liked to see Bud clear out that division. And fuck it, I know that he's saying I'm older, I'm not trying to fuck up the bag, but man, how great would have a Bud Murtazaliev than a Bud and Vergil? Like, clear out this division, go undisputed, man, and then Canelo could have been your going away fight.
Well, you got to look at the money side though, because he doesn't sell.
If he would have fought all those guys, if Bud would have fought Murtazaliev, Vergil Ortiz, and anybody else there, man, his name would have grew, and he would have won all those fights. His name would have been massive,
and he would have improved his resume.
And not only that, I would have been like, you know what? You don't seem like you're trying to cash out. You know, if you fighting again and again, but the thing is that you haven't really been fighting much, and you chose to be inactive. But if you would have taken another fight, and like, let's say you unified 154, hey, cool, bro. All right, yeah, go ahead and get it. But dog, I don't like the fact that you took a whole year off. Ring rust does have an effect, dog.
Dude, he looks a lot slower on the training and the sparring sessions that I've seen him.
Listen,
he looks what?
He looks a lot slower.
Well, he's bro. Tell me if I'm wrong. He looks like he's bulking, bro.
He's bulky, but he looks slow as hell.
Bro,
he looks slow 154 when he fought Madrigal, bro.
Well, I'm gonna drop a jewel for you here. Terrence Crawford was 172 pounds on fight night for Madrimov. 172. So he weighed 172 pounds for the Madrimov fight, and he looks heavier than that right now.
Bro,
he's not gonna be able to move like that.
Yeah, I see gassing out. If you try to,
for my first time ever, I think I'm gonna see somebody dying in the ring, bro.
Nah,
man, scary.
You know, he should have done the movement route and weigh at 165 or 160 for the same speed.
I got the stats right here. Of the day of the fight. When Terrence Crawford fought Israel Madrimov, they both weighed in at 153. I mean, Crawford weighed in at 153.4 and Madrimov 154. But the day in the fight, Madrimov weighed in 168.6, a 14.6 pound gain, but Crawford weighed 169.8, a 16.4 gain. So basically, he weighed like 2 pounds over than Madrimov.
Wait a minute. So are you saying that Crawford weighed less just to weigh more afterwards?
That shit don't make sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Is
he
that what I'm
rehydrated more.
understanding?
Yeah, he rehydrated way more than
Yeah.
what he did in the
A
weight
lot.
room.
Damn.
And you seen his performance; it wasn't that super wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
looks
but
slow as hell.
fucking Madrimov throw like 7 straight rights back to back to back to back. 7 straight rights in one round. Come on, man.
I mean, what look at the numbers on that fight. The connect percentage of the jabs were higher for Madrimov. I mean, Madrimov outlanded Crawford at least in about 5 rounds, and the other rounds were even. I mean, I don't know. That's a lot to say.
And
Oh
that was
man,
in
my
one
man
before.
Mills,
Steel Mills.
Still
the
Mills.
millman.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
Say, man,
About to
for
get you some
anybody
cereal.
listening, if you want to see the real Omaha killer, he right here on the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Steel
He right
Mills.
here. He right here. What's happening,
Keep it
y'all?
real with Steel.
Show you right. Keep it real with Nuke and Clavo banging on fucking Mirage dumbass.
My son. My son. That's my son. That's my son.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening though?
We're missing Edgar though. That's who we're
Well,
missing too.
we just talking about Canelo and Crawford. You already know.
Oh, okay. Right
And
on.
well,
Right on.
Canelo said
Y'all think that was real though? That press conference, Crawford getting in his face. Y'all think that was real or that staged?
I think it's
I
real because Canelo just shoved him off with one hand. I noticed that he just took one hand to just shove him out of the way.
Bro, I don't know. Look, man. Look, this is basically all I know is that it all started with the friendly. Oh, here we go. Face off after the skull fight. Y'all had a last supper together. Look, man, Crawford, you ain't no rah-rah type dude. When was the last time Crawford ever shoved or sized up anybody? He even got shoved by Jose Benavidez. So I've never seen Crawford do that. And I got a feeling what's happening here is, look, Turkey says, you know what, Crawford, you lost me money on your last event. I'm going to need you to fucking go all out. I'm going to need you
He
to
need to
sell
make
this
it up
fight.
for that
I'm going
shit.
to need you to go ahead and, get in his face. Canelo's just going to act on his own instincts because Canelo, depending on what the other opponent does, if you go at him the wrong way, he's either going to shove you, talk shit to you. But if you cool, you cool. He'll shake your hand after the face like he did with Bivol. You know what I'm
but
saying? So I'm just saying, I think on maybe the Crawford, maybe he's being told what to do while Canelo just acting on instincts.
Clavo, to add to your point, the press conference, the audience was heavily Canelo side, and Crawford felt that, and he's trying to prove a point, and well,
exactly.
with that press conference, what he did, he accepted the role as the villain. You know what I mean? He felt
Hmm
that. He felt
Just
that
wait.
pressure.
Just wait when he go to Vegas, bro. Ooh, they're gonna boo the fuck out of him, bro.
He
But
don't
yeah,
got home court advantage.
but am
Yeah,
I
I think it's
tripping
the
now, or
nervousness,
am
man.
I tripping now, or is Crawford basically talking like he's gonna box him up? He's not gonna run. Is that what I'm getting? Is that what y'all getting? Because I
Well,
feel
That's
like
what
that's what
he
I'm
said.
getting.
there's a quote from Terrence Crawford where he says, "The only running I'm gonna be doing is upside your head." End quote.
Exactly. That quote exactly is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, why is
man.
Bomac trying to get into that? He's over there talking shit and oh god, that guy's fat as fuck, dude. God.
Have you seen Bomac's face, man? He looked worried.
Man, but when I see Bomac, bro.
Nah.
Nah. When?
Nah.
He's
Hey,
getting paid, bro.
He did
I,
that
I
same.
see I see Bomac happy as fuck, bro. He looks like him and Dana White. They look like they enjoying this moment to me,
They
especially
loving it.
Dana White.
He was trying to size up to Canelo though. He was trying to get in between. He's like, "Let me get in this motherfucker. Let me get some of this money."
Yeah, with a big ass smile on his face.
Hold on, hold on. I got to clear this up. So toe to toe boxing said Vergil Ortiz ducked Boots Ennis. He's sick again. That's what they're saying. I don't know if you missed it still, but I don't know. You were in the chat when we said it, where Boots said he need 2 tune-ups before he can fight Vergil at 54. So he need 2 tune-ups before they can holler. They say we can't take that smoke right now, Mills. We need 2 tune-ups. This comes from Vergil Ortiz's own father, YSM Sports Media with Robert Garcia, the trainer. But toe to toe saying Vergil ducked Boots because he had the hand surgery. He can't fight until September. Then Toe to Toe also said Vergil also ducked Bud. Stop gassing and keeping it real. Vergil Ortiz is trash. Now, I mean, let me unpack this. Let me unpack this a little bit.
Gone.
I was going to really give this a serious answer, but then he said this, and it really threw me, and I didn't know what to say. He said, "This is the I Hate Black Fighters channel."
Man.
Does anybody want to step in this?
Hey, IBF.
I thought
Yeah.
he was being sarcastic.
I got a video recommendation a few days ago I happened to watch. So you've been fighting your races against black fighters for like 3 years now. You've been fighting those allegations for 3 years now. You've been fighting allegations that you're racist against black fighters for 3 years now.
I haven't been fighting allegations.
You didn't hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I'm not fighting no allegations about
Nah,
it.
the reason why I say that,
don't care about that shit, bro.
The reason why I said that is because I gotta, I've been going on your channel, so recommendations on your videos come up. And the video for 3 years popped up, and I clicked on it, and I guess people saying you race, like this guy right here just said some shit. People saying you racist against black fighters or whatever. So you've been hearing, you've heard this before. Correct. That's what I should have said.
Correct. Yes.
Do
you believe it, Solidus?
Nah. Remember, you did the video where you was criticizing Canelo, and motherfuckers was mad at you for saying that.
Well,
all the Hispanics were bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've done videos criticizing Andy Ruiz, Leo Santa Cruz. I've criticized Vergil Ortiz.
Because that Canelo video was recent. That Canelo video was recent. The motherfuckers was heated when you said that.
Yeah, I mean, look, people gonna be heated. I mean, I think the thing is that, man, when a guy gets in their feelings, if you don't like Vergil, that's fine. Maybe to you, Vergil is trash. Maybe to you, Vergil sucks. But I mean, I think Vergil got to get him a world title. He's gonna have to shut some people up. I think he shut some people up with the Israel Madrimov fight. I think I've seen a whole lot of people saying he couldn't beat Madrimov. He won the fight, and now the narrative is changing that he's some kind of coward. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to find out.
Yeah, the way he closed the gap on Madrimov, that was impressive. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Well, let me go to Steel real quick because I didn't go to Steel. Steel, since this is supposedly the hating black fighters channel, is Vergil Ortiz trash? Am I being a fanboy? Is Vergil Ortiz really trash and I'm just not seeing
it? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, cool.
Talk your
shit. Fuck no, Vergil Ortiz ain't trash. Like, man, listen, man. This what I notice about my people, man. Listen, y'all know me. I'm all about black progression, black love, black empowerment. But motherfuckers got it fucked up to where they think if you like, I'm not high on Jamal Charlo, and I got ostracized for saying that shit or called all types of coons and all types of shit, man. When you criticize a black fighter, or you cast a certain light on them, you bring their glaring deficiencies to light, you're gonna get deemed as a racist, a bigot, or whatever the case may be. It's the corniest shit in the world, man, and it's the reason why motherfuckers went. I ain't about to get off onto the political shit, man. No, this isn't we hate black people channel, man. It's childish, man. We here for the boxing talk. You dig me? We here for the boxing talk. And if there's if race and social politics coincide and collide with boxing, then that's when we'll address it. Until then, you can't find every nook and cranny behind a comment to try to castigate the individual who's making the comment as a bigot or a racist. Like I remember one time a dude with it was a dude on Artman's page he was telling people if you think Tim Tszyu can beat Jermell Charlo, you're a racist. He flat out said that shit. And I was like, God damn, this shit is getting childish. So nah, man, it's not this ain't no we hate black people channel. And Vergil Ortiz, I think still to this day beats Boots. So what the fuck does that say about me? You know what I mean? Fuck out of here, bro.
And here's the thing. Look, toe to toe. I get defending Bud, but to defend Boots after what you just seen, that's crazy to me. It sounds like I don't know. It sounds like you hate Latinos to say some shit like that. After what you just seen from Boots, to defend that, 2 tune-ups.
How I see it.
So I mean, so basically, he's defending Boots, trashing Vergil, bro. But on this channel, tell me this: don't we trash David, but we also trash Tank? Something we know we trash Pitbull for ducking Shakur, for ducking Ryan Garcia. We trash Ryan Garcia. We trash Spence, bro. We trash all ethnicities. We're not selective here. That's basically what you want. You want us to get into some kind of racial debate. That's what the fuck he's trying to get at, bro. I think that's what he's trying to lead us to do.
I remember.
And not only that's just that, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I trash every fighter in my own house. I mean, my kids, their favorite fighter right now is Tank Davis. They love Tank Davis. And I don't know how many times I told my daughter, hey, we're not going to have that shit in this house.
No, it's probably like, Daddy, I like his hair.
I like his purse. I like his nails.
Yeah, man.
No, we're not doing that.
I think a lot. I'm not gonna cap. I think a lot. I think a lot of this shit that came with that statement that you hate black fighters is when you was banging so hard against Deontay Wilder, because that's how I first came across your channel. That bro, I still to this day. I told you before. I go back and I watch that garbage truck juice video that you posted about Deontay Wilder and literally cry laughing.
Hold on, Mills. And you know what's so funny about that? I would make a lot of Deontay Wilder content, go hard at him, and then I would praise Anthony Joshua the next day, and they would act like they're like, "You hate black fighters," but I'm like, "AJ not black."
Nah, he's white.
What are we talking about here? So
you ain't black if you ain't from America.
I mean, if it's a black brand, does it not count?
That's what I'm saying. That you're not black if you ain't from America. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid.
And look,
yeah.
And let me straighten this whole out for the audience, just in case there's anybody listening. When I go to the strip club, I don't care if they black cheeks, white cheeks, brown. I'm taking all cheeks to my table.
Yes.
As long as they don't stink, all cheeks are welcome.
How I see it,
spread them open.
How I see the Vergil.
You married going to strip clubs?
Who said I was married?
Damn.
Oh, you said you had kids, so I assumed you were married.
Everybody with kids is married, Solidus?
It would be nice if they was.
Just here slanging community dick? Damn, Solidus! You trying to judge my lifestyle?
Oh, man.
What the fuck?
like how I see this Vergil Ortiz Boots Ennis situation, like people gotta understand in boxing, every fighter got their nemesis. And Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz are perfect matchup for each other because they're in the same age. And now there's a possibility for they can meet up each other. Come on, man. Why wouldn't we want that fight? And why wouldn't someone want a horse in the race? Like right now, I'm still debating because I like both fighters, but I'm favoring Ortiz right now because he has adapted 154.
I kind of disagree with that. I think Boots' arch nemesis is going to be Norman, not Ortiz.
Hell
the Ortiz and Boots fight. The Ortiz and Boots fight would be nice, but I think, I'm saying that they're going to try to get. That's what I'm saying. They're going to try to get him to move up. They're going to make that the fight. I don't think the Boots and Ortiz fight would be great, but I think they're going to make Norman his arch nemesis, not Ortiz. I think Ortiz going to end up having to fight somebody else.
Before Norman was even a thing, bro, it was always discussions of who was better between Boots and Vergil.
Thank you.
Boots and Vergil predate Brian Norman and Boots.
No, that's true. But the thing is, there are more people, if you're actually like the boxing public, they're more excited about potentially Norman and Boots fighting, not Ortiz and Boots. That's kind of that's still there. No, I'm saying the recency bias is real. What Norman just did last week, now everybody's talking, oh yeah, Boots and Norman's what we want to see. The Ortiz and Boots thing is still there, but it's kind of like losing momentum a little bit.
How, bro? Wait a minute. How? Vergil actually has a connection with Bud because of common opponents.
No, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying recently that's what the talk is. Because first it was Boots was trying to fight Crawford. That didn't happen. And then Ortiz came along, and Ortiz, I think he had health issues and couldn't make 47 anymore. So that fight didn't happen at 47.
Maybe
now Boots is talking about he's moving to 54.
So wait a minute, Solid.
Go ahead.
So you think Brian Norman's going to move up to 54 and that's going to be an opponent for Boots?
I think that's what they want to happen.
Who said that?
Team Ennis wants that to happen?
No, because they're saying that because as y'all been saying, he ducked Boots at 47. They had a chance to fight him, so that's carrying over to 54. So now people that want to see that fight, which is a lot of people, they're probably like, yeah, we want Norman to come to 54 and fight Boots. Eventually he will.
Look, bro, because you're missing something. Because now, because if Ennis moves up in weight class, guess what? That means that the IBF and the WBA. Well, the WBA actually might go to fucking Raleigh because he's a regular champion right now. Yep. But that means that there's a fucking vacant title he can get, and whoever wins out of Barrios and Manny Pacquiao, well, I don't think Pac is gonna fight him. But man, hopefully Barrios wins and he can unify with Barrios. You don't think he's gonna do that instead of moving up?
Yeah, he can do that too. Yeah. I was going to get to
Well,
that.
which one is he doing?
No, I think your direction is probably what he's going to do. But what I'm saying is the boxing public, they're saying they want to see Boots and Norman. That's what I'm getting at.
Wait a minute. Let me run the Mills real quick. Mills, who's an acceptable first opponent for Boots Ennis at 154? I mean, this guy's a champion moving up. Hold on. People said that him and Bud should be on, and I'm one of those people that think that him and Bud should have got it on. Whatever happened there is what happened. But if Ennis really feels like he's that guy and he's not afraid of Vergil, he's not afraid of these guys, and he really wanted Bud, your first fight should be good because Bud took on Mandrumov in his first fight. I think Ennis and Mandrumov would be a nice little scrap. And one more, I want you to answer that. But one more, what do you think about Errol Spence and I heard this the other day at 150-pound catch weight against Devin Haney? I want that one from you too, Mills.
Fuck, that was Nestor. That was Nestor who said that shit. Oh my God. I think a dope litmus test for Boots would be someone like maybe. I heard Julius say it. Shout out to Ring IQ, but Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza is that would be a good litmus. I would say Lubin, or even if you want to get his feet get your feet wet and make sure that you can cut the mustard up there. Put him in there with someone like a Nathaniel Gallimore or something like that. Something along them lines, man. But I get him wanting to get two tune-up fights to get fully acclimated to the division because he's gonna need it going against Vergil. He's gonna need it going against Vergil.
You don't think it'll be good if they go ahead and just put Boots with Bohachuk?
No.
Yeah, so there you go. Oh boy, yeah, I was waiting to see what you gonna say, bro.
No, don't do that. He took Vergil to hell and back, and I think he beat Vergil. Yeah, he took that dude to hell, man, through the seventh gate of hell, bro. Like, nah, put Boots in there, give him some softer touches to see if he can cut the mustard up there, or the dude who Fundora just stopped, the Chardell, put him in there with someone like that.
Nah, he can't fight nobody that just got stopped.
That's true. I feel like if Ortiz can bring up two welterweights for his two first touches at 154 pounds. Give him that, yeah, whatever the fuck ever. Give him that. Give him somewhere along the line.
I think the fighter that should fight Boots Ennis should fight should be Yoenis Tellez. He's the WBA interim. He should fight that. He will go on the WBA path.
Off rip?
Yeah, off rip.
Oh, wait a minute. You actually right, bro, because the WBA, can't you go for the champion the next division? Oh no, that's the WBO. No, that's the WBO.
But still though, he got good relationships with the WBA now. I would think go against Yoenis Tellez. He's undefeated. He's a Cuban fighter. If not, fight Charles Conwell. That's two solid names.
Well, you got Charlo coming back.
I wouldn't put him in there with Charles right now, neither. I wouldn't put him.
But what?
Nah, man. Let's see where he at first. Let's see where he at first.
Man,
Charles
still don't have no confidence in Boots.
It ain't like Bud was able to do that with Madrimov because Bud is a tier higher than Boots, a couple tiers as of right now. We'll see where his career goes, how it pans out later on down the line. But right now I wouldn't put him in there with no Charles Conwell. Give him what's up.
Lubin is about to get destroyed by Bakram, so that ship has sailed.
I wouldn't put him in there with Lubin right now neither. I wouldn't put him in there with Lubin.
You wouldn't put him in there with Xander Zayas?
Fuck no!
Hold on. I got one more for you, Mills. One more. What if Boots say, "Fuck it, I'm going for greatness. I don't care what nobody think about me. Give me Murtazaliev next. I need that strap. I need that strap."
I'm gonna say this. I think Murtazaliev can still be beat. I think I don't think he's a world beater. I definitely don't. But he did look scary in there against Zoo. And we really gonna see what he about when he fight Josh Kelly. But
there you go. Get him against Tim Zoo then.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put him in there with Zoo right now, man. And it's not because I don't think he's talented or nothing like that.
Damn,
but just let him get his feet wet at 100.
I got the perfect fight.
Put him in there with Keith Thurman. Fuck it.
Hey,
what's up, 86?
I don't
I'm
think it's
Chilling, fam. Mills,
nuanced.
Mills, stop being up here trying to save boots, man.
I'm not,
Stop being
man.
trying to
Listen,
fight
man.
somebody, bro.
Get at. Let him get his feet. If Virgil can
Nah,
get
bro.
two
When
welterweights
you
at
supposed to be,
154
bro.
pounds
I
before
wouldn't
he
be
fought
surprised if
Boychuk,
they make
let him get his.
Hey, Still
Let
Mills.
him get acclimated to the division a
Still
little bit
Mills. I
more,
got the
here's
man.
the
perfect
thing,
fighter.
though,
I got the
fam.
perfect fighter.
Here's the thing, though, fam. And I rock with boots heavy, but
I know you
here's the
do.
thing: when you supposed to be what he's supposed to be, bro. We not on that tune up shit, bro. He need
But
to
I
be
don't
in
think.
there. I heard somebody bring up your Ennis to Les. That's a great little WBA
Yeah, that
route,
was
so he can be the mandatory. But Hot Chuck, that's a good one. Common opponent with Virgil. Madrimov, that's a good one. Common opponent with Virgil. Look like Baccarat about to
And
go
Bud.
ahead and fight Josh Kelly. So if you want to use your IBF status, you can fight a Lubin, so you can be the mandatory in the IBF, bro. You gotta fight. You gotta get some
Nah,
wreck up there,
Hey,
bro.
I
You
nah.
gotta
don't
Get
move.
say,
some
I
You
wreck,
don't
yeah,
move to
but
the
not
land
right
of.
now, because
I'll
I
even
don't.
take I'll even even though he coming off of a loss, I still thought he fought under himself. But the closest I give you, bro, to like a tune-up level fight, a dude coming off a loss, I take a Charles Conwell fight, bro.
that's what I just
I
said.
wouldn't put. He
Hey,
just
and
said that. I wouldn't do it
hey,
just yet.
okay,
I
I got a
wouldn't
Nah,
do it
perfect
just
fighter.
yet.
Listen, I
then
got a perfect
who?
fighter.
I
Conor
named a
Ben.
few.
Conor Ben.
Tell
Pick
me that
Conor
you
Ben.
think he a hype job, bro. Tell me
Pick
that you
Conor
I
think
don't
he a
Ben.
think he a
hype
hype.
job without telling me you
I
think
don't
he a
think. I
hype
don't think.
job.
I don't think he's a hype job, but I do think he overrated. I do think
Put
motherfuckers is
put
rating him a little
Conor
too
Ben.
high.
How about
What about
Conor
what
But
Ben?
about Kur-
if
what
he
about
gonna change,
Kurbanov?
if he gonna change Mill's mind, it won't be against the people that you naming. The only way he
Good
can
point.
change your mind is the people that we naming, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how can
Good
I
he
point.
feel what you're
if
saying.
he fight Cordell Booker, bro, or he fight one of these other dudes you name, he not gonna change your mind. But what if he go in there, he do something to Bahad Chuck that Virgil couldn't do to him? What if
I'm
he do
not
something to
expecting him to do that.
Madrimov that Bud and Virgil couldn't do to him? He can't
I don't
change
see
your
that
mind,
happening.
bro, and win you over if you give him all these soft ass
He
fights, bro.
could. I'm so. All I'm saying is this. Don't throw him in there prematurely. Let him get some softer touches in the
Nah.
division. If Virgil can get
Okay,
if Virgil can get two welterweights before he get it on with Boachuk, offer him that same liberty,
then
man. Yeah,
Ramos then.
go do
So
that. Go do that.
you don't think a fight with
Ramos,
Conor Ben will be nice for the
eighth
fans?
rank.
Virgil was coming off of
It's cool.
almost dying with rhabdo and missing weight and getting hospitalized. Like, we got to put
Hmm.
that into perspective, bro. Like, when he was coming up to 154, it's after failed fights with Imonta Stanionis because he damn near killed
Hmm.
himself trying to make right. Wait,
I feel
Boots
that.
not in that position, bro.
I
He
feel
not
that,
in
but
that. In that position that Virgil was in when he was moving up to
I, I,
154.
I, I,
And regardless of what I think, bro, about Boots, like, it's Texas over here, so I'm rocking with Virgil. But what I'm saying is, bro, is Virgil at 147, he was putting together a better resume than Boots. At
definitely,
154, he cracking shit. He putting a better together a better resume. It's time for
definitely,
Boots to start getting in the ring with these people that's perceived to be killers, so he
and I
can
feel
show us that
that.
he really is who he say
I feel
he is,
that.
bro.
But
I
I
agree.
feel that. But I'm just,
I
and I'm not
agree.
even mad at what y'all saying. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't throw him in the deep end yet because I think Boots is nice. I don't have this high elevated opinion of him like everybody else does, though. I
You
still
don't
think
drop
that.
All
your
right, hey,
belt.
Still Mills. What about this fight? Jesus Ramos.
Yeah, I was about to say Ramos.
I don't know if I put him in there with him
Oh
neither,
my
though, like
God.
that, bro.
Man,
I
chill, bro.
don't.
Hey,
Come on,
Get
man.
that man.
Okay,
I
let's
don't
look at the
know,
The
bro.
fight,
These
the
cats,
fight
man.
didn't
Damn,
make
Listen,
the
it is
most
man.
some man.
sense,
Listen,
bro.
it is some demons up there at 154 pounds, bro. That
Then man,
division
get
is
get him,
deep.
get him Colin Walsh. I gave you. I
Okay,
mean, I don't know who
okay,
else, bro.
okay,
okay. I'm with that.
Devin Haney.
And
You are you
but the
good with
thing with
Colin
them
Walsh?
fights
Devin
is
Haney,
though,
fuck out
Mills,
of here.
he gon'
Hey,
if
I
he
mean,
if
I'm
he
not,
take
bro.
one of
But
them
I mean, if
fights,
that makes you happy, dog. I
if he
mean,
hey,
take one of
Connor.
them fights, Mill, and he run through the dude that you telling him to fight, you still gonna come over here and say he overrated, bro.
No, not absolutely not. If he go in there and he run over somebody like a Campas, like what's that dude? The Pedro Camp is that? No, not Pedro. The dude that Tim Zoo and Earl Smith knocked out in the first round.
Carlos Ocampo.
Campo,
you talking
Carlos
about?
Ocampo,
Yeah,
Ocampo.
Ocampo.
He
Yeah.
go in there. He do some. He do do destruction to that dude. All right, cool. You dig? Now
He
we
done
cooking with some
already
sort of.
fought that dude. His
That's what
name,
I'm.
he just from Lithuania. His name is Stanionis. He done already fought somebody like that, bro.
That at welterweight, not at 154 pounds. Then man, them
Hey,
Bro,
7 pounds matter.
all I gotta say,
Ocampo way too old and way too slow, bro. Come on, fam. Like
who's
that,
I
gonna fight?
feel
that's
that.
a waste of a fight. He might have well have
If you
fought
can,
Team Elite Food.
if you can
If he
get up,
gonna fight Ocampo, he might well fight Team Elite Food,
if you
bro.
can get in there, if you can get in there with what's the Boricua name? Thomas Delorme. You can get in there with Carlos Ocampo. You know, and that's just another example. I'm saying all I'm saying is that I don't want to throw dude in the deep
Thomas
end just yet.
Delorme was years ago. We don't want him going
That's
backwards,
my
bro.
point. That's my point. You can get, you can fight that
Hey,
motherfucker.
Mills.
You can fight this motherfucker. I'm just
Nah,
saying
fam.
I'm not
You
putting
gotta
him in the
fight.
deep end right
Hold
now.
on, Mills. Hold on, Mills.
But I'm
Hold on,
considering
Mills.
what y'all saying.
Delorme's literally doing Lyft through Uber, bro.
I know
Oh
that.
my
I know
God.
Man,
that. I know
Oh
that.
no.
he
That's
gotta
what
fight
I'm not.
somebody right in the list.
Are you
I
trying
don't.
to? You can
I mean,
just
I mean,
tell us,
I'm not
bro.
making fun of
It's
his
not.
job, bro,
It's
but I
nobody.
mean,
It's nobody but you and us,
didn't he
bro.
lose in the
You
first
can tell
round
us.
against Virgil?
You can tell us, bro. Are
Him
you
and
trying to
Lawson.
save Boots, bro? Are you
Boots
trying to
better
save
than
Boots?
this. Come on,
No,
man.
all I'm saying
Are you
is,
trying to save him, bro? And you
no,
just
not
like
at all.
secretly,
Not
like,
at
what's up,
all.
bro? What you doing, bro? What you
Because
want?
I'm with letting homeboy get his feet wet first. That's all I'm
Nah.
saying. Let homie
Man,
get
it's
his feet
starting to
wet
sound like
first. Because he
Madonna
ain't
here.
fought. There ain't nobody he's been in there with
He
the
got over
caliber of a
30 something fights,
background.
bro.
There's no.
Wait,
That's cool.
hold on,
Against who
Mills.
though?
Hold on, Mills.
Stanley Anderson. What's
Hold
up?
on, man. I got a question for you. This is really going to show me where you really feel about him.
Oh
I know
man.
Fundora already has his opponent, but Fundora and Boots, let's say that fight was available right now. Would you be okay with Boots fighting Fundora right
I'd
now?
be okay with that because I think Fundora is limited than the majority of the division up there, man. Even though I still be like, I'd go with
Really?
Fundora.
What the
I,
fuck, man?
I know because
Still.
I don't have a high opinion of Fundora. I don't have a high opinion of Fundora, but when you talking
The
about
slender man.
Bakram and Zoo and Virgil and Madrimov
I think these
and
two fighters are perfect for
Zayas and all
contenders
that,
right
I'm
Bro,
now.
like,
if
nah,
But
anything,
Boots
look,
going to
if
be a
any,
nah.
nightmare for Tim Zoo.
bro, if anything, I think Madrimov will be the best. You have a common
It
opponent with
is.
Virgil and Bud.
Yeah,
Either
Madrigal, bro. He's
that
the
or
measure
get
stick of
Connor
the
Ben or
division.
Keith Thurman.
Nah,
Imagine
Do
nah,
not bring me.
Marvel
Don't
Bahachuk, bro.
don't don't
Imagine
don't
Marvel.
don't.
If it's about building a Virgil fight, it got to be Magic Marvel Bahachuk, bro.
yeah,
Yep.
But at
there
this
you go.
point, might as well make it back out.
I take y'all word for it.
Hold on, Milt. If he goes in there and go against Bohachuk and like schools him and don't have no problems,
Oh, all praises, all
oh man,
praises.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna say Boots is that guy.
Yeah,
And then
I
definitely.
will.
I just wouldn't do
It
it
makes
just
the
yet.
Virgil fight even bigger, bro.
And I'm
Exactly.
cool if he was able to do that. By all means, you dig. But I'm not against homeboy getting his feet wet in the division first. That's all I'm
I
saying.
am, bro. You don't get to like. I'm not finna listen to your promoters, and I'm a fan of yours too. I'm not finna be talking about you got pound
So
for pound talent. You can do all this. You can do all that. Then I'm just gonna be okay with you just
and I feel that,
taking
but
taking the tune up, like, bro.
I mean,
Cordell
look,
Booker, bro.
and that's why I'm
Nah,
saying
I mean,
I don't have that high of an opinion of Boost to the point where I think he's head and shoulders above the rest of the
well,
competition. I thought at 147 pounds, Virgil would have
we
beat him
looking at
still.
guys like Tank Davis fighting Lamont Rose, like, nah, that's trash. We looking at Devin Haney fight Jose Ramirez. We're like, nah, that's trash. But we gonna let Boots fight Cordell Booker? Nah, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
that's
mean,
that,
look, bro,
that's a
look,
big
hold on. If
point. That's
anything,
good. That's being
Nah,
no,
I
fam.
gotta
consistent.
answer this
if,
phone call.
if,
I'll be right back.
All right.
oh man,
I like the consistency. Solid. Is
Yeah,
you
but
okay
I'm
with
glad
that?
he was.
Yeah, I agree with what the new guy is saying. I want to see Boots fight some of these top guys. I would say do one tune-up. I think Brian Mendoza would be a cool little tune-up, get your feet wet, 54. Then after that, yeah, Bakum, Ortiz, Madrimov, like fight somebody like that. So yeah, I want to see him fight one of the top guys. I think it's time now.
Am I the
Join his
only one on the
challenge, man.
panel that feels like Boots is talented enough to not need a tune-up?
no,
It
no.
could go
Well,
either
look,
way.
look, I'm gonna say this. I think the expectation is held higher for Boots because Boots, you're a unified world champion. Virgil was not. So if anything, you have been a world champion. So if anything, yes, I feel like when you come up here, you should go ahead and go for the next belt. Might as well. You're a unified champion now.
That's
Maybe
true. That's
one
true.
tune-up though, because he is going up in weight.
That's why I
Like
want him to fight
like
Madrigal.
Mills
Nah,
said.
Yeah.
to
Okay, well
answer your
let's do it like
question,
this. Let's do it.
IBLP, bro. No,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly, bro. Like, it need to be somebody to put him in title contention. So like that mandatory Telez that we were talking about, or
Join his challenge.
a fight that's building the Virgil fight. That's why, like, Ennis Telez, Majimov, or Bahachuk. That's it, bro. That's it. Cause
Now
we know Fundora ain't available, so we can't
Yep.
get that fight. Bakram is already about to fight somebody on the undercard for Crawford and them is what they
Lubin is
reporting or
busy.
whatever. So he not available. So the champ and Bud is doing his thing up there at 168. All the champions not available, bro. So it needs to either be A, something to build the Virgil fight, or B, something to make you the mandatory for somebody belt, bro. That's it. That's all. That's
Or he
all it
could
need
go
to be
against Charlo,
talked
who's
about.
a recent champion. That'd be one good tune-up fight. Charlo coming out of a loss. That'd be a pretty.
But bottom line way, the least, at least an interim champion, or at least for an interim belt.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to tell us he's 10-7. Like
he's
they're on.
10-7.
Yeah, he's 10 and 0-7.
Ennis is undefeated, bro. He's
Yeah,
like 9-0 with 7 knockouts, bro. What you talking about?
Yeah, 10 wins.
Oh, that's what you mean, 7 KOs. I thought you was
Yeah,
talking
7
about
KOs.
7 L. I'm like,
No, not 7
damn.
L's. No, my fault. No, I'm just saying, like, he's 25. They're around the same age. You know what I mean, man? You gotta. We not here for little, like gatekeepers. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel that, man. But even when you look at Usyk, when he jumped up before he tangled with AJ, that man had about 2 or 3 fights before he went into that brawl, bro. So I'm not against him letting him get his feet wet. That's all. I'm not opposed to what y'all saying neither.
Okay,
I'm
what
not
about
opposed
this,
to that.
Stills? Brian Castano.
I mean, I'd be with that if he was active. I definitely would be with that. I would definitely be if he was like how Bozic was active. You did 2 years, 3 years off the couch, get him a couple mid-level fights or whatever to let him get knock some of the tools off. Then I'd be okay with that.
The only problem is he's been inactive since that Charlo knockout. So
I know that.
Castano ain't fought since COVID, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Let him get a couple of bullshit rinky dink fights in, knock off some of the cobwebs, then let homeboy get in there and mix it
And
up with him.
I don't want to see him, bro. I don't want to see him fight nobody like in their mid-30s. There's too many people in their 20s that you could be fighting, bro. It's too many people
just
in
throw
their
him in
prime.
You think Calvin Wash should be a good opponent for him? You think Calvin Wash should be a good opponent for him? Calvin Wash, white dude.
I'm cool with that.
Calvin Wash wants to fight Vargas Jr.?
Vargas Jr., yeah.
Like,
get him with Vargas Jr.
Everybody got their plans already. Everybody got their plans.
Y'all trying to throw
do you think that'd be a good matchup?
Versus Calvin. Let him get his feet. If y'all want him to jump in the crock,
you think we trying to throw him in a meat grinder Stills?
I think so. Y'all trying to throw him in the crock pool off rip, bro.
I think I believe more in Boost than you. I feel like I believe more in Boost than you do.
You do. Because I think Boots is I think he's nice, but like Knockout was just saying, they was just comparing homeboy to motherfucking the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. I just didn't see that at 147 pounds, man. I saw vulnerabilities there. So I'm like, oh yeah, you need to get your feet wet just a little bit, and then we can throw you in. Then we throw you in the deep end. But I'm not opposed to what y'all saying because he's a unified champion nonetheless.
But Mills,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
But Mills, you want him to drench his feet, not get his feet wet.
I mean, but shit, bro, you drench your feet with Bakram, drench your feet with Vergil. I think Majimov at this point is still a little too early, premature.
Wait, hold on. You got a little smoke here too, Mills. Mirage says Mills is not advocating tune-ups for his boy. This is pathetic.
He got a David Benavidez surfboard that he ride on when he hit the waves in Australia. Bro. Yeah, fuck out of here, bro. Mind your business. Mind your business. Fuck out. Fuck out of here. Cocksocket, dog. But man.
I just see it like this. I think I just think that the weight is gonna help him a lot. I think 154 is gonna help him a lot in his performance.
Yeah, hasn't he been cutting weight?
Like a skeleton in the closet.
Help him against who though? Bro, it's some killers up there in that division, my dude. It's some killers up there.
I think Boots can be a killer up there too, though. I do think he got the potential to be a killer up there. He got a good skill set. He's nice all the way around.
And he doesn't have to cut weight to make 147 no more.
Bro, I think he got Madrimov, dog. I really do.
I think he can beat Madrimov. I mean, he fuck around and stop Madrimov?
Yes. I actually think
I think
Boots can. I think Boots can, bro.
Don't go overboard, Bravo.
I will bet the knockdown. How about that? I will bet.
I think he can box Madrimov, but to knock him out?
Hold on. I got a question for Knockout, man. We don't always get the honor and the privilege of having Knockout on the panel, so I'm really thankful Knockout stopped by. Knockout, do you mind blessing us with your thoughts on the Canelo Crawford fight? Who you have winning? How you see it going? All that good stuff.
Yeah, man. So I don't want to give the actual pick because I do that for the channel members. But you got to favor Canelo in that fight, bro. You have to, dog. Canelo. Everybody know I don't like Canelo at all, but at the end of the day, bro, he can fight. He's one of them ones, and moving up 3 weight classes in 2 fights, bro. 14 pounds in 1 fight, being 38 years old, not looking good at all against Madrimov. Crawford gonna be up against it in that fight, and I think he's not gonna do what Jermell Charlo did. So he's gonna actually give Canelo more opportunities to really sit down on some shots and really do some damage to Crawford. I just think this is the classic case of the great fighter that's just naturally bigger beating up on the smaller fighter that's just naturally smaller, bro. I don't think Crawford can do nothing. The stuff he'd have to do to win this fight, you have to go back to watch like a Victor Postol fight to see him moving laterally like that, pop shotting on the dime, stopping on the dime, changing directions. At 147, what did he do? He sat down with dudes. He got him up out of there. At 154, what did he do with Madrimov? He tried to sit down with him. His legs ain't what they was, bro. His legs ain't what they was. So you got to favor Canelo in that fight. Do I like the fight? No, I don't like the fight. I don't think it's a legacy fight for either fighter. Canelo don't gain nothing from beating Crawford. Crawford has nothing to lose in this fight. All Crawford got to do is not be a hoe. As long as he don't be a hoe and he fight like a man and he fight hard, ain't nobody really going to criticize him. Canelo going to be damned if he do, damned if he don't. He can knock Crawford out in the first round. So what? He moved up 2 weight classes. You're supposed to do that. And if he lose to Crawford, oh my God, you got exposed by a smaller fighter coming up. So to me, bro, it's the other fight. I'd rather Crawford be down there at 154, mixing it up with them boys, because Madrimov showed that them 154 pounders can compete against him. And obviously everybody knows I'd rather Canelo Alvarez be fighting David Benavidez or trying to get a Bivol rematch or something like that. But Turkey's talking about Canelo fighting Crawford, then the Eubanks fight, and maybe a Shiraz fight and shit. So you know, I got my thoughts on that. But for this fight, bro, you gotta favor Canelo Alvarez.
Can I ask you a question? Could I ask you a question? Knockout.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
The matchup between Canelo and Benavidez, how do you see that fight going?
I think Benavidez walk him. I think Benavidez walk.
Solid, you had to bring him in, right? You had to.
I knew that's the question he was about to ask.
People that actually, now shout out to the Canelo fans. I understand Canelo's a great, but people that really fuck with the sport of boxing, they feel Benavidez would beat him. It's just the Canelo fans that are fighting hard
and
for their life to push back.
We ain't going into that. Hey, knockout. How is he gonna walk Canelo?
No disrespect to the Canelo fans, though. I understand. I get it.
How is he gonna walk Canelo, my dude?
I think he's gonna drown. I think he's gonna drown Canelo in activity in the back half of the fight. I think Canelo gas tank ain't gonna hold up with somebody like Benavidez. I think it start off competitive. Benavidez's hands is faster than you think. His jab is better than you think. And I think the back half of that fight, shit get nasty for Canelo, bro.
And what makes you think he's gonna have that? What makes you think he's gonna have that same work rate and activity when he getting countered to the liver by them left hooks?
When has he ever not had that same work rate and activity?
But when has he ever been in there with somebody who can punish him for that activity, though? Is what I'm saying.
Nah, he ain't never been in the ring with nobody as good as Canelo. Ever.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Ever. But Canelo's 30, just like Canelo, the same event. So it's like this for me, Mills, right? Some of the same advantages you heard me mention about Canelo and Bud. Some of the same advantages Benavidez have. Canelo's younger than Bud. Benavidez is younger than Canelo. Canelo is bigger than Bud Crawford. Benavidez is bigger than Canelo. Canelo is somebody that has really, really good IQ. Don't get me wrong. And he's a very good counterpuncher. But what's the greatest thing that you can do to a counterpuncher? Drown him in combinations. Canelo is good if he gets you scared and you just throwing one punch at a time or two punches at a time.
That's what I said last time.
When you fire off on him with combination punches, then it's a problem. And you know what else Canelo's not as good at? He's not as good off the back foot. He's used to stalking motherfuckers. Like, I'm stalking you. I'm walking you down. I'm Canelo. I'm walking at you with my hands down, and I'm coming at you. Ain't gonna be no backing David Benavidez up, bro. Ain't gonna be none of that. I'm stalking Benavidez, bro. That shit not going.
To your point about drowning him in activity, to your point about him drowning him in activity, if this was William Zepeda, I'd be in agreement with you slightly, because that is a motherfucker who threw 600 punches in 6 rounds against Nacito Hester. That's an incredible work rate. David Benavidez ain't got no work rate like that. Nobody in the sport of boxing got a work rate like that. David Benavidez, it's not like he's setting shots up. He's just throwing them, hip firing and all that shit, just getting combinations out there, not looking to set up nothing big. The minute he starts getting slipped and that left hook gets planted in his liver, that work rate is going to drop.
Go watch the Morrell fight, bro. I encourage you. He was filling the guard down. He was shooting shots around the guard, through the guard. He was working the nice jab. He was countering over the top of Morrell, bro. The reason his work rate means more than somebody like Zepeda, because he's far more skilled than Zepeda, bro. I don't think you giving
Far more skilled
Benavidez
than
enough
Zepeda?
credit for how good he is, bro.
Nah, I think that Zepeda's a little bit more defensively responsible than than David
Nah,
Benavidez.
bro.
Neither one. It's not a significant skills gap between the two of them because they're both offensive juggernauts, man. But
I don't.
I like when
Nah,
you speak on the when you speak when you
Zapata went to sleep and he had a dream that he could catch and shoot as good as Benavidez, bro. You
Benavidez ain't
bugging.
catching and
Oh
shooting
my
off
You
god.
nobody though. You
bugging, bro.
wildin'.
You
Benavidez ain't
bugging,
catching
fam.
and
Like he
shooting
went
off
to sleep
nobody. Love
dreaming
one.
Bro,
that he could catch and shoot
wait,
like David,
are
dog.
we
You tripping.
no,
No,
no, no. Wait,
absolutely
so are
not.
we pretending that David Benavidez is really gonna get Canelo's respect and he's gonna have him on the back foot? Is that a serious conversation?
Come on, man. Hell
Yeah,
no.
for sure. He's
Nah,
gonna
nah,
have his respect.
nah.
I
Yeah.
think
Y'all
Why
fucking
wouldn't you?
I think another thing you
But
gotta
he's
talk
not punching
about.
like Callum. He's not punching like Golovkin to get Canelo's respect. It's not.
I
Nah, hell no.
Bro,
Gaza
Colum is
giving
more of
respect
a puncher,
to
and he
Benavidez.
had Colum on the back foot. That little redheaded motherfucker had that tall motherfucker on the back foot the whole fight,
The
and he's a
whole
harder
Yeah.
puncher
fight.
than fucking
Callum
David.
is also looking at David Benavidez and he's considering defending his WBO interim title instead of fighting for a real title. That same Callum. So I hear
That
what you're
same
Oh,
saying,
Callum.
wait, are
bro.
you talking about the Colum that
I hear what
Benavidez
you're
and his team
saying.
just denied the
Callum
fight?
don't believe you though. Because if Callum believes you, he'd be fighting for a world title instead of trying
Oh,
to
we
duck
playing
you.
his
So
game.
Benavidez
I
just
hear you, bro.
Benavidez just fuck.
I hear
Actually
you,
just
fam.
refused the
We
I
contract.
playing
hear
his
you.
game.
He's about to try
Doing
to
this
defend a
KO.
WBO interim instead of fighting for the real WBC title.
David's
That's what he's about to do.
Bro,
So
you
Bro, are
he
acting
you
don't
like
aware
believe
Callum.
you,
that they
fam.
already? Are you aware that Samson Likowitz they already fucking refused a deal to fight Colum for many millions? That's Samson Likowitz out of his own mouth.
I
The
hear
fuck
you.
are we talking about, dog?
No. What we're talking, you're talking about the Saudi deal. What Callum has on the table right now is, and Eddie Hearn just said this on Thursday, bro. You can go look it up, fam.
It
What he
doesn't
said
matter
on
if it's a
Thursday
Saudi
was
deal or not. It's still a fight. It's still an offer
Callum
for
Smith
many
is
millions.
deciding between defending his WBO interim or fighting for a world title against David Benavidez. Why is that even a conversation?
Well, no. Well,
What's in
guess
that
what, bro? Hold
contract?
on. Well, guess what? Hey, you know what? Your boy actually said out of mouth. I'll be cool with taking a fucking undercard fight with Colum. He said that, and then when they offered him the fight, he denied it. The fuck?
Yeah, he
Make sense
changed.
out of that
But
shit.
we
He
kind of
changed
getting
his mind because
we
he
kind of
didn't want
getting
to
off
fight in
track.
Saudi Arabia. If you want to
Hands
have a
raised,
conversation
hand
about
raised.
should he have taken the Saudi Arabia fight or should he be trying to fight in America, that's a completely different conversation. What I'm telling you is, forget that for a second. He's offering him the fight right now, and Callum Smith is thinking about turning it down.
Dude, they should have fought at 168.
That's
Hands
what.
raised.
So
No,
what?
no, hold on, hold on, hold on,
So
hold
wait a
on, hold
minute.
on, hold
So
on,
hold
hold on,
on.
hold on. Okay, hold on.
So what makes the deal? What makes this deal better than the Saudi deal? Why are we fucking picking? Why don't you just take the fucking first deal? If it's for many millions, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what deal when you
You
get
can say
offered.
David is
Take the
fighting.
motherfucker.
You can say David is fighting for less money, and it was a stupid decision. That's cool. You know what's also not up for debate? What's better, fighting for your interim WBO belt or fighting for a real world title?
Not if the deal is bullshit.
It boils
What
down
are you
to the
talking
money.
about?
It boils down to the money.
Fighting in Alcatraz
We
or
don't know
fighting
what the, we don't know what the
Benavidez?
we don't know what the money stipulation is. The money, like for whatever reason, one deal is paying more than the other. And if you're thinking about your financial future or your family's future, just like everyone, you're gonna take the bigger pot.
Not
Bro,
necessarily. Not necessarily true.
let's
That
pretend.
sounds logical.
Let's
What
pretend
were they
that David
offering
hasn't made
David?
it clear that he
What
will
were they
not cross the
offering
street for
David and
fucking
Callum
his own.
for the fight, y'all? What were they offering them for the fight?
We don't know, but we do know that Turkey
So then,
is
how
the
do we
only
know
one
that
that.
it's bigger than
Oh,
what David is offering right now?
Hold on.
You think
You're trying
PBC
to
got
put.
multi-millions to offer Callum Smith?
Exactly.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
PBC don't got shit, bro.
Thank you,
For a
Steele.
fight that's
Thank you.
not quite
Wait,
as major as
hold on
I
one
shouldn't
second,
even
one
ask
second,
that
Same thing
everybody,
question.
for the
one second,
Canelo
one
and
second.
Berlanga fight. Can somebody refresh my memory?
Hold on one second. I just want to add this one thing. Edgar, I think the basis of Benavidez turning the fight down wasn't based on the financial package. It was based on the location, right?
Oh, yeah,
That's
well,
100% correct.
What the fuck? And you're defending that?
that is one aspect of it. But I'm trying to I'm sorry to jump in. Salute to everyone. Whatever. I'm just trying to jump in because this guy's trying to point the finger at Callum for not taking the fight or taking the one for the interim. So the only thing that bumps up in my mind at that point is none of us know what those numbers are in those two deals. So if Benavidez is claiming and his team is saying, "Oh, we sent him an offer," blah 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 blah, and he wants to, and then Callum is on the defense. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? The only thing that would keep someone on the fence is the monetary.
So yeah, maybe Benavidez and their team sent an offer, but it could be for peanuts. And the other fight, even though it's for an interim belt, it could be for, you know, I'm not talking about millions and millions, but it could be for more money than what the other people are offering. So any fucking grown man or any grown human being thinking about their financial future or their fucking what their profession is, you're always going to look for the most money. So that's what's keeping him on the fence. That's what I'm saying.
Sounds good, bro. Sounds real good. And I like a lot of what you said. The only problem is that Eddie Hearn speaks the English language very well. Eddie Hearn is a very smart man and a very smart promoter. If any of that was the case, he would have said that to you. He would have said that in that interview. He would have let you know.
That's not a guarantee that he would say that. That's not a guarantee.
I didn't cut you off, Edgar. I didn't cut you off. The fact of the matter is, all he said was, we got to offer to fight David, and or he has to decide whether or not he wants to fight his WBO interim title. We can't put in what we want to put in to try to make a different argument and try to make stuff up.
Yeah,
that's what he said, bro. If his fighter was offered more money for a WBO interim title, then he should have said that.
Hey, he doesn't need to say that.
Just like he doesn't say that
because it's not his decision. It's not his decision, so he can't just say that.
Again, while we're over here talking about shit that's being made up, I need to see where you saw. I mean, if you got it, please send it to me. I would like to see it. Where you seeing that Callum Smith looks like he's about to refuse the deal? Can you send that to us, please?
I just quoted what Eddie Hearn said to you. It's on Boxing News 24, sir. It's on Boxing News 24. His exact words. They quoted him in the interview that he did.
Isn't it already known that Turkey was the one that was offering a potential fight for Callum Smith? So, I mean, why are we pretending like this wasn't already on the table? Like, what's going on here, guys?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. And what I'm saying is the only thing that can change in those two offers is the monetary.
As fight fans, just for y'all, would y'all rather see Callum Smith defend his WBO interim title, or would y'all rather see him challenge David Benavidez?
I'd rather see him fight David. Rather see him fight David, but you got to accept the fight, bro. Like
his promoter is telling you that he has an offer to fight David right now. Shouldn't the push be for him to take that offer?
Hey,
the push should have been for him to accept the offer.
The monetary comes into play.
That was before Benavidez got elevated. So yes, I would still like to see that fight, even if it wasn't for the WBC. Guess what, David? You should have fought Callum back in fucking 168.
Yeah.
Hold on. So how is it? Wait a minute. So how did you lose your
WBC? Didn't want to be on the undercard, bro. Maybe he didn't want to be on the undercard.
Who gives a fuck? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Bro, you're nobody yet. You're just a glorified mandatory, or you were. Now you're an elevated emo champion. Now you got more leverage. But before then, you weren't anybody, and you're trying to use ASOP politics.
If I'm wrong, when they were talking about this fight, was it not coming off of David Benavidez's successful event against David Morrell?
Not necessarily.
Successful event?
No, because Colin just beat Buatsi.
So Callum Smith beat Buatsi on February 22nd, right?
Uh-huh. So they're both coming off a win.
David Morrell on what date?
That was
what
early
the fuck
February.
Does that matter? They're both coming off of fucking wins.
You just said David Benavidez is a nobody, when in fact he was coming off of a successful event where he headlined here in America.
Bro, that doesn't make him a star. That doesn't make him a star. That don't make him a star.
Everybody doesn't want to do the Shakur Stevenson and the Devin Haney and the team of Lifu Telefimu fellas. Everybody don't want to go from main event to undercard, bro. Everybody not.
So wait a minute.
Like, I get it.
Well, you fought on the undercard with Frank Martin and Tank.
So it's okay for Benavidez, but Callum Smith can't weigh the options of a possible bigger money fight though. But it's okay you not to be willing to take more money to be on the undercard though.
What's the bigger money fight, bro?
100. It's a good possibility that Turkey might be offering him more money, but that's probably why he hasn't taken the Benavidez fight off the bat. I mean, but you want to assume that Eddie Hearn is going to put it out there how much that he was getting offered more money, and that's disingenuous and not realistic.
Did y'all watch the Turkey Al-Sheikh interview that he did on Ring Magazine?
Which one?
The one he just did. It just dropped.
Nah, I ain't seen it.
Hey, man, you need to post these receipts. Put them in the chat, man, for real.
I can't help it if you can't keep up, bro. You might want to.
Speaking of receipts, me and you got to talk, KO. Speaking of receipts, me and you got to talk, KO. You didn't respond to those receipts I dropped on your head.
Oh
You didn't.
shit.
Oh shit.
You
Got
didn't
some
though,
mean
bro.
receipts on that head, KO. You ain't responded to him yet, my brother.
You didn't though, bro. You didn't though. I told you. I did respond to you, and I told you what to do. Just do it tonight. That's all I told you. Now, what I'm asking y'all, bro. Turkey
What?
Al-Sheikh just did an
That's it.
interview on Ring. Turkey Al-Sheikh just did an interview on Ring Magazine. He talked about all his plans for all these fighters and all the fights that he making and what he got coming up for November, December, February of next year. He got all these big plans. Do
I just
y'all
saw
want to
that.
guess who he didn't bring up?
Who?
David
Callum
Benavidez.
Smith.
Oh. And?
Yeah, Callum. He didn't say shit about Callum Smith. No fight. I'm not thinking about making no fight for him. I'm not putting him on no card. He didn't bring up Callum, but I guess we gonna still say Callum might got something from Turkey, or Turkey just forgot about him. Which one y'all want to go with?
I think none of that matters, bro,
Is
because
that
he already
relevant?
sent you an offer to fight Callum Smith
Jesus
on the
Christ,
before
dog.
BWF undercard, loved one. Come on, man.
Yo,
You know what it
look,
Come
is.
on,
Hey,
man.
I
yo,
got a
look,
question
hold
for
on,
all
bro.
y'all.
Look, bro, look. You
He
really
sent
don't have
David an
much marquee
offer,
value.
which David
Hold on.
which
You
David
don't have
turned
a lot
down
of
for his
marquee
own
value.
reason.
So if you get an
Who
offer
don't?
to fight Callum Smith, which is a guy who should have fought at 168. So why don't you just take the offer for that many millions? Samson Liquor was confirmed. It was
That's
for
how I know
many millions.
you already cooked, bro. The offer wasn't for 168 because Callum been moved to 175.
No,
David
this
just
won't.
got hell at
No, bro,
175, bro.
this was this year. This wasn't at 168. I'm just using. You should have. I said you should have fought him there a long time ago. So why not go ahead and fight him at 175 when they made you that offer? That offer was at
He's trying
175, bro.
to,
Don't get
bro.
confused.
He's making the offer, bro.
They
You're
did kind
missing
of
it
make him an
though.
offer though, because
The-
Jesus.
if I
Hey,
remember
I got the
correctly, when
video. Nuke, I'm gonna make another video, bro, and I'm gonna fucking put that video because everybody seems to be acting like they blind to the shit.
Damn.
I gotta say this, guys.
Go ahead.
At 168, when he was champion, he was offered a spot in the World Super Series. He could have fought Callum and all the top
Oh,
contenders.
for real. Yep.
Yeah, he said no. I don't know if it was because he was. I think it was because of his PBC and Al Heyman telling him no, but he said no to that spot, and he was a champion at that time. He could have already been unified. So what are we talking about?
If what you're saying is true, he should have done that. But why are we talking about what year was that, bro?
Fucking
It doesn't matter.
The Super
That
Series was
decision
what,
also affects your
No, what year was that? I'm just
2017?
curious to know how far back we going. What year was that,
2017,
bro?
2018.
2017, 2018. So should we be on June 23rd, 2025? Should we be talking about shit right now? Or do y'all want to talk about 7-8 years ago?
All right, well, let's talk about February 2025. Why didn't he take that offer for when
His
Turkey
main
sent it to him?
gripe was
Let's do
Alcatraz.
a
He
debate.
doesn't
Let's
sell,
all do
dude.
a debate about who goes between
175,000
Floyd
pay-per-view
Mayweather
buys
and Manny
is not
Pacquiao. If you want to
successful.
go back so far, let's talk about Floyd and Manny. How about that?
What does Floyd and Manny have to do with anything?
What does
We're talking
2017
about
have to do with anything I'm
because
talking about?
David was around when that year happened. Bro, what
That's
the
my
fuck are we
point.
doing?
What does 2017, 2018 have to do with anything I'm talking about in 2000?
Okay, let's
You know what? Well, let me tell you. Well, no. Well, let me
Hey, I
explain.
got a
Hold on. Let
question.
me explain. In 2017, hey, guess what? Right now in 2025, if in 2017 you would have unified with Zerto, we would have. Hey, you know what? David's a unified champion at 168 back in 2017. If he would have taken that better be fight when he got made number one position, we were like, hey, David be better be in fucking 2020. That's why it fucking matters.
Oof, oof, oof.
None of that matters with what I'm talking about, bro. Just because you loud don't mean nothing. David Benavidez in Better Beef, David Benavidez in the World Super Series, David Benavidez and his coke problems and missing weight and all that shit. None of that shit matters with Callum right now.
Well, David Benavidez not fucking wanting to go to Saudi, not wanting to fight Column.
Let me say
fucking
this.
David Benavidez making the WBC jump the fucking line when the IBF was the next in rotation. Well, let's fuck it. Let's talk about 2025, 2024. Since you want to get all technical. Bro, the past matters. If it hurts you, well, that's too bad. I don't know what to fucking tell you. But that shit happened, and that shit affects your fucking future.
You the one cussing, bro. I'm not
Bottom line. Bottom line is on top of the line, and that's what happened.
This is the bottom line, guys. He rejected a fight.
Callum Smith has a world title shot on the table right now that he's thinking about turning down for a maybe, for a might, for an opponent that y'all can't even fucking name. Y'all don't know what he got on the table. Y'all can't say who offering no fight for him. Y'all can't tell me how much money they offer.
He's supposed to be on the. He's supposed to be on the 5v5. He's supposed to be on.
This nigga turning
You talking about
Zerto? Because of some shit that you might think might be going on per sources. Your sources
Callum is supposed
that you really don't fucking have. That's all you telling me, bro.
Wait a minute. You're saying. Wait a minute. You're saying we don't know who Zerto's gonna fight next.
I said you don't know who Callum Smith.
Oh.
Callum Smith. You don't know who Callum
Well,
Smith
it looks like it's not David. I mean, David already refused the offer.
because he's thinking about turning them down, and instead because y'all are such Canelo fans, a lot of you, instead of cooking Callum
What does Canelo got to do with fucking Callum and Benavidez? What the fuck are we doing?
There you go, Solidus.
I know what you're on,
It
fam.
always comes back.
You anti-David because you love Canelo, bro.
No, this ain't got shit to do with fucking Canelo. This is all Callum and Benavidez.
Oh my lord! It always doubles back to Canelo. It always doubles back to Canelo.
Hey, I was actually enjoying the fucking conversation because Canelo wasn't in it, bro. I was liking this, but he wanted to bring it back, bro. Bro, it's all hate towards him because we didn't bring him up. I did it. Who the fuck brought Canelo in? Nobody else but you, KO.
You had to bring him up for you to be read easy, partner. We done had a couple of back and forths. I know what you're on, bro. I know who you like and who you don't like. I know I
remember our last encounter. It didn't go too well for you. I remember our last encounter. It did not go your way. And why? All because of Tank Davis. Yes, I know who you are. You're not that hard to read. It's easy.
Yo, Clavo, misery loves company, bro. Misery loves company. They're miserable, so they always bring them back. They always bring up Canelo because they love company, bro.
Well, let's do this.
So we gonna just act like me mentioning Canelo one time kills everything I said, or we gonna get back to the conversation?
Well, let's get back to the conversation, but Canelo ain't got nothing to do with that. Let's just establish that right now before you want to bring him back.
You just cool with. So in general, you just cool in general with an interim champion having an opportunity to fight a champion, but saying, nah, I might not take it. So just in general, you cool with that?
I'm cool with him taking
the fight.
Bro, I'm cool with him just fighting. Belt or no belt. Guess what? This is not a bad fight for you, David. This actually could be the best name on your fucking resume. Callum Smith. Callum Smith got more knockouts than you at 175. So I think this is a solid opponent, according to Mirage as well in the chat. Go eat a dick, motherfucker.
He has better wins than you at 175. He has better wins than you at 175.
Can I get you? You say you're going to make a video. Can I get you to make a video telling Callum Smith to accept the goddamn fight?
Can you make a video about telling David Benavidez that he should have accepted the fight?
I mean, if I had that influence, I would. Yo, Callum, hey, go take the fight. Yes, go beat up David Benavidez, fight him. Do what you got to do. Take that WBC. But yo, we're just fans. I'm just a fan and a customer.
And David
and I'm going on.
Do you agree that the fight that makes sense the most right now for Callum Smith is David Benavidez, Clavo? That's the fight you want to see next?
Yeah, I mean that's the fight that we should have saw. David, you should have took that offer for many millions. Like,
okay, but look what it's not over with because Callum has an offer right now. So should Callum take that offer?
So yeah,
if it's enough money in comparison to what else he got on the table.
Well, no. Well, hold on. Well, see, that's the thing. We should. You know what? We shouldn't even be here because you know what? If you bet, how the fuck are you gonna take the offer and then fucking PBC makes the offer? What the fuck? You got offered it, you turned it down, and now PBC's making the fucking offer.
It's the same thing that Devin Haney. It's the same thing that Devin Haney did with Team Elite Food. They had the turkey offer, but Top Rank made the offer. And the offer, and they going back and forth or whatever. It's the same shit.
Look, bottom line. If David, you're the monster, right? You the monster. You go hard. Take the fucking fight. This ain't got shit to do with Devin. Devin is a whole nother type of fucking fighter. Fucking sugarfoot fighters. I don't want to hear that shit. We talking David and Callum.
The A side over Callum Smith. He's also building a fan base. He also has to do what makes business sense for him. And what makes business sense for him as the champion.
Oh, man.
Now business comes into play.
Well, you know what? I'll give him that one.
I want to do it on the undercard.
I'll give him that one because he's a champion. He's the A side, is what you're saying. I mean, I guess. Okay, I guess. All right, yeah.
Fuck off. Neither one of you.
You're the one that got the leverage, so yeah.
Bro,
that's right. Still, none of them are worth it. None of them. Still, they both fucked it up by not taking the many millions because they ain't worth many millions.
Exactly, bro. It should not. Yeah, actually, Edgar. That's a good point, bro. We should not be having this much of a difficult time to make this fight. Just like also, they're having a hard time making a fucking Berlanga and Plant fight. We're fucking having a hard time making these motherfuckers that ain't got no value, very little marquee value. Why are we having a hard time making the fights out of these guys?
And
What's
I
up?
gotta
Exactly,
call
bro.
y'all. I gotta
David
call y'all.
Benavidez.
Now
What
Dana
y'all
White
think?
gonna come over here and take over
The reason
boxing.
that
Make
these
all
are
these
having a hard time making
What
these
y'all
fights
think?
and getting the fights that we want, because these
What
niggas.
holds more
Let
value?
me give you
What,
guys some numbers.
Because of
Benavidez
PBC, right?
at 175,000 pay-per-view buys. That is not a successful pay-per-view.
Night.
It isn't, bro. They curtained off sections in the last David Benavidez fight, man. I'm tired of
Yep.
this A-side politic
He's
bullshit.
not
Neither one
A-side.
of these dudes are box office names to where they should be playing
for
A-side
real,
politics.
bro.
Get in the ring and
Especially
rumble.
David, bro. He's not even a twinkle in the sky, bro.
hey,
He's
my
At
not
question
a
to
all.
all
fucking
y'all. My
star.
question to all y'all. What holds more value? The WBC belt or those 3 other belts that has been fought for
Those 3 other belts, for
blood,
reals.
sweat, and tears?
Three
The
other
three
belts.
other ones.
The
All
3
right.
other ones,
Are we
easy.
overrating this WBC belt? At the
Bro,
real
he got
champions are the Bivol and Benavidez.
that
Yeah.
MSM
Benavidez,
belt he got. It's
Benavidez
like,
won
yeah, it's
that
nothing
belt
really, bro.
beating the fuck out of a fax machine. At the end of the day, bro, he don't go what Benavidez
Oh
wants.
man.
He care about
That
Bivol
was a good one.
and Benavidez. Bro, I'm just saying, bro. I don't give a fuck about that WBC belt. That shit holds no value. That shit has not fought to win.
He didn't beat the champion.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's for damn sure. He didn't beat none of them. Not
Yo,
The
Benavidez.
champions was
He's not
signed.
fighting them,
just
bro.
real quick,
The champions was signed to fight each other in a trilogy, bro.
Yo, real
Like y'all
quick,
act like the nigga,
Adam.
y'all act
Yo,
like
Yeah,
real
and
quick.
he
Callum
had the
Smith is a
opportunity to
bigger
fight
draw
them
in
and he could.
Hey,
England.
it's the
And
best
They,
out
it's
of
they
a
were
the
bigger.
trying to fight multiple fights, bro.
it's the best
As a
out of
matter of fact,
Hey, fellas,
I believe it was Turkey
fellas.
Alashik who said, "I'm no longer
Steel,
interested in David
Carlos,
Benavidez
Bravo.
versus
Round
Bivol
one.
or some
Yeah,
Who's
shit."
and
the
we know
Yeah,
why.
that would
bro?
We know
happen when
we
you
know
fly
why
all
that
the way
is,
Hey,
over
right?
there
yo,
and leave before the
is
damn main event. Shit like that will happen.
let's
Yeah.
simplify this.
Thank you.
Let's simplify this. Out of
Unbiased.
all
Thank
these,
you.
listen,
Facts
out of all these,
unbiased.
let's simplify this, bro. Out of all these fucking scenarios and fucking, theories and fucking hypotheses, who's the common denominator?
I think
What you
David
mean?
is. Or
What you mean?
Exactly. Out of all these fights that they're claiming to do this, they want to do that. Who is the common denominator?
it has to be David, bro. At this
Oh,
point,
Exactly.
if
So
you
Boogeyman
there's your
David.
fucking
Yeah.
answer.
just because
Those are the
fighting
people
Sally,
putting the
bro,
speed bumps in the
come on,
road.
man. That's not.
That's true.
Boogeyman David. Yeah, don't nobody want to fight him for real, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
bro.
Sure.
Nah,
Boogeyman
it's
Sure.
like
my
Pussy, bro.
ass.
Come
Yeah,
on,
I'm
man.
Boogeyman.
Boogeyman my
Hey,
Hold on.
y'all
Well,
got the right
KO.
one today. I'm gonna make
Well,
y'all mad
hold on.
today.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
You
no.
can't
Well,
make me
Ennis.
mad.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
make
be
y'all
calm in the
mad
shit you
today.
saying, long
Boogeyman
boy.
Y'all
my
done put
ass.
agreement that I had to come.
Hey,
I
you're
had to
a
come and
fat
have
boy,
some
my
fun
boy.
with
Okay, yo, you
y'all.
know what I got to say about that? July 31st. That's what I got to say about that bull. No way. He ain't no damn boogeyman.
Boogeyman David, bro. That's why, dog. Y'all
Boogeyman,
don't want
Boogeyman
to
my
fight him.
on
ass,
what, bro?
KO.
What does
Cut
he
it
have to do
out.
to
You got some
Boogeyman?
scissors on you,
Boogeyman
KO?
David, man.
Boogeyman don't get vacant belts. I'm sorry.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
they do. Yeah,
hey,
they
at
do.
least
Because champions vacate them motherfuckers not to fight them. Yes, they do.
Boogeyman
Bro,
don't
he
go
Yes,
on
got
they
them
away
do.
with
defense.
something.
Boogeyman
Yes,
don't
they
go on
do
them
all
defenses
the
10 years
time,
without
brother.
unifying.
All the time.
Boogeyman don't go in.
Hold
Boogeyman
on.
don't go a full decade in the division and not unify, man. Boogeyman don't
Yeah,
go in a division
another
without
deck,
having
another
hey,
the
wait
best
for
Yes,
10
they
years.
competition in that
do.
division.
Yes, they
hey,
do. When other
No, they
champions
don't.
avoid
Last
them.
No,
time.
they don't. You
Yes,
can't
they
be a
do. When
boogeyman
other
when you're being
champions avoid
chased.
them.
He
You
No, they
can't be a
unified
didn't.
Reggie
boogeyman
Bell
When
when
with
you're
other
the
being
Ennis
chased.
champions
belt, bro.
avoid
Come on
them.
now,
Which
bro.
one?
You
Who
can't.
avoided him?
When niggas
Caleb
be
Plant
like,
didn't avoid David Benavidez.
hey, this dude don't bring nothing to the table. But let me go ahead and fight John Ryder though. Yeah, yeah. When niggas do that,
Oh, so
when
now,
niggas do
and
that,
yo,
you
no, no,
can't
no.
unify like
Y'all
that,
do this.
bro. You
Y'all got
can't
the
unify
propensity to
like
do
that,
this.
dog.
Y'all got the
It's
propensity to
hard to
The
do this.
only
unify.
thing
Y'all would
David
do.
unified
When did?
was the
Hold on,
It's
hold
Reggie
on,
hard
hold
to
on.
belt.
unify
Was
like
the
that, bro.
Reggie belt, bro? Come on now.
When did David Benavidez come into the division? Not division. When did Canelo come into the division?
Whatever year that was, he fought Rocky Fielding.
All right.
I'm not
So
the
how
exact
many
2019,
team
bro.
years
year.
before that was
2019.
Rocky
David in
Fielding.
the
I think it was
division?
2018 or
Bro,
2019.
he's been in the
Some
division
while.
since like fucking 2015, 14.
Exactly, dog. And you
Exactly,
acting like
bro.
He
motherfuckers
started his
ain't
Hey,
gonna
career
do it.
there.
hey,
Holla at
Yeah,
Canelo
me.
was moving up and down weight divisions,
it's
taking
pathetic. Listen,
champions,
it's
They
taking
pathetic.
belts,
relegate.
bro.
I
Listen,
got
it's
They
you, bro.
pathetic
relegate
that
a
David
5-year
Benavidez is about to
period.
be 30 years old and he still hasn't unified.
Bro,
Devin
he
Haney
barely
unified.
unified
Teofimo
already,
has
bro.
unified. Shakur has unified. Why
He could be
Benavidez
unified
hasn't
if Bivol. He could be unified if Bivol didn't want to fight Better Be for a third time.
Well, no,
Well,
the
how would he
trilogy is a
contractually
bigger
agreed to
fight,
fight in
bro.
the trilogy, bro?
He could be
Bro, he
unified.
could have
He
fought
could be
Callum.
unified. He could be unified if Canelo would have chose him instead of Triple G.
Nah,
He could be
actually, no.
unified if
Nah,
Canelo would have chose him instead of
Benavidez,
Jermell.
Benavidez would have unified.
He
No,
could have been
Benavidez would
unified
have
if
unified.
Canelo would have chose him instead of John Ryder.
Benavidez would have unified if whenever he begged Turkey for Canelo fight and he said, I'm gonna fucking go ahead and delay the second fight, That's when he would have been unified. But no, the way my contract is set up. Fuck out of here, man.
Oh,
Could have been unified a long time ago.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna
When
say
him,
this.
and Caleb Plant was in the division, the champions. Yeah, he could have been unified a long time ago.
Yep.
He could have been unified a long
But
time
he
ago. But
didn't.
that usurped
But he
Canelo
didn't.
coming into the division.
He could be
family.
unified right now in 2 divisions. These boys don't want to fight. The only one.
It's
That's
that-
why I want Better Beef.
Oh my God.
That's why I
way
want
too
Better
much stock
Beef
in
to
the
win.
David.
To be honest with
Pitbull
y'all,
and Better Beef
I
Y'all put
really
way too much
believe
stock in the David.
Better Beef is the only one that'll fight him, bro.
From a
Y'all put-
business
I think Better Beef is the only one that'll
Hey.
fight David, bro.
All right, well, hold on,
Brody.
KO. Well, KO, let me ask. I got a question, bro. Okay, because
I
we
think
know
Better
that
Beef will
after he
fight
lost,
David. So I'm team Better Beef for this rematch,
after David lost the WBC belt, and then Darrell got it. Okay,
Which time didn't he lose that shit?
Wait a minute. Okay, well, he went back for that belt. He went back for the WBC, but after he lost it, and then it was actually included in the Column fight. Why didn't he go for Column with the WBA?
True.
That means you would have got your WBC back and your WBA. Canelo should have never been in the fucking equation because you've been at the division way longer.
Hold up.
Body
You
bag.
talking about when they let Callum and Canelo fight for the WBC vacant?
Yeah, it was a vacant belt. That could have been David. David should have been doing that.
Who you think the
didn't he lose
WBC
weight?
siding with? David
Didn't he lose
Benavidez or
50?
Canelo Alvarez? Who the fuck you talking to right now, bro?
I don't know.
What who the fuck you talking to right now, bro?
Wait a minute.
Like,
Okay,
level of computer off for this thing. You think David had a chance to skip the line over Canelo?
he got the chance to skip the line now. That's why people got stripped.
Hey, that fax machine a motherfucker,
Man, what the fuck?
That fax machine a motherfucker.
Bro, the fucking WBC just jumped the
We
fucking
ain't even got to
line
go to
when the
Callum.
IBF was
We
next.
don't
think they're going
We
to
don't have to go to Callum and
Canelo and David Benavidez. Then
We
you
don't have to
gave
go
me an
to Callum and
example of David Benavidez and Bivol.
We don't
Bivol and
have to-
Canelo are 2 different people, sir.
We don't have to go to Callum
Yeah,
and
nice
David,
try
my
though.
dude.
Did
We
you
don't
just
have to go to
explain
Callum and
something?
David. We don't have to go to
Can
Callum
I
and
ask
David.
the panel a question?
Somebody call his doctor. He needs to get pumped. All that
We don't
glaze
have
is
to go to
bad.
Callum and David. We don't have to go to Callum and David, man. How come he couldn't unify with Caleb Plant when they was both on the same side of the street, my dude, and they was both champions?
Caleb Plant didn't want to fight. The nigga was waiting on
Oh,
Canelo.
No.
God.
You lying.
He was
No, you
waiting
fucking
on
lying.
Canelo.
Liquid, no, hold
What
on.
are you talking
Fucking
about,
Liquid
bro?
said, Liquid said, it's not the time for the fight. We're gonna let him marinate. Get
man.
the fuck out of here, dog.
KO,
man.
you too smart for that.
Wait,
You too smart for that,
Bro,
KO.
you should know better, dog.
You know
And when
better.
they did fight, what happened?
I thought you've been
Don't
boxing
matter.
Johnson
Why
for a
couldn't he
long
do that when
time.
they was both champions?
And when they
Why
did
couldn't
fight,
he do
what
what
happened?
he did 2 years ago when they was both champions? Is the point?
When they did fight, what happened?
Don't matter. It wasn't for no belt. We talking about
It was after
unification,
Canelo
right? How
kicked
come he
his
couldn't
ass.
do what he did 2 years ago when they was both champions?
Because Caleb Plant and them didn't want to fight, bro.
Dude, Caleb
full of
Plant went
shit.
to his gym and called him out.
You about to
You full of shit. I'm sorry.
you
You
about
full
to
of
sit
shit.
here
Caleb
really
Plant didn't
you
want smoke,
telling
and
that
you found out why.
There's a video.
No.
And you found out why.
No. Bro,
And David whooped his ass worse than Canelo did. Argue with
you being
yourself.
disingenuous.
Really?
David
Wait a
Argue with
minute.
yourself,
Wait a minute.
bro.
Hold on. I saw Caleb slump over the fucking ropes like a towel. Well, then that shit happened with David.
That boy had
Get the
Caleb
fuck
Plant
out of
running
here,
that bitch
man.
hugging. He thought David was Jordan Plant. He was trying to hug that nigga so much he was whooping his ass.
Hold up. Can I get the floor for a second, please?
Man, hey,
Go
on,
ahead,
Bias.
Go ahead, Unbiased. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Unbiased.
I was going to ask a question, but I just got.
You chopping up, bro.
Taking over the
You choppy.
You in an electrical storm, my.
You over here
you
in
cutting out,
the
Unbiased.
storm, bro.
Yeah, you cutting out, bro.
Yeah, this Comcast is trans. Give me 1 second. Hold up.
Yeah, bro. You got to get that fiber, my nigga. You got to get fiber.
Wait a minute. While he lines that up, while he lines that up, I just want to say this, man. The comments are looking crazy. There's a lot of people saying that Clavo is cooking knockout boxing, and I'm gonna tell you, Knockout is a very, very smart dude. And I thought this was a competitive battle until Knockout said that Caleb Plant didn't want to fight.
Exactly.
And I just had never heard that before.
Wasn't nothing competitive about this, bro. I know where I'm at. Salute to the chat, though. Y'all subscribe to the channel over here. Y'all show these boys some love, man. They putting in good work over here. I ain't worried about no comments, bro. I'm not one of them. I'm not thin skinned like that, bro. It don't bother me at all. I know what I do and I know what I'm doing. But shout out to Clavo, though.
Me and KO gonna talk tonight because you know he looked good a couple of days ago, but the facts is out. And I don't know if he gonna have to face those facts in a minute. But that's a different conversation, a different topic, and that's for his show.
Brim, bro.
Stop it, fam.
No, you stop it. The facts. Listen, I posted it on your live,
Stop
and
it,
you
bro.
ain't commented, responded to it yet. The document is all there. So when you pull up tonight, we'll talk for a little bit before I go to work, and you're going to have to take the L, you know, and James Winston eat the L. That's it.
Hey, if it wasn't acknowledged, we know why.
Exactly, but we're gonna leave that alone, Clavo. But I want to ask you this question in regards to Benavidez. Since he has moved to 175, I want y'all to put this in order. The fighters he named the most: Benavidez. Bivol, Beterbiev, Zurdo. Put them in order. Who he mentioned the most? Whoever like to start first, go ahead.
Zurdo.
Zurdo, yeah.
Yeah,
Canelo.
Canelo, shit.
Canelo? He mentioning the dudes like that?
I'm leaving out. You know, Canelo is that's the driving point for him to, you know, to get.
Why would he be talking about Zurdo, who's the cruiserweight, bro?
But because
Benavidez talks about Zurdo more than Benavidez. Benavidez talks about Zurdo more than he talks about Bivol and Beterbiev.
Thank you. I'm biased. Thank you. Yes, he talks about more about Zurdo than he does either Bivol, Beterbiev, or Colin. Yes. Thank you.
Why is David saying that he got 2 more fights?
So are y'all saying that David Benavidez is ducking Bivol and Beterbiev?
Yes. I'm not saying it, but I'm gonna tell you this right now, KO. Before when he went to 175, I've been watching him in Zurdo the whole time. I've been calling it from a long distance jump shot. Steph Curry walking the gym style, way ahead of time, said that he gonna swerve and he gonna find a way to Zurdo. And if it happens, no, I ain't saying nothing.
I bet.
That's what sophisticated does. That's what
damn near 40-year-old champions didn't want to fight me. But y'all got some of the newest rules I ever seen in boxing talk. So I'm supposed to believe that a nigga decides that he wants to go into a fight that he won, that nobody was asking for the trilogy because they felt like they saw the same fight 2 times over again. More people were demanding Bivol versus Benavidez than Bivol versus Beterbiev trilogy. And Bivol allows himself to get stripped.
No.
Allow himself to get stripped.
The whole fucking panel. Do y'all want to see Beterbiev and Bivol 3?
Yes. Of course. That's way more competitive.
Hold on.
More than Benavidez.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't. I'd be happy to see. I'm gonna have to go with knockout on this one. I'm happy to see Bivol Benavidez. That's the one I wanted to see. But the only reason why I would have been okay with Bivol Beterbiev is because I could have swore David said that he was okay with waiting.
He did say that.
He changed his mind or something.
He said it. You know the Benavidez is helter skelter. Tell her 2 worlds. Tell her 2 stories. You already know.
If Benavidez ever goes to cruiserweight, I bet you he will not fight Zurdo Ramirez. He will fight Badu Jack.
Hold on. No, that his dad actually went to El Show del Piolín. It's a Spanish show, a radio show, and they actually had Zurdo Ramirez on a camera call, and they were talking about that after fucking Zurdo gets done with Yuniel Dorticos, well, if he gets him out of there, of course, that they're gonna try to fucking fight. So it looks like it might fucking happen. But I'm just confused.
I got a question for Knockout real quick. I got a question.
Zurdo versus David Benavidez. No, Zurdo need to get in there with Jai Opatai.
So that
I agree. No, I actually agree with that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I agree with that. He should go. Man, these dudes should go ahead and unify cruiserweight, bro. David, do what you got to do at 175, bro. Let them fucking monsters get it in.
I got a quick question for Knockout real quick. Jesus Banda says, Knockout, do you believe Caleb Plant had the same confidence when he was a world champion then compared to when he fought David? Most of the fighters aren't the same after they get knocked out. So do you think he was more
I thought he had the same confidence because he fought very well the first half of the fight. He just ain't got no gas tank, got his ass whooped in the second half of the fight. Yeah, he fought very confident in the first 5 rounds. The first 5 rounds that he did against David was very similar to how he looked against Canelo until Canelo walked him down.
Not even close.
He couldn't keep up with the gas tank, bro.
Not even close.
What you mean not even close?
Not even close, bro.
After 5 rounds, Caleb Plant was beating David Benavidez almost a clean sweep.
Canelo was more competitive the first 5 or 6 rounds than David Benavidez was.
He was more competitive from 4th round upward. Not the first 3 rounds. He just kind of visualizes his opponent and learns from his mistakes.
No. The question round 105 that he asked in the super chat, he said, was Caleb Plant as confident against David Benavidez as Canelo? I say yes. As a matter of fact, I could argue he was more confident against David because he actually won more rounds earlier in the fight against David than he won earlier in the fight against Canelo.
It's not because it was an easier
That's
fight,
my
right?
fault. That's my fault. That's my fault.
It isn't because it might have been an easier fight, right?
I don't think it was an easier fight. Do you?
Well, I mean, you're painting a scenario. That's a possible scenario too. It might have been an easier fight for Plant in the beginning.
No, I think Canelo is just Canelo started.
Okay.
Canelo,
that's not a possible scenario. That's not a possible scenario, guys. That's not a possible scenario.
Canelo Alvarez is a better starter than David Benavidez at that point in their careers. David's gotten better starting faster, but he's a notorious slow fight starter, bro. So Caleb Plant was able to run more rounds up on David Benavidez than he was able to run up on Canelo, but David Benavidez finished that fight strong as fuck and beat him up. And if it wasn't for the ref allowing Caleb Plant to hug him, he'd have stopped his ass.
Oh, referee excuses in. We back to that. We circle the wagons, KO.
Keep a small Plant from clinching. Wow. But a small Canelo could.
Clavo.
That's weird.
Clavo, wait, hold on 1 second. Last time I checked out.
Are y'all saying that the ref didn't allow Caleb Plant to do excess? Like, come on, bro. Like, we all got eyes, man. Are y'all really in front of this goddamn chat and tell Caleb Plant wasn't holding on for their life?
But you're not just talking with your eyes. You're also talking with your heart, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, I don't know. Every time you in here, it's a BBC fighter defense.
I'm literally analyzing the fight. Canelo stopped him, and David Benavidez didn't. But are you going to tell me, number one, that the ref didn't allow him to clinch excessively, and number two, that Caleb Plant wasn't holding on for dear life because he was getting the shit beat out of him?
Break a clinch.
Hold on, knockout. It's up to the fighter to allow himself to make space. He tried it with Canelo, and Canelo took 1 or 2 steps back and caught him clinching in or going in. That's why Plant said, fuck it, I'm not going to try to clinch Canelo because every time I do, he steps back and Benavidez doesn't have footwork. He squares up when
I'm not saying that you're right or wrong, bro.
No.
I'm not saying that you're right or wrong. You could, I will concede, and I will give y'all, Canelo broke the clinch better than David Benavidez could break the clinch. Facts, 100%. Now, can y'all answer my question, bro? Did the referee allow that motherfucker to hold excessively?
Was it really excessively?
Oh my God. Y'all hate David, bro.
Man, nah. I don't
my
think
nigga Clavo, you hate that man, bro.
I can't stand David. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Y'all hate that man.
Nah, I ain't got nothing against David. I just don't like his family.
I do. I can't stand David.
I'll add a little point to this. Ask me the question, Knockout.
No, my brother, IBFP, bro.
Yes, sir.
Did Caleb Plant hold on for dear life excessively at the end of that fight against David Benavidez?
Yes, he did.
But why are you the Mexican monster and you can't break a clinch, my dude? Like, what are we doing? Why can't
you get him out of there? Get him out of there.
Mills, you disqualified yourself. You already said you hate the nigga. We can't listen to you. We can't listen to you.
But I don't think David Benavidez is a bad fighter, my dude. But all right, let's get past the clinch. Why is he even getting in position to clinch you? Why can't you put it straight down the middle on his shin strap? Why can't you allow him to come in and walk him into a backhand uppercut, bro? Why can't you do all that? Since you are this immaculate boxer that everybody thinks that you are, you can't show boxing IQ by neutralizing the clinch. You can't do that.
Why doesn't
he needed to work on that, and hopefully, if it happens again, he's gotten better at it. But that was a weak part of his game in that fight, bro.
I can accept that. I can accept that.
If I get in here and I start talking about Canelo's gas tank and shit, y'all gonna act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But see, y'all won't keep it real with y'all won't keep it real with your boy KO, man. It's all good. I got number love for y'all, though.
He has had a stamina issue. I don't think anybody in here would dispute that.
My question to y'all, though.
David Benavidez, especially at 175.
David Benavidez hasn't knocked out since 3 years. No,
since Andre.
Demetrius Andre.
And now he's in a new weight class, supposed to be good for his body, and he's in his prime years, and he still hasn't stopped nobody yet.
He ain't dropped nobody.
Weird.
Well, not Carlos.
Carlos. This
is a new weight class.
Stronger, but you know what he do, Carlos? He been beating him up though, boy. Hey, he ain't stopping nobody, but he beating them the fuck up.
I didn't see.
Really?
Morel.
Really? Because fucking Wait, man, David's face looks like I went through a fucking meat grinder with fucking Vosic and Morrell. What the fuck did I see on Vosic? What the fuck?
Hey, Clavo, what you was about to say, Clavo?
So are we doing the casual thing where we just judge the fight off of how a fighter face look, or we actually watching the fights? I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm just saying to say he beat him up that's a bit of a stretch. Because down the stretch, David was getting.
He won the fight. He did what he needed to do to get a clear victory. But them say he beat his ass is
Ain't it funny that he brings up his face?
Put his hands in his pocket
Ain't
like that.
it funny that he's defending the way he looks? But a certain other fighter who gets a little red after a few fights, they say he got beat up because his face is all red.
Hey, I called that fight. The Morrell fight.
Now they're saying, oh yeah,
if you
it's
want to
okay.
act
His
like
face
the
looks
face
that way.
don't tell the story, then that's all you, bro.
Hey, I fuck with
you talking about using your eyes, bro?
Y'all
Use your eyes.
really telling me, bro? I'm really asking honestly, bro. Like, are y'all really telling me David Benavidez didn't put hands on Vosdick and Morrell, bro?
Yeah, actually,
you know what?
you know what? No, he did. No. He put hands on. No, he put hands on Vosdick.
Give me a second,
I can't talk to y'all no more.
No. He put hands on Bostic. He did, but every time Benavidez was landing, I could have sworn I heard rubby ducky noises, bro. I don't know. It wasn't even affecting. It wasn't even affecting Bostic at all.
No, bro.
He put his hands on Vosdick, but Vosdick wasn't
David
moving.
Benavidez put hands on Vosdick and Morrell, or am I tripping?
He did, but he didn't move him.
I'm not talking to you niggas, man. I'm not talking to y'all no more because y'all be capping, bro. I'm talking to Nuke, man. Nuke, did David Benavidez put hands on Vosdick and Morrell, bro?
KO, are you serious, bro? We capping, but you over here denying plan and didn't want to fight David back in 2019.
Yo, he Vosdick with everything but the kitchen sink and Vosdick didn't even
Until
move.
you let Nuke answer the question, I'm not talking to you, bro.
He laid hands, but they didn't.
I didn't hear if you were talking
Until you
about
let Nuke answer the question, I'm acting like I'm deaf.
Let me get this question real quick. Let me get this question. David Benavidez clearly beat Vosdick and Morrell in both of those fights. I don't think anybody could say it was the other way around.
Oh, he clearly
put hands on is a stretch, my dude. He put hands on Morrell. He beat Vosdick. He put hands on Morrell.
But I did call that fight that it was going to end as a controversy for the simple fact it just shows that David Benavidez's feet is terrible. 2 left feet, man. How you going to let Morrell drop you on your shoulder?
I don't agree with the knockdown. I didn't agree with the knockdown.
I didn't agree with it, but still, if you don't got balance, man,
and the only one, and the one thing I want to add to this is what New Era 8 says. They trip about Devin Haney clinching, but say nothing about Plant is crazy work. I have to agree with that. I call out Devin Haney. I had to call out Plant. It's the same thing.
It is.
Shout out New Era with that real ass super check. Cook they ass, New Era. Shit.
I don't know. No one ever mentions David Benavidez's elbow who's on Plant.
And his forehead.
And the forehead.
Nah, hey, low key. You right about that. He was throwing some sharp ass hooks. It was personal.
I fuck with knockout, man.
Sometimes you gotta get dirty in this motherfucker, man. Y'all know how it go. You know?
He's not another Mirage. I get that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah, his cap don't go that far.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, Brim has something. You want to address him with something? Hey, yo, man, my fault, man. Yeah, ask
oh,
that
no. What me and Kale gonna talk about is gonna be on his platform. My internet is my Comcast is trash right now, and I just understand how you say he just yes she don't
fuck, man. You
fight,
breaking up
but he
again.
burnt out at the back
end. Sound like you doing an electric slide in the wind tunnel, bro. Again, bro. God
breaking
damn.
up again, Brim.
You gotta get that spectrum over here in Texas.
Arguing with Clavo again because you tripping, bro.
Say again, no, Brim. I'm saying
you know if you're arguing with me.
But my question to y'all,
yeah, because you at least you got crispy internet. Brim is running around this motherfucker.
Why is it that Diego
internet ain't got nothing to do with that.
His coach?
Why is it that what?
Comcast is trash, yo. God, they sucking right now. My shit dropping every minute and a half right now. I'm sorry, yo.
Hey, answer me this question though. Why is it that Diego Pacheco's trainer, Jose Benavidez, is why they didn't pick that Billy fight? Why they picking that McCumbie?
Oh, duck, nigga, duck.
It's all they wanted in that they wanted it at locations that they wanted home field advantage. Both of them did.
Yeah.
Man. It's unfortunate because I was really looking forward to that fight.
Here's my question. I got a question. Why is Alcatraz such a bad location? If not, it saves money and makes more money profits for the fighters and Turkey. Because I mean, all of Benavidez' pay-per-views have been duds. They haven't earned money,
That's a
not to bail
fact.
them out at least.
That's a
Why is it
fact.
such a huge problem that Alcatraz is bad? That's a pretty cool gimmick.
Man, you gotta swim over there. Shit.
It's
I
a
respect
gimmick,
it.
bro.
Boat,
You just
motherfucker.
answered the question. It's a damn gimmick.
I mean, but
I
You
gotta
gonna
try
get fans
something
there,
new
bro.
every
Oh, for
once in
him,
a
it's
while.
a
You
good
can't do the
gimmick.
same thing
For him,
all
it's a
the
good
time. I
gimmick.
mean, good
What's
grief.
Trump gonna use them to lock up fucking people over there now?
We gotta do something to bring eyes back to the sport. You feel me? So if his gimmicks are gonna take that like a Times Square card, what he did, I respect shit like that. I
They
like
didn't
thinking
bring no
outside the
eyes to
box.
the sport, bro. That shit was
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
it's
Because
consistent. You
American
got to
boxing
consistently
fans is
do something.
trash. That's
You
why.
got
We
to
trash.
consistently do something. That's what I'm saying. You got to consistently do something. Of course, ain't enough eyes on the sport for you to catch some shit like that, man. But you know, when you do something consistently, that's thinking outside of the box. Eventually, that shit'll
You know
catch
what's
on.
not gonna
So I ain't
bring. You
mad
know
at that.
what's not gonna bring eyes to the sport meals. When you have an event, you don't sell no goddamn tickets. You just invite only, nigga. That's not what we doing, bro.
I can respect
That's not
that, but shit,
that's not
the
gonna
difference
that's
putting a
not
whole
gonna
bunch of
work,
fights
bro.
behind paywall and having to curtain off seconds on fucking on pay per views that you ain't worthy of. That ain't bringing no eyes to the sport neither. I could deal with what Turkey is doing before what I could deal with PBC and what they doing with David Benavidez. At least Turkey is doing your shit. Invite, all right, cool, man. Let's get the common man out here in some way, shape, or form. Invite only, all right, whatever the fuck ever. I can respect that. Anything outside the box is creative. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. But David Benavidez ain't breaking the knee. He ain't moving the needle neither, especially when they curtaining off sections on your fight.
Man.
And you're the main event,
Hey
man. I'm
man,
just saying.
just have the fight. Jay, listen, just have the Carlos Smith fight and the co-main with Tank and Roach. Have that shit.
Nah, they ain't doing that. They trying to get David his they trying to get him his own date. I don't think they gonna put them on the card
Yeah, but
together no more.
Hey,
Even
Hey,
though
the
that
thing,
shit
hey,
was
Domo got a
fire.
let me
question for
ask
you,
y'all a
KO.
question.
Domo got a question for you.
Let me get that up there. Let me get that. I apologize. At KO, why did David turn down both Saudi and an American location with no leverage or no plan B? Damn.
The Saudi location don't make sense for him. The American location don't make sense because they wasn't gonna let no fans in the goddamn stadium. And then he turned around and he offered the dude to fight. He does have leverage. He's the champion. Callum Smith is not.
I mean,
Bro,
they're gonna
Bootleg
hold
ass
on,
that's
shit.
what
bro.
that's what
Hold on, bro. Bro,
Very
don't
easy.
don't
Very
never say
easy,
I
bro.
can't talk to y'all, bro.
Hey,
I can
Very
KO.
talk to
easy,
you,
bro.
Hey,
man.
KO.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
KO.
Bootleg ass champion.
I hate to sound like a
KO,
broken record. I hate to sound like a broken record, but what you just said, repeat that again. He's the champ. He holds what?
The champion in this instance holds the leverage. Yes.
Yeah. So the champion in the Canelo Benavidez fight holds the leverage, so he could ask for 200 million.
No, no,
he
that's
do got a
crazy.
point. But
That's crazy.
he do got a
Is he
point. He
getting
do
is
got
he
a
getting 200 million to fight Crawford?
It don't
yeah.
matter. He's the
That
champion. He
don't
holds the
matter.
leverage,
so
right?
most
So
He
what?
holds the
supporters.
leverage. By
Oh,
your own
you
words,
really thought the
he
crazy
holds the
thing is you thought
leverage.
you could with
I
that
feel like
shit.
I'm
Come on,
getting
that's
By your
carried.
crazy.
own words, he holds the leverage. He is the A fighter.
Holding leverage don't mean you have a blank
Oh,
check
so
that you
now it
get the
don't mean
right to do
nothing.
have
Now it don't
leverage,
mean
bro.
nothing.
What are
But
you
in
talking
David
about?
Benavidez' case,
But he can't.
What are you
But he
talking
can't
about,
talk to
in
us.
Benavidez' case, it means something.
But
In
he
someone
can't
else's, it
talk to
doesn't.
us because
No,
we say
it
some
does mean
bullshit,
something.
right?
Canelo should make
Yeah,
way more money
right,
than David
Clavo?
Benavidez.
Did I
Canelo
hear that wrong?
Alvarez should make
Oh my
should have
god.
the sponsorships. He should walk out last. He should have all the perks that he's getting against Terrence Bud Crawford. But 200 million, my nigga, stop it, bro.
He's got
KO,
Stop it.
you
No
killing
fight.
it.
No,
I love
Hey,
I
hold on,
KO,
love
guess
it.
listen,
what,
bro.
though? The market determined you telling
Not a
him to stop
single
it, but the
fighter
market
on
is saying
planet Earth
otherwise
fighting
right
right
now.
now.
Hold
Not
on,
a
fellas.
single
Thank
fighter on
you.
planet Earth fighting right now or has ever fought deserves $200 million for one fucking fight, bro.
That's
No
your
one's ever
opinion.
been that
That's
But
profitable.
your
you didn't say that
opinion.
before
That's
he
your
got 200
opinion.
Hold
million.
on,
You didn't say
everybody.
that
I gotta
before he
pause you
got
for
Name
200.
one
one,
second. I
name
gotta
one
pause you for
fighter
what?
that got $200 million
I gotta
guaranteed
pause
for a fight.
everybody
Give
for
me
one
I'll
one.
be at
second.
peace trying to talk, y'all.
I just got to tell you guys one thing. I got to tell you guys one thing. Domo says knockout. What fans of Benavidez? You talking about you, Ashy, and Mirage? And then there's one more. Iron Giant says Nuke. My sister say you have a sexy voice. Hey man, let your sister know I'm known as the fat bitch slayer.
Oh,
Holla at me.
oh man.
All right, now I want to ask
You
Edgar
wild
this. He
disrespectful,
brought this
noob.
to the table.
My bad, bro.
Edgar, you
My
brought this
bad,
to
bro.
the table, so I'm gonna ask you, bro. There's a difference between leverage and unrealistic shit and pricing yourself out. Asking for $200 million is a price out, and I'm gonna prove it to you, bro. You tried, you thought you cooked, but you put your foot in your mouth, and I'm gonna explain
Nah,
to you
nah,
why.
nah, 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 nah,
Canelo
nah. You're the one
Alvarez
that's found the
doesn't
back foot
deserve
now.
$200
Because
million.
first you said
So here's
leverage
what.
for
Let
some
me finish,
fighter,
bro, and
now
I'm gonna
leverage
give
for
it up
not
to you.
another fighter.
I'm gonna
Make
give
it
it up
make
to you,
sense,
bro.
bro. Is
I'm gonna give
it
it up to you.
yes or
I'm
is it
firm,
no?
but
Does
hear me
leverage
out.
this? Yes or no?
Bro, this is something he should have said originally,
Okay,
bro. After
all
he
right.
said that.
So Edgar, you asked me about leverage, and you use the fact that I said David Benavidez is a champion, and then you use it to try to justify that Canelo Alvarez is well within his rights because he has leverage to ask for $200 million. That was your overall point, bro.
Leverage. The point of leverage. The point of leverage.
Why that doesn't make any sense, bro.
In your mind, in everyone else's mind, it does make sense.
Canelo, I'm gonna tell you
why.
It
does make sense because he asked $100 million for Crawford and he's getting it.
Canelo Alvarez
for a welterweight
asking for $200 million is a clear price out in the case of David Benavidez because he is asking for something that no one has ever got in the history of the sport. Why would you need that for a nigga that don't bring?
Hold up, Floyd got $200 million. Floyd made that. Hold on, what you doing right now?
Exactly. Thank you.
Then where the hell
that when Floyd got $200 million?
Let me say something. Then where the hell is David Benavidez going to get $70 million when it isn't even clear $1 million to pay Canelo?
When did David ask for $70 million?
No, he said I have $70 million. We offered Canelo $70 million.
Facts.
They offering Canelo his own money. They offering Canelo his own money, and they say, "Hey, we're gonna give you the rights for the Mexican fights, even though you already own the fucking right. Give me a fucking break."
Damn. Hold on. I got one more. I got one more from Domo. Domo says, "Knockout. How is asking for $200 million a price out to someone who just got $400 million for 4 fights?"
Very simple.
Body
simple.
bag.
He got $400 million for one. He got $400 million for one fight, and he's asking. He got $400 million for 4 fights. He's making $100 million a fight allegedly. Why do you need double that for David Benavidez, but you'll fight William Score for less money? Why do you need double that for David Benavidez, but you'll fight Terrence Crawford for less money?
Because he is the face of boxing. He is the king of the pay-per-view right now. He holds leverage.
Edgar, 1 second. Edgar, 1 second. I'm going to let you guys go.
While simultaneously saying this fighter brings nothing to the table, this fighter ain't shit.
Doesn't.
He's garbage.
He ain't.
But you need more money to fight him than anybody else you have ever fought or you will ever fought. But you'll fight John Ryder for far less. You'll fight Avni Yildirim for far less. You'll fight Triple G a third time.
Those are all years ago. Do you understand? Hey, Kale, do you understand the term?
Edgar, 1 second. Edgar, 1 second. 1 second. I just want to set the scene. I just want to set the scene that, yes, I agree with Knockout what he's saying 100%. Why is an answer to all those questions. The only issue is David Benavidez and his team believes Canelo deserves $200 million.
Yep. And I thought you told us not to talk about 2017, and that's Canelo Triple G, bro. So
Samson didn't say that.
Domo has another one.
I'm getting all the questions asked to me, dog. I'm making Nuke some money, so let me answer the damn questions.
Yeah. Domo says Knockout, but Samson, you and David say it's his biggest fight. Why would he not ask for the biggest purse for what fans claim is the biggest fight of his?
That's a fact.
The biggest.
Nuke, it's very simple. It's very simple.
$200 million, big.
Knockout. It's very simple. It's very simple. Supply and demand. Supply and demand.
When they know you're not gonna do it because they don't want to fight you. That's why if it's William Score, bring your ass here for $100 million.
He was a champion though. He had a belt.
Bring your ass here for $100 million. If it's Hamza Shiraz, who ain't never been a motherfucking champion, who ain't never fought in fucking America, bring your ass here.
So don't give me them hypotheticals, KO.
If it's Edgar fucking Berlanga. If it's
Edgar Berlanga, that shit was whack.
Champion who ain't never fought for a championship, bring your ass here for less than $100 million. But oh my God, if it's David Benavidez,
it's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's supply and demand and inflation. Your $20 don't go fucking as far as $20 when you was a 5-year-old kid.
Get the fuck out. Inflation. He ducked because of inflation. Get the fuck out my face.
He said he ducked because of inflation. How the fuck you jump into that conclusion? What the fuck?
I'm gonna say it like this. Why is it?
I didn't say that shit. It's inflation. The $20 bill don't mean as much. What the fuck you talking about?
Inflation is the value of money, you moron. Inflation is the value of money. Basically, 200 million is what fucking 100,000 was 100 years ago, or whatever the fuck it is. He's asking for the money that is doing now.
What the fuck are you talking about? We're talking about last year, nigga.
We're not talking about.
Right
Hold
now,
on.
bro.
We're talking about the face
Hold
of
on,
boxing,
guys.
Canelo, bro.
We're
Come
not
on
going to
now,
talk
bro.
about this and
This
not
nigga
say that
just went back to
Benavidez.
slavery.
Who?
This nigga
Hold
Hey,
on.
went
hey,
in
who's
trying to
yelling
use
now?
slavery, bro.
Who's
Hold on.
yelling now?
Este clavo un cabrón.
Hold on.
Este clavo un cabrón.
We're not going to ignore the fact, and I'm going to say this: we're not going to ignore the fact that Benavidez pissed away every opportunity he had to face Canelo. Eddie Hearn, when the Benavidez' contract was coming up with the PBC, Eddie Hearn offered him a 2-fight deal, a Berlanga fight, and then the winner gets a Canelo fight. He said no, he doesn't fight for anybody except PBC. And then he's like, okay, I'll give you the Canelo fight. Sign a 1-fight contract and I'll make it happen. And what did he say? I'm a PBC fighter. I only fight for PBC. Does that sound like everything else he's been saying? I'm a USA fighter. I only fight in USA. Oh no, I'm a Las Vegas fighter. Why do I want to go fight in Alcatraz?
No, I'm gonna
So
take
you
myself
know,
on fighter and let KO cap for me.
Let me
Canelo
say
fight, even
something.
though Canelo wasn't signed to Matchroom.
Hey, let
How
me
can
say
you guarantee David Benavidez a Canelo fight if Canelo's not signed to him?
He was a free agent.
What year was that,
How can you
105?
guarantee,
What year was that?
a man a fight with a fighter that's not signed to you? That's like Eddie Hearn saying how he guaranteed Shakur Stevenson and Williams to pay the fight, but who ended up having to make that fight?
When he was fighting with the zone, he wasn't under
Y'all
zone
bugging.
contract.
Y'all
He was
bugging.
he had
What about
just
the deals
for
that
De La
Canelo
Hoya.
turned down, bro?
Hey,
He had
Stop
already
trying to
fought,
move the goalposts.
just
If
gotten
any
out of
other
the De La
boxer on
Hoya
the planet
contract, and
asked
he
for
was already
$200
fighting.
million to fight anybody, y'all took him, nigga.
Bro,
Y'all is
I don't
bugging,
even know.
bro.
Bro, that's the
200
thing.
M's, bro. Nobody deserves $200 million guaranteed. That's not a single fight that can make $200 million. He asking you to
Okay,
be willing to lose money just to
hey,
watch him fight. Duh, nigga,
KO,
y'all
KO.
Go ahead,
Bravo, give me one second. Give me one
Brim. I'm
second.
gonna chill.
KO.
nigga,
hey,
like, what
Go
are we
ahead, Brim.
doing?
Go ahead, bro.
go ahead,
He
Brim.
like, yo, look, I
got
want to
after
make so
Brim.
much
I got
money
after
fighting
Brim.
this nigga. You need to be willing to lose money because you know the fight not gonna make 200 million. For
How do
me to
you
fight
know
this nigga,
that?
I need to be willing to
All the
lose
people like you claim
$1
before you're
million.
gonna pay for it.
KO,
Go
you know
ahead,
why
Brim.
you know why we in this situation and circumstances, KO, and I think you forget this. It's because
I'm sorry, Brim. Let me get this off before I lose my thought. Even this fight with Bill Crawford, do y'all not realize by paying Canelo Alvarez $100 million, them niggas gotta sell millions of pay-per-views just to break even, bro?
they
They
getting
don't
paid
have to
from
sell millions of
sponsorships,
pay-per-views.
dog.
It's
They
on
getting paid from
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
sponsorships, bro. They getting paid a different way for this fight.
No, my bad. And they can't do a million pay-per-views because it's on Netflix for free. So
They
whatever
getting
the money
paid
they
from
got from
Well,
sponsorships in a
people.
Netflix,
whole lot of different ways, bro. So I
Bro,
don't know why we gonna even go that
my
route. Let me
bad.
get to what I was gonna get into though, KO. I think you forgetting this. You forgetting this
I
whole
got
thing.
that.
You talking about all this Canelo, this and this Canelo ducking. The main problem is behind all of this, bro, is because when you have a team of capping ass people who say one thing and then say another thing 10 minutes later, you present yourself in such a form and fashion where maybe somebody might not want to fuck with you because you's a bitch ass nigga and your team move like bitch ass niggas. That's
Thank
part of
you.
the problem.
I was just about to speak on that.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey, let me
That's
answer
part
that.
of the problem,
Let me
KO.
answer that. Hey,
Benavidez Simpson is a
yo,
great
that was
talent,
fire,
but they
let me
bro.
move
answer
like
that.
bitch ass niggas and
That was
say some
fire,
stupid
Let
bro.
me
shit all the
answer.
time
David
and
is
never
not a
can get
That
their
was
smart
story
fire. That
fighter.
was
fucking
fire.
straight.
Can you
Hey,
elaborate
let
on
me
the
answer
bitch
that.
assness and
Yeah,
switching up your
Canelo is no
That
money
was
to
fire.
fight.
Can you elaborate on the bitch assness and
Hey,
switching
let me answer that real
because
quick.
We
I wanna
got
hear
Boy,
Mirage signed for
get
a
out of
fight.
I
He's
like your
on the fight
story.
agreement. Next thing you know, no fight there. How many times has Samson capped over the years, bro?
hey,
When it
Too
comes to
many
all his fighters,
times.
like I mean, you
Fucking
want me to give you all these
countless.
presentations, but you already know what they are, KO. You got me wasting my time presenting shit that you already fucking know when it comes to Samson Capowitz. Come
hey,
Okay,
on, my
now
let
what
me
we
man.
answer.
gonna do?
Let me
Let
answer
me
that real
put
quick.
you on the spot here.
Bro,
Let me
bro.
put you on the spot here because I'm not here to disagree with you. I'm just here to ask you.
Yeah, you are.
In that case, can we say the same thing for Canelo Alvarez and his bitch ass team and how much they run?
Nowhere close.
No.
Nowhere fucking close.
No.
Nowhere close.
No.
I can't believe you even
Why?
trying to compare the two, my
Hey,
G. You trying to compare the two is a slap in
Hey,
your
let me
own fucking
Jaime
face,
Munguia
KO.
from,
I
y'all?
can't believe you even
let me
going
say
down this
this.
route. You driving
Where's
down a
Jaime
bumpy
Munguia
road
from?
with 4 flat tires.
Hey, let me say this. You
I
know
got
what?
you, bro. My bad, man. I'm new to this shit,
Nah,
bro. I don't really know shit about boxing. So I'm new
yeah,
to this
yeah.
shit. I'm
Let
That's
just
me
true.
asking.
That's
let
true.
me
I'm
say this.
asking for
You know
me
what?
and just my casualness. Where's Jaime Munguia from?
Hey, let me tell you
Mexico?
this.
Tijuana, why? What does that got to do with anything?
Oh, he from Tijuana and shit. I thought Canelo didn't fight Mexicans because of his heritage.
Oh, he lied to us clearly, bro.
Let me
He lied
ask
to
you this.
us clearly, bro. He lied to all of us, bro. So what are you talking
I
about?
thought he didn't fight Mexicans and shit though. Is that
Bro,
some
I
bitch
mean,
ass?
so
if that's your big argument about what I just said, that don't
is
mean a
that your
motherfucking
rebuttal?
thing.
Is that a bitch ass thing to do? I'm just
No, that's not a bitch ass thing. That's
No,
you.
that's actually
That's
the
you.
opposite.
That's you
No,
changing your
that's the
mind a little
opposite.
bit down the course of the
No,
road. This is
actually,
not a situation where
I
in the
thought it was
course
a
of
bitch
3
ass
days,
thing.
your team say 3 different fucking things. Nice try, KO.
No, hold on. I thought it was a bitch ass thing for him to say I don't fight Mexicans. When he did it, okay, good. I
Let me
applaud you.
shoot
I
another
applaud
one.
that.
Let me tell you this though.
See if this
You
is
know
some
what
bitch
showed me
asses.
that
I just want to know if this
Benavidez
is
is
some bitch
all
asses.
bark and no bite?
What about saying that you want to fight Dimitri Bivol in a rematch, but you'll only fight Dimitri Bivol if he win, but then you want Zurdo Ramirez to win? Is that some bitch ass shit, or we just like what we doing with that one, Brim? Just trying to figure out.
You making up? You
What?
freestyling your ass off right now. You freestyling your ass off, KO.
What the
You want to
fuck?
try to give me scenarios of bitch assness, not knowing or being oblivious to the fact that you had Benavidez team say 3 different things in the span of 7 days. You got me fucked up trying to use these
You had
analogies and compare
Canelo
them to that
Alvarez say
bullshit.
100 different things in the span of years.
Hey, let
Like,
me say
what are
this
we
real
talking
quick.
about? I
No,
just
but
need to
people,
know.
you
You didn't
have a
answer the
right to
question.
change your mind based on what information you get, and things change
You
over
just
time.
said it,
And that's
you just
understandable.
said it. I
You
just
can have a
asked you a question.
position 1 year,
I'm just
and 3 years
asking you
down the
a
road, your
question,
position
bro.
changes. But
Why
in the
are you
span of 7 days,
deflecting,
you
bro?
got 3 different people from the same camp saying
I
3
hear
different
you.
things.
I hear
It's
you. I hear you.
ridiculous.
I hear you.
Hey,
But what I'm asking you is, when you say you want to fight somebody, but you only fight them if they win, but you root for them to lose, do you really want to fight them? Is that some bitch ass shit to do, or no?
let
Hold on,
me say this real quick.
hold on. Why is it that Benavidez is
You know
lying?
Man.
what?
That
You
he's
know what
offering
showed me
Canelo
that
70 million?
Benavidez is all talk and no bark?
Hold on.
So you
After
rolling your eyes.
One
You
second,
can't answer the
Carlos.
question.
1 second. Domo has another question for Knockout. He says, Knockout, David Benavidez mentions Turkey on IG for a fight in Saudi, but no fight for Saudi for Bivol Undisputed, Callum Smith for the millions of dollars. That's bitch shit.
Boom.
Boom. You know what?
Oh, yeah, and he
You know
did
what
tell
showed me?
Turkey
Hey,
about
let
fighting
me say
over
this
there,
real
did
quick.
he? I
Yeah, he
He
forgot
did.
about
reached
that.
out to Turkey and asked for all of this to happen, and he didn't take the fight.
They had a meeting.
That's
They did
bitch
the meeting.
shit.
Let
You
me
going
say
to
this.
a
Really
fucking
didn't go well,
15-hour flight
and he
and not staying
decided
for the
that
main
it's best
event.
for him to
That's
fight in
bitch shit.
America. He
Hey,
don't. Everybody don't have to get on their knees for Turkey, y'all.
you know,
Everybody
Why
don't
is
have
it
to
getting
get
on
on
your
their knees.
knees?
Just
You
get
be
on your knees now.
So
Doing
what?
Everybody don't
business.
have to
So
get
Get
on
on
what?
their
your
knees.
knees
Hold on.
now.
So is
Doing
it
some
better to stay
fucking
on your knees
business.
for fucking
Get
Al
on your
Heyman?
knees now.
Make
So
fights on
okay,
their
so
own,
yeah, let's stay on our knees for
and
Al
that's what he's
Heyman, right?
choosing to do.
You know what
what's the
I've been
problem?
enjoying
Hey,
though?
let me say this
Why
real
can't
quick.
Callum Smith
You
take
know
the
what
offer? He
David
got something
Benavidez
better.
did that was all bark and no bite? After the fight of Jaime Munguia and Canelo, he was out in the audience. He didn't step in the fucking ring. Why he didn't step in the fucking ring?
because he know
He
what it is,
That
already
was
man.
that
moved
was
to
that was
175 pounds,
bro,
Carlos.
that was a Pendel move. Daniel Dubois stepped in the ring like you scared. He got the fucking fight in July 19th.
They both heavyweights,
What the fuck is
Carlos.
the excuse? Man,
If
They
they
both
both heavyweights,
heavyweights.
so if it's about weight classes, simply tell David Benavidez stop saying
like
Canelo's
yeah,
name
you
every time he
selling
makes
Okay,
a
merch.
thank
claim at
you.
his weight.
Boom. Thank you.
You selling merch. You selling merch
Why
about
would you
Canelo
stop?
talking,
Why
yet
would
you
you
didn't
stop
step in his
calling
face.
for Canelo, bro? Canelo
Hold
thought
on,
it was
Because
a
they
bro.
not
spot.
because they in different weight
They
classes, man.
separated
What are
by
we
weight
doing?
classes,
Canelo
bro.
fought
Look,
at
hold on, bro. You know
175, did
what?
he not?
Nah, hold on. It's
Did
look,
he
bro.
not?
It's this shit's easy,
Did
bro.
David
Look,
Benavidez team send Canelo offers for millions of
nah,
dollars?
No.
no,
No.
that was a
All right.
lie. They even admitted it.
So
Reason
Eddie
why
Hearn
he's not.
lying too.
That's a part of the reason why this dude is getting extorted in the now, man. You keep talking about $70 million offers that you didn't send a motherfucker. And then when Eddie Reynoso goes on Twitter and says, we never got an offer, you want to delete the tweets because you know it's bullshit, man. You keep doing these
Boom.
bitch ass moves and all that. And you wonder why a motherfucker got to
They
sit there and
made him
extort you.
no
I've
offers.
outpaced you as a, I've
Canelo
outpaced,
almost left
I have,
PBC
Talk,
last year because
have
Mills, talk.
outpaced
they
you.
wanted him to fight
I
Benavidez, bro.
I've outpaced you as a
Talk,
super
Mills.
middleweight, and I've outpaced you as a super middleweight, and I've outpaced you as a fucking light heavyweight. You got the nerve to talk to me like my legacy is in level and in jeopardy if I don't come and holler at you. Yeah, I
Fuck
need them
that
200
shit.
M's if you want to fight. Yeah, I need them
So
200 M's if you want to fight
tell
me,
He
man.
ain't
Paco
nothing but
Fuck that shit,
determined.
I
dude.
need
You know
that.
what Benavidez is to
Go tell
Canelo?
Eric
Hold up.
Morales
You know
that
what
all them
Benavidez is to
these
Canelo?
Mexicans, they not
Man, I
fighting
can have the
Thurman to
200
Benavidez.
Floyd
M's.
Mayweather. That's what Benavidez is to Canelo, bro. Benavidez the Canelo is freaking Thurman and Floyd Mayweather. Y'all got like fucked up. Canelo's legacy ain't depending on no Benavidez, and that Benavidez actually do fucking something with his career.
For the fans at that time, instead of Benavidez staring at Canelo, stepping in the ring and talking face to face, Canelo would have been so great. Don't y'all think?
I mean, look, bro. this is simple. I don't know if y'all don't see it, especially the David fans. Look, I don't know how y'all don't see it. Look, David right now is in position. Hold the fuck up, bro. Bro, David's in
a bunch of bullshit.
David, nah, you always on some bullshit, bro. I'm just saying, look, this is how you know that David has a big influence on you because you abandon all fucking common sense. Because David's talking about fighting Zurdo. He may be fighting Bavo, maybe fucking fighting Column. Why is Canelo in your fucking mouth for? Because you're trying to stay connected to him in order to remain relevant. And he's got idiots like you that fall for this shit, and that's why we're having this debate. There you go.
He wants to fight him, bro. He's calling him out because he wants to fight him.
He said he doesn't want to fight no more. He's done chasing Canelo.
Just like Bud Crawford said he was done chasing Spence, but they fought. He want to fight that nigga, bro. Canelo don't want to pass the torch, fam. That's it. He's cool. He's cool losing. He'll either fight a Mexican fighter that got no chance against him like Jaime, or he'll fight other ethnicities. Because at least if he lose to Bud or he lose to Bivol, the fan bases don't go nowhere. Losing to Benavidez is risky because a lot of Mexican fans will start latching on to Benavidez, bro. That's why he don't want to fight him, fam. That's all it is, bro.
Nah, actually, bro, I don't know if you've heard, but Suleiman just came out with another interview, bro. He straight up said that Benavidez made the decision to move up to 175 before March when that fucking mandatory is going to be enforced. And he specifically said it's not Canelo's fault. It's not Canelo's fault.
Make Benavidez a WBC mandatory, bro. Why would Benavidez the mandatory spot forever? He created a franchise belt for Canelo Alvarez. He upped the levels of the computer raw for Canelo Alvarez. Why the fuck would you trust what he say when it comes to David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez?
Hey, why is Canelo wearing platform shoes against Crawford? Why is Canelo wearing platform shoes? Why is he wearing platform shoes against Crawford?
Why is he intimidated? Why you got a picture of David Benavidez's ass as your profile picture?
Whoa, somebody shit fucked off.
That was Mill shit. Hey, real quick, salute to y'all boys, man. Nuke, appreciate you having me up. Clavo, Carlos, Brim, it's always fun to talk to y'all, bro.
Shout out to you, Knockout. It was
What time you going live, KO, so you can go and take this L, bro?
No.
Hey, man, who you got on July 12th?
Yeah, good work, bro.
Who do I have on July 12th?
KO, what time you going live, bro, so I can give you this L real quick?
Hey, let me know when it happens, Brim. I want to see it.
What'd you say,
I'm trying to ask him what time you going live tonight. What time you going live tonight so I can give you this L real quick?
I don't want to be, I don't want to be plugging my stuff on Nuke, but same time.
Plug your shit, Knockout. Plug it up.
7:30 Central Time, bro. Come holler at me.
And go to.
All right, so that means in an hour and 19 minutes, I gotta let you get settled in, KO. You gotta go ahead and take this L, because you remember that shit you was talking to me about this July 31st. You ready to go ahead and get this L, my brother?
And everybody go subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. He's a good dude. It don't matter what he's wrong about. Don't matter what his opinions are. He's a good dude. He's solid. I appreciate all his thoughts on everything. Domo has another one. He said almost of all of the top 10 pound for pound bent the knee to Turkey for legacy and money, but Davis too special for legacy and money. That's bitch shit. El Caesar says Knockout Boxing is bringing up the same argument he had with IBFP years ago because he lost this argument. Domo says, hey, I'm David. Let me not fight any of the 68 champions between 2017 and 2020 because I'm so great. Hashtag bitch shit. And last one, he says Ed Knockout after championing at being a champion twice at 68. Why the fuck didn't David pass the fucking redhead the torch?
Man, Domo sent you all this
Hey,
stuff.
all I'll say to my brother Nuke is you're welcome. You're welcome. hey, you're welcome, dog. Hey, but it's been fun. Y'all boys take it easy. Everybody have a great night. Y'all be safe out there, man.
Salute, Knockout, man.
Hey, let's change topics.
Every time it's getting good, you gotta get out, bro.
Hold on. We had a little bit of an issue the other day. The issue that we had is Clavo cooked the shit out of Mirage.
Ooh, yeah.
Mirage, would you like to answer for any of that where you got roasted and toasted?
I saw.
I did watch the video. You did get kind of crispy, bro. You look a little burnt.
Look. I don't like. We know Clavo's a little bit special needs and all that. He put in a lot of effort.
Sure.
He's very proud of. He's very proud of himself. He's happy. He's got his little video. Clavo's cooking. I don't want to be mean. That's a good little effort. I'm sure your parents are they're proud of you, Clavo. They're proud of you. You did a good little job. It's all good, you know.
I mean, if you don't want to acknowledge the fact that you fucking got 3 contradictions and you got exposed, I mean, that's fine, bro. I feel you. If that's the way to
Mirage,
cope with it,
can
Is
you
this a
admit
regular
that you got
segment? Is this a
exposed,
regular
Mirage? Can you
segment? Little
just hold on,
Clavo's little
Mirage? Can you
cooking?
just admit that look, Clavo bested you on this one. You put up a good effort, but you lost.
He did.
But he didn't.
Bro,
He
the
did.
segment of denial is crazy.
So look, when I reference it, this is like explaining algebra to a donkey, but I'm going to try. So when I reference David, quote unquote, activated his mandatory, I'm using your own argument against you. I'm putting your feet against the fire for you to be consistent. I don't believe it. I don't believe in the concept. I don't believe in it. But
wait a minute, Mirage. Hold on, wait a minute, Mirage. Why didn't you
give David credit?
Any of this with Nestor?
Yes. Why didn't you tell Nestor?
Man, I got like fucking a minute to talk on there, man. Like you can't even say shit over there.
But like,
because you won't be saying that.
Mirage, and tell me.
Yeah, but you understand. I'm pressing you using your logic. I want to see if you want to give David credit now. Or have a double standard. That's why I say it, to see if you're going to be consistent.
But you didn't say that to Nestor. You're using what argument against Nestor?
I'm saying it now.
I know, but you didn't say shit against Nestor, so you bitched up in the moment, and you admitted that everything Clavo said was true.
I was just running with it. I was running with it.
You got body bag, Mirage.
No.
You contradicted yourself.
How did it feel you getting yelled at in the boxing voice?
Look, you got to run with it sometimes, man. You got to run with it. Hey, bring him over here. Bring him on an equal platform, and I'll destroy Nestor. No problem.
You were fine when he was putting a foot up your ass. You didn't say nothing.
And I might have to do a video on that dude anyway. That's in the studio. I might have to do that, but don't worry, his time will come.
You gonna do a video about what? How you kick your ass and have you kick you off? What the hell you talking about?
Hold on, I just want to tell you, Mirage, how many views did you get on the video you made about me?
It's getting up to about 500, man.
That's pretty good. How many views?
Hey,
you get,
and don't worry, I'm
just
building up. That's
IQ?
going to explode. That's going to explode eventually.
I hope it does. I hope it does. How many views you get on the one about Ring IQ?
Oh, all of them together have got a couple thousand. All of them.
Yeah, Clavo beat all of that shit with one video. Just saying.
hey, IBFP.
And still counting.
Whose channel is it? Was it his channel or somebody else's? Is he
He don't even have a channel, and he cooked you and outperformed your entire channel. What does that say about you?
Dude, I can put my video on what? Somebody else's. Hey, make your own channel.
Nobody would put your video on the page because nobody want to talk to an idiot. Nobody want to listen to an idiot.
Make your own channel, Clavo. Let's see what happens.
Mirage, keep doing what you're doing, Clavo. Keep doing what you're doing.
Bro, he's stuck because he can't defend his argument. He lost.
Yeah, look, I don't know if y'all can hear him, bro, but he sounds nervous, bro. He don't sound the same right now. He sounds a little timid, bro.
It's cute, man. That's a cute effort.
I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry, Mirage. I'm sorry.
Man, fuck Mirage.
Fuck Mirage. Mirage was drinking kangaroo piss all night.
Hey, Mills. Speaking of you, did I hear correctly? Right?
Yeah, you heard
that William Cepeda's got better defense than David Benavidez.
I said slightly better. I said slightly better. He does.
Better. I don't think you can comprehend how retarded that statement is.
Okay, well, break it down for me.
Break it down. Break it. The fact you even need that broken down.
That's not breaking it down. That's not breaking it down. That's not breaking it down.
You got to break it
down. I'll break it down. I'll break it down.
Hold on, Mirage, you talking like Benavidez some defensive specialist, bro. Get off the crack pipe. He ain't no fucking defensive specialist.
Cepeda blocks punches with his fucking face. He doesn't even have a high guard. He doesn't even have a high guard. He doesn't even have a high guard. He doesn't move his head. David's got a high guard. Yeah, he's got a high guard. Do you watch him fight? He's got a very effective high guard. He's always got his fucking hands up.
Oh my God! So does William Cepeda.
No, bro. What are we talking about?
Some of the worst
hold on.
In the sport.
What are we talking about, bro? Hold on. Fucking Cepeda is about to fight fucking Shakur Stevenson, the world champion. Has David fought anybody like that?
He's lots of world champions.
Fuck you, Mirage. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I give him fucking credit because he's fucking going up there against Shakur.
Why are you moving the goalpost?
That is
We're talking about the defense. Why are you moving the goalpost? We're talking about the defense.
He fought former fucking champion.
Hayden's got some of the worst defense in the sport. Suggesting he's got better defense than David is laughable. You're a clown.
You talking like David Benavidez is Floyd Mayweather or something? You talking like David Benavidez is Floyd Mayweather or something?
No, he's actually got some pretty good defense. He's very effective high
Bro,
guard.
you gotta take that man dick out your nostrils, dog. He does not have good defense like that.
Oh my gosh!
Hey,
you be big, bro. I swear to God, dog, you be bending over, busting it open for this dude.
Well, I'm just talking facts. I'm just talking facts.
No, you're not talking facts. He's not that. He's not no defensive specialist like you saying.
Oh my!
Zepeda is a better defensive fighter than
pressure fighter. And pressure fighter.
And pressure fighter. Facts. It's not by much.
Keep embarrassing yourself. Keep embarrassing yourself.
His defense is not, super better than David Benavidez, but it's better than David Benavidez is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb. That's dumb.
Are you high?
Nah, you stupid, Mirage.
God damn.
Mirage, you actually talking like Benavidez is defensive specialist though. Like he got crazy head movement and wild razzle dazzle defensively. Like Mirage, you speaking Mirage, you live up to your motherfucking name.
He ain't got none of that, bro. Did we not? Did we acting like?
Let me just body bag you.
We acting like we didn't see David. We acting like David Benavidez wasn't getting smacked on by Demetrius Andre, dog. What was the head
numbers? I don't know if you can understand what percentages are.
Where was his
opponent power punch connect lowest percentage?
Where was the defense against Demetrius Andre, dog?
No,
I'm saying.
Now we're talking statistics here. This is
fuck them statistics. Look at bro. Where was the defense?
Can you control your mouth?
Nah, I can't because you be getting
on my nerves. Let's do a dare. Let's do a dare.
You giving me gas right now, Mirage.
Let's do a dare. You don't open your mouth for 30 seconds.
Was the defense against Demetrius? No, I can't do it.
Mirage, you're giving me gas, bro.
Where was the defense against Demetrius Andre? You be coming over here barking, bro.
This is raw statistics. David is fifth in the sport. Opponent power punch lowest connect percentage right there. Nothing to do with my dick.
He spent the first half of his career not fighting no fucking body.
This is nothing to do with my bias. This is objective.
Well, hold on, dumb fuck. Who the fuck is at the top of that list? And Williams to play this fucking fighting. David didn't fight nobody of that caliber, you idiot. Fuck out of here.
That's a body bag.
Oh my God.
Where's Williams Zepeda? Hey, where's
you
Williams
fucking put up evidence that's gonna body bag yourself, bro. You more than an idiot.
Where is Williams Zepeda?
Notice how he didn't come in. Notice how he didn't come in with the monster.
We're not talking about Shakur.
Notice he didn't come in with that
shit. To Williams Zepeda, Where is Williams Zepeda there? Where is he? Show me.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
If David's defense is so bad, why is he fifth on the fucking list in the whole sport? Answer that.
Because he wasn't fighting nobody. He's been in mismatches his whole career. What are we talking about?
Caleb Plant, Andre, Gvozdyk, Morel.
Mirage, hold on. I got to get this right because this is going to make or break your entire argument right here. How many fights was David Benavidez in his entire career the underdog?
That's an irrelevant question.
I'm asking you a question, Mirage.
How many times was Canelo?
How many times? I'm asking you a fucking question, Mirage.
I don't know.
How many times in his career was he an underdog?
I don't fucking know.
What? Are you a fan? You don't know?
Mirage. Sometimes.
What the hell does that matter?
Hold on. Now that has everything to do with it. Now I have a question for Mills. David Benavidez has been in mismatches his entire career. Is that why he was never the underdog in any of those matches?
That is a fact, dog. That's a fact.
That's why he's on. That's why he's on that list. That's why he's on that list right there. Because when you're a taller fighter, and you got a longer reach, you've been fighting with all the advantages on your side almost every fight until you move up to 175. That's what it is.
David's the greatest fighter in the world, man. If he's a mismatch with these top fighters, man.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know you rated David that good.
David Benavidez is the greatest fighter in the world. That's what you said?
Yeah, Mills. Don't say dumb shit again. I'm gonna come here and cook you. Don't say dumb shit.
Don't say cook, man. That's how we talk, man. How y'all talk in Australia, man? Can't talk to me in my language. Can't talk to me in my language.
Roast that shrimp on the barbie.
All I hear from Mirage is gibberish. I thought this man was Tasmanian.
Zepeda is a punching bag.
So is David.
But he's not. He's literally not.
What's up, Brim?
Hey, before I go, I want to share something off the topic of the David Benavidez and Mirage love triangle.
Yes, go.
There's two things in regards to, I'm gonna say this real quick. Canelo and Crawford will come down to two things for Crawford. There's two main components. If his speed, timing, and reflexes are affected by the extra weight to where he's not going to be able to be defensively responsible after his offensive. And two, if he cannot take a Canelo solid clean punch, he loses the fight. If he can do those two things, he wins the fight. The end. That's what the fight comes down to. There's no more, no less.
Damn, that's a very good take, Brim. I appreciate that, my brother. And one more thing, Brim. One more thing. As far as Brian Norman, do you think Brian Norman will chase Boots Ennis up to 154 or no? Brim? I don't know what's going on with Brim.
He might have peaced out.
Yep.
All right, I just want to read this because I just want to. Mirage is the type of person. Mirage is the type of person that will let Nuke clap his wife's cheeks.
I'm gonna say this: Benavidez is gonna want to fight Jake Paul after he beats Chavez Jr.
Oh God!
Hey,
Nuke, you've seen the picture of Miss Mirage, bro. It looks kind of manly. I don't know if you want to do that.
No, I'm not going there, bro.
Hey, Mills, what does your boy Boots need fucking training wheels, man? That's embarrassing, man.
Why are you saying my boy? That ain't my man.
Yeah, training wheels like 30 something fights. You want to?
Damn, man.
Do you ever hear me saying David needs training wheels? No. He needs tune-ups. He needs that. No, man.
Yes,
get the smoke. Get the smoke.
No. Because once I'm gonna have. Let me explain.
That's a real fan. That's a real.
Let me explain. First off, David Benavidez has had training wheels up until maybe 2 years ago. So let's get it all the way stacked. Secondly,
Gvozdyk and Morel. That's training. That's
about 2 years ago when he fought Plant. That's when he significantly stepped up.
That's a tune-up. Caleb Plant's a tune-up.
2 years ago. That's 2 years ago. That's 2 years ago, right?
Focus on your boy Boots. You said you want him to have tune-ups, right?
You keep saying my boy. I'm not the biggest fan of Boots. I'm not the biggest fan of Boots. I'm not a believer in Boots like that. I think Boots is talented, but like I said earlier, because he showed vulnerabilities at 147 pounds in front of the likes of a Karen Chukatsian, yeah, let's give him a few. Let him get his feet wet up there.
So he's no David. You admit he's not on David's level. Like
he's better than David. You just said let's focus on Boots. Now you talking about some David. You just said let's focus on
David.
Boots.
Okay, so
David.
Other than David, bro, you're not
you don't have confidence in Boots.
I'm not that confident in Boots. I'm not that confident in Boots, and I'm less confident in David.
All right, I don't mind Boots. I think he's got talent. I don't think he needs training wheels. I think he can take on those top guys already. He's a weight bully already.
Which tough guys?
Weight bully.
Have some faith.
Which tough guys, Mirage? Tell me, who can he fight?
Madronov. What's his name? The guy who beat Tim. He can fight them all.
Okay.
He can fight Bakram Murtazaliev.
Yeah, Bakram. Yeah, why not? Hey, why not? Bakram, that'll be a good matchup. Bakram comes forward.
Goddamn fool.
He comes forward. That's right there in the zone for Boots.
Hold on. Let me add a real boxing analyst on here. And this is none other than Ashy David Benavidez Knuckles. What's up,
Ashy?
Ashy?
Ashy back, man. Good to see him back. Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, Ashy, man?
What's happening, man?
Where you been at?
Ashley, where you been at, brother?
Who got a TV on?
I don't know, but that must be somebody else's background.
Who's been watching soccer, man?
No, it's not like somebody listening to a game.
That's my wife playing her music. Hold up.
That's me. My bad. That's me.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it down.
No,
so I just want to let everybody know that I've been seeing different social media posts, and people were celebrating the fact that Ashley Knuckles is no longer riding with Team David Benavidez the way he once was. I know Mirage is going to feel some kind of way because on the last live stream that we had, Ashley Knuckles has some things to say. You know, he don't like the way David moving in certain respects. So Ashley Knuckles, you got a lot more respect for me and the rest of the panel. Even Brim is a little shocked that Ashley Knuckles.
Whoa, hold up, man. Look.
Hold on. What?
Don't get in here saying I got more respect for y'all. Where did that come from?
Don't tell me you're switching up.
Where did that? No, I'm not switching up. I said he need to fight somebody. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about as far as any respect for y'all. You know, I don't rock with you. I don't rock with people who stay wrong all the time. You know what I'm saying?
So you shouldn't rock with yourself
I
then.
can't
Thank you.
I can't conjoin myself. I can't conjoin myself to a bunch of people who just weird. Y'all a bunch of weirdos. I can't do it.
I mean, so you shouldn't rock with yourself then, bro. You
No,
know,
you shouldn't rock.
you shouldn't rock with
with
yourself
that
then,
fro.
because
That's what you shouldn't be rocking with.
you more wrong
You
than
should take some
Mirage,
clippers
bro.
to that fro.
You
That's what you need to
you
do.
more wrong than Mirage.
Rock with
my
some
God.
clippers to that fro. That's what the fuck
Oh
you do.
I
no.
You know what I'm
should. It's
saying?
a little scraggly right
Oh
now.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Low,
Take some
nah, you
clip.
way past a little bit. You
It's a
way
little
past. You like
scraggly
Dr.
right now. It's
Einstein.
a little
You
scraggly right
Dr.
now. Let's see what
Einstein
you look like.
scraggly
You
right now.
290, right? You 290, right?
Ashley, do you even got any hair, bro? While you over there
He
talking
don't.
about
He
these
Oh,
men's
most
don't.
hair?
He
definitely.
don't.
Most
It
definitely.
grew in his
Most
belly.
definitely.
It grew in his belly.
Listen,
He grew in his
listen.
belly.
Not only do I
you
got
got
hair, not only do I have hair, I have braids. Yeah, of
No,
course.
you don't. Ashley, shut up.
Yo,
You
Ashley
ain't got.
Knuckles, though, I'm proud of you though, because I mean, what's the point of you getting a WBC belt for nothing if you're gonna just sit on the shelf for the rest of the year, right? I mean,
Hey man,
I'm
look here.
expecting something from the guy.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. Right now, Callum Smith needs to see David. Either way you look at it, they're gonna have to come see him. No matter if he go fight Yard, which got nothing. Yard has nothing to offer him. What he going
But Turkey
for?
probably offering
He
that
could have seen
bread.
Listen, man.
him. He could have seen him.
Turkey is not paying for that Yard fight. See, y'all got it all fucked up. Turkey ain't putting no money in that fight because that's not a fight.
He was
That's
putting the money
nothing.
up for David.
So what Callum Smith need to do instead of fighting a nobody when he got to remember the Reggie belt y'all
Yard
said.
is a
Remember the
nobody.
Reggie belt y'all said David got, well, your boy Callum got that right now. Right now, David is the WBC light heavyweight champion. He need that to make
WBC
sure that
light
listen,
female champion of the
He
world.
said that shit
Callum
proud me.
Smith need that
Yeah, but who did he
Callum
beat to
Smith
have
need that
that though?
WBC belt to go along with it if he get
Who
to
did he
get
beat to
that
gain
fight
that
against
belt,
Bibble
man?
so he could be undisputed. So either way, he need to
What
come see
model
David.
of fax machine did
Yo,
he
David
beat?
Nuke,
don't have to chase him. David
he
done
beat the
sent the
clock at
offer
12
out.
for the hit the send button
Listen,
on the
man,
email.
David did his part. He sent the offer out. He done sent the offer out, so it's up to him. Either he going to offer it or he's going to take
Turkey
Yard,
sent the
and
offer
it's a
out
duck.
too.
So he
It's
went
a
to
Why?
duck.
Best Buy to
Listen,
beat the
man, if
fax
he
machine.
don't take the fight, no matter how way you want to slice this pie, it's a duck. So you could
So
talk
then,
from
so by
now.
that
Then he
metric,
went to
did
Office
David
You
duck?
could
Depot
Did
talk from
David
now
duck
till your
and
Callum?
teeth
to
fall out.
Best Buy.
You could
Did
talk
David
from now
duck
till your
Callum?
teeth fall out because it don't make no sense for him to fight Yard over David Benavidez.
Okay, so
So
why
what you
didn't
want to be a
David
champion?
Benavidez take the
What
offer
you want
then?
to be a
And now they're
champion? Or you want $8 million? Well,
Why
what
didn't he
choice?
take the offer then?
Because he,
What's
he,
the
he
money?
didn't want to fight for
What's
interim. He wanted a
Listen, man,
real
shouldn't
belt.
he want the
He wanted
belt?
a real
Shouldn't
belt.
he want to be the WBC light
He's a
heavyweight
real
champion?
man. He's a real
What is
man. No,
the
Now y'all
he's a
talking
real
about
Y'all be
money.
man.
running gang.
That's
Y'all
why
be
I
running
told
what
y'all,
gang.
if
man,
it's
when
a
it come to
substantial
boxing,
difference in money?
when it
Y'all be
comes to
running.
he
boxing,
said
y'all
that's the
are
real
weirdos. Y'all
man.
talking
Ashley
about money.
Knuckles. What
Y'all
if
talking
it's a
about money.
substantial difference in money?
Listen, man,
We
y'all talking
talking
about money
reality.
when
We
he
talking
should want the
reality,
belt.
bro.
He's on
Do
his
he
own
want the belt?
terms.
Yes or
He
no, man?
stands
Do
on
he
his
want
own
the belt
terms.
or do he want to be rich?
Yeah,
Which one?
okay.
Which one?
Are you
Why
gonna
you want
fight
to
for the
bend the
okay?
knee for Turkey? Why you want to
So
bend the knee
Mirage,
for
Ashley
Turkey so
Knuckles. I got a
badly?
question for Mirage and Ashley Knuckles. Would y'all take on a job because he gave you a shiny title for 1.2
Come
million,
on,
or
man.
you gonna take the
You
job that
coming
pay you
with
3
you
million and
coming
you
with
don't
all
get
these
no shiny title to
hypotheticals,
it?
man. Come on,
Come
talk
on,
I
your
come
tried
on,
that
shit.
come on,
already,
come on, come
unbiased.
on,
I
come
tried
on.
that already,
Listen,
unbiased.
man.
They don't get
Y'all
it.
trying to
They don't
y'all trying
understand.
to
They
spoil it
ignoring
so I
all
can
that
pull this
shit.
word.
Whoa,
David's
whoa, whoa!
minimum.
Somebody cracking up.
Answer this
David's
question.
minimum is 4 million
Answer
a
this
fight, man.
question.
He already makes a lot of money with the PBC.
Answer
I don't
this
know where
question. What makes
you
more
don't
sense?
need
You
no
gonna fight
Turkey.
for the WBC heavyweight, light heavyweight champion, or you gonna go fight Anthony Yard? What you gonna do? What makes more sense?
Yo,
Fighting
I
for
who
would
just
multi-millions
fight
of
popping, man?
champion
dollars.
Somebody
if,
shit
if
keeps
the
popping.
money is close enough. Yeah.
Fight,
That's why I
fight.
say y'all are weirdos
If the
because y'all
money is
acting like
close
you get
enough, because
y'all talking
if
like
I'm getting offered a title shot for half the money of another
so
fight, then
so he
it's
getting
a lot
$20
of
million.
questions.
So hold up.
Do you think Yard and
Canelo
Callum
numbers. He
Smith's going to
getting
be
20
main
million,
event?
or is he gonna get about 5 to 8 million, or maybe 10 the most? So you tell me what's more worth for you, your legacy or that $10 million? Because
Hold
from
What's
what
it?
I heard,
on one
it
second,
was
Ashley.
about
I
your
just want to
resume, isn't
interrupt.
it? Isn't it
I
about your
just want to
resume? Ain't
interrupt.
that what
So
y'all say?
I just want to interrupt this one point mind because if you're Callum Smith, you got to doubt David's seriousness because if David really wanted to fight him for world titles, David could have fought him at 68 in the unification. David already just rejected another offer this year. So that's 2 different times, 2 different weight
Did he
classes.
send the
David could
offer?
have
Yes or
fought him,
no?
but he chose not to, right,
Did he send
Ashley?
the offer? Yes or no? Did he send the offer? Yes or no?
Did Callum send the offer?
Yeah,
No,
they sent
Callum
the
didn't
offer.
send the
Samson
offer.
Liquid,
Team
they denied it.
Benavidez
Yes.
sent the offer. Team Benavidez sent the offer.
Does can
Come on,
Benavidez
Nuke. Hey,
promise
Nuke, I'm
Callum
talking to
Smith
you.
multi-millions of dollars? Can
Say what?
PBC does the PBC have multi-millions of dollars to give to
I
Callum
don't know
Smith?
what they got in their bank account.
Yeah, you
I'm not
do.
pocket
Yeah, you
watching,
do.
but what I'm telling you is
do.
they
We
don't
don't even know if
listen,
PBC
You just
got a
said
network.
you just talking about 8 millions and all that.
Hey, Nuke, yes or
Yes.
no? Did David Team Benavidez send an offer? Because you made a
To
video
Callum
about it.
Smith, yes.
Thank you. So since they did that, who caught the ball is in for them to take the fight? Is it Callum Smith or is
Callum
it David
Smith.
Benavidez?
It's still
Thank
no.
you.
It's still in
Thank
David's.
you.
It's still in
Thank
David's
you.
court because he has
How
to
the
match
fuck is
that
this in
offer from
David court
the
and he
Turkey
done
out of
sent the
sea.
offer, man? It's up
Because
to that
he
man.
has because
It's
he
up to
has
that
to
man to
match that
accept.
multi-million-dollar offer that Turkey sent them
You know
early
what? That's
on,
why I
bro. What the
said, man,
fuck is
you
you
put some
talking about?
clippers. If you put
What
some
the
clippers
fuck
to
is you
that
talking
afro,
about? What
if
the
you put some clippers
yeah?
to
We
that
ain't
afro and
trying to
let that
hear.
fucking
We ain't
scalp
trying to
you
hear
might
all
get a
that.
little bit more brain
We ain't
cells
trying
in
to
your
hear
head
all
because you're slipping right now.
we ain't trying to you and Mirage want to have a threesome with David Benavidez, man. And you trying to
But
you
you know
trying
what?
to get off the topic and all that, man.
But you know what though? You
Stick to
know
the
what?
script, loved one. We
You
ain't
know
got to
what?
do all the jokes
If
and
we
all
want
that.
to have a threesome with him,
We don't want
you
to
just
hear
want to
all
give me
that,
a little
man. Answer the
sloppy toppy.
question.
That's what it
Answer the
is,
question.
man.
Answer the question.
I
Answer the
done told
question.
you last
Answer
time,
the
man. If
question.
you
I
want
said
a
what
little
I
sloppy
said.
toppy, just
Let's
drop
answer. Listen, man. We
drop
ain't
your
trying to hear
Addy.
all
I'll
that.
come pay you a visit and put all this beef
I'm
in
in
your mouth.
Omaha, Nebraska, my dude. I'm in
And
Omaha,
that's on
Nebraska.
God. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Man,
It's
Ashley, shut
financially.
your ass up, man. You always fucking making threats, man. You ain't gonna
I'm
do
going to the
shit.
gym as soon as I
I
get off
said
this.
put meat
I'm
in
going
his
to the gym
mouth,
as
and
soon
you
as I get
talking
off this
about
live.
fighting. Clavo, shut up. You the softest
I'm
nigga on
talking.
the panel.
I'm
Stop.
Man,
going to
bro,
the
Stop.
gym.
man, you fucking
Stop.
jello,
Stop.
motherfucker. That's all
Stop.
you is,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Shut
know.
up.
I know.
Right after this
Listen,
live,
man.
bro.
The one who
You
talks
is
the
not
toughest is
hard to
always the
figure out, bro. I'm
softest.
good at this.
You not.
The
Trust me,
one
I'm
who
good
talks
at
Tough
the
this, bro.
toughest.
competition. I'm
The
tougher than
one who
everybody.
talks the toughest is always the
Stop it,
softest.
Addy. Fuck out of here. I'm
Everybody
tired of
in
y'all
here
niggas
know
with
that.
that shit. Out of here.
Everybody in here know that since kindergarten. The one who talks the loudest is always the softest. So
That
follow
says
me.
says the one that's talking. Says the one that's
Let me
talking.
just clear this up. Hold on. Let me just clear this up. Solidus. Are you standing with Ashy Knuckles on these David Benavidez takes? Are you on the right side of history here, Solidus?
Well, say it again.
Are you standing with Ashy Knuckles on these lunatic takes from David Benavidez? Or are you standing on the right side of history here?
Now, when it comes to I got my own take on it. When it comes to the Benavidez stuff, I mostly focus on just his fighting. I'm not all the particulars y'all be arguing about. I really don't give a fuck about that. I'm more about when he gets in the ring and when he fights. That's really what I care about. All that shit y'all arguing about.
Somebody needed to accept the fight so they could get in the ring. That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
dumbass. Yeah, David should have accepted the fight
He done sent the
originally.
offer. So
No,
somebody
hold on.
needs
It's
to accept
simple.
and
We
get in the
shouldn't
ring,
even be
man.
here right now.
That's
David
just
should
what
have
it
took that
is.
first fight the first time. Simple.
David is the champion now. He don't have to
That's
chase
it.
nobody. They need to
Yeah,
chase
you
him.
know what? Isn't it funny to you now that he got the belt? Now he go ahead, Nuke.
Clavo, hold on, Clavo. Domo says Ashley has more smoke for y'all than David has smoke for Baval and Riyadh season.
Facts. Man,
Only thing I
Domo,
know,
bro, get your
is
ass up
Bivol.
here, man.
Only thing
For
I know
real.
is Bivol had a chance to fight David and he dropped his belt. That's all
He
I
didn't
know.
have the fucking chance.
That's
That
all I
David
know.
wasn't a chance.
Yeah, he had a chance. No,
David Benavidez had a chance to fight Benavidez as well, and he dropped the ball. So what are we doing?
Dumbass. Thank you,
yeah.
dumbass.
What are we doing?
All that,
Y'all
but
keep.
right now,
knowing that he
we're
had
talking
the
about right now, though.
come
We're
on,
talking about
man.
right now.
Right now matters.
So
Right
why is
now is
David
right
the
now.
champion? Why is
Now is
David the
right
champion?
now.
Because
Because
your
he was
boy Bivol,
contractually locked in to
Hold
fight
on.
boy
Why is he the
Benavidez.
Bivol dropped the
champion?
belt,
Why is
man.
he the champion? Because he made the WBC
Listen,
fucking
man,
jump the fucking line.
ain't Turkey making the ring
Michael
smaller now?
Eisbert
Oh my
was
lord.
Isn't Turkey
first.
making the
Michael
ring
Eisbert
smaller
was
now?
mandatory first. They was
Listen, man,
first.
isn't
IBF
Turkey
was
making
first.
the ring smaller now? So we know David ain't running in
I
no
can't
ring.
believe you
So your boy
called
Bivol ain't gonna be able to bounce around. Your boy Bivol is
You're
not gonna be
talking
able. So
about
you know what?
Brody.
Now that I'm
David
thinking about it,
David ain't in no
Bivol
rush
might
to
not even fight David now that your boy Turkey done
David
shrunk the
ain't in
ring
a
up.
rush to he not even in a
He
rush to
might
deal
not
with
even want to
Mirage.
fight David now. He might be
He's
like,
not in
nah,
a
I'm
rush to
good.
deal with no Turkey a la Sheik, dog. We seen in his actions. So you talking about Bivol in a smaller ring and all that. What's the point in all that shit when he's been showing reluctance to go and deal with Turkey out the gate? What the fuck is you talking about?
Listen, man, Turkey,
Dumbass.
listen, man. Listen, bottom line is when he gets the Bivol fight, why you think he left? That's why I told you. That's why I told you in your afro. Go look
Oh
at the
my
interview.
This
god.
guy
Go
again.
look at the Henry Cejudo. Go look at the Henry
trying
Cejudo
it.
and the Kamaru Usman interview, and he'll tell you what happened when he went over there. Your
Oh
boy
my
Turkey, your
God.
boy Turkey came with some bullshit ass motherfucker over talking about you and Callum Smith could headline on Alcatraz. Now do me a favor before y'all start judging. Do me a favor, somebody go on your phone and Google Alcatraz, right?
Bro, there's no way you
put the
talking
picture up
about
and tell me.
Alcatraz, dog.
Put the picture up and tell me where that fight's gonna go
He
on.
sent an offer for them to fight
No,
on the
man, stop
undercard of
talking. Stop
Bivol
running. Listen, man,
Benavidez.
that's why I'm telling. It's about proof right now. Google Alcatraz. No, man, can you stop talking and listen? Google Alcatraz. Pull up the picture and somebody tell me where is that fight going to happen at on that fucking island. Please, somebody do that.
Does not sell fight, so it makes more sense to fight in
Yeah, now it's
bro, he asked irrelevant questions.
It's a challenge. No, it's not irrelevant. No, it's not irrelevant because ain't nobody else fight on Alcatraz.
Fucking irrelevant.
Ain't nobody else fight on Alcatraz.
Again, we wouldn't be here if he would have taken that first offer that Samson Liquowitz admitted that they turned down for many millions, and we wouldn't be here right now with Eddie Hearn.
I forgot
you would have been in the undercard as Benavidez said he wouldn't mind being an undercard fighter with Column, so he can wait for the trilogy to go down. But he, guess what? He didn't follow up with that. He did something totally different because it was in the plans since the beginning to get a fucking vacant belt.
Clavo, I forgot you was on the short bus, so I'm going to repeat it again for you. David Benavidez said when he got
forgot,
when
bro.
he
Your
went
memory's
out
like
there,
a dick because it's short.
No, I know all that sucking dick and all that. All that sounds good. But anyway, like I said, being that you was on the short bus, I'm explaining to you again because I think you're a little short.
You got mini meat.
Okay, hold on.
Y'all love meat, ain't it?
I think we're missing the point here.
You look a little suspect anyway.
Mirage, where you at, man? What's up? Help your homeboy out, bro. Both of y'all bitches get body back at the same time.
Hold on, everybody. I think we're missing the point here.
We all know Clavo Honey Bun. I'm not even wondering about him. I already know about him.
Hold on, fellas.
I ain't gotta wonder about you either, man. You
Honey
easy.
Bun extra.
You easy. You easy work. Easy work.
Honey Bun extra icing.
I know that's how you want David to leave you, bro. You ain't got to describe
that. I know. Look here, man.
We already know, bro. That man crushed you and Mirage got.
Listen, man.
Hey, like fucking, like Mill said, go have that threesome. Maybe y'all come in here like normal people now. Maybe y'all come back with some sense after David give y'all dick and y'all ain't happy with it.
Listen, man. When you stop,
maybe then y'all won't be this much fanboy.
Your little Latin cheeks for that Canelo cinnamon meat, then maybe I'll stop doing what I'm doing. Okay.
Sure.
I just want to make a point, fellas. Hold on. I just want to make a point. The only point I want to make is that if David did take the first offer from Callum Smith,
David said that was the first offer. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all idiots.
I just want to say, hold on, Ashley, just let me just say this. If David would have took the offer from Callum Smith, that offer was backed by Turkey Al-Sheikh and guaranteed to have Dimitri Bivol after the trilogy. Now, since David did not take that offer, what happens is David not only has to make the Callum Smith fight anyway himself and figure that shit out, but then next year there's no guarantee he gets the winner of Undisputed because Dimitri Bivol already said, I'm not fighting if Turkey don't stamp it. So really, David's going to be the exact. Hold on one second, Ashley. One second. So if David truly wanted to fight Bivol, he would have did what he had to do and signed the contract in the first place.
Without a
so to answer this question, New. All right, so I want to ask you a question. If you saying that was the first offer, so what is David Benavidez talking about when he flew there? Because wasn't that the reason for him to go to Saudi for them to negotiate for after the trilogy? Am I right or am I wrong?
You are correct, but
all right, hold up. Let me finish. Hold on.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Wait a minute. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
I want to respond. I said yes, that is true, Ashley. Now,
but I'm not finished.
Hold on, Ashley. How are they going to negotiate after the fight when he left early?
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's what I'm trying to listen. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Body bag.
No,
put that body bag up there, Nuke.
I'm trying to explain that to you. David said that's why he left. He said because Turkey came at him with that fucking Alcatraz shit, and he was like, that sounded like some gimmick ass fucking fight, and he wasn't trying to take it, so he left.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I understand this. I want to make sure I understand this. So Turkey came at him with the fight in America, which David wanted, and Turkey came at him with an offer, which David wanted, because David reached out to him, and David asked him to put it in America. So Turkey obliged him with two things that he wanted, and David still walked off and said no like a bitch.
So like I said, listen, why don't you Google? So why don't you go ahead and Google Alcatraz, right? Put up the picture and you tell me where the fight is going to happen at.
Won't you just in the yard. In the yard.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Look at the yard.
Look at the yard and tell me if 3,000 or 2,000 people could fit in.
I'm on Ashley. No, hold on, Edgar.
Google the picture.
Hold on, Edgar. No, hold on, Edgar. How dare you, Edgar? How dare you? Because I'm on Ashley Knuckles' side on this. How dare you? And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm rocking with Ashley on this. because Ashy Knuckles uses Google just like me. And if he Googles it, David Benavidez has said time and time again that he don't handle any of the fight stuff.
Y'all
He'll
doing a
fight
whole lot of
anybody,
talking.
anywhere, at
Y'all
any
doing a
time,
whole
in
lot of
any
talking.
venue.
Y'all doing a whole lot of talking, but I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody. I don't see
David said
nobody
he
talking
don't care
about. I
where
don't
he
Google this
fights
picture,
or what the
and
venue
y'all can
is.
tell me what a
He
fight
will
gonna be.
fight.
So answer this question, man. Why
That question doesn't need to be answered if you heard what the fuck Nuke just said, dumbass.
Alcatraz been there. Alcatraz been there for over 100 years. So why we never had an MMA? Why we never had an MMA fight? A WWE fight or any other boxing fight there? Can somebody
Hey,
answer that?
IBFP. Who told you? Who told you Turkey guaranteed David the trilogy winner? Who told you that?
Oh my God! Here we go.
God. Nah,
Show me a link. I'll send you $100 where he guaranteed it.
man.
Show me a link.
Yeah, can somebody do that?
he got
Can
to win
somebody
the
do that
fight
instead of
first,
Man,
telling
bitch,
fool.
jokes? Can
you don't
somebody
even
drop?
fucking
Body
be putting
bag.
super chats. You
You know
about
what
to
you
give
call that?
$100, man.
You
Shut
call
the
that a
fuck up.
body bag right there.
He got to
They just
win the
make
Well,
that
fight
shit up.
first.
no. David said that. David said that the
Well,
deal
drop the
was
link.
for
Drop
Callum
the link
Smith
so we
and
can
then
see it.
Dimitri Bivol.
Drop the link so we can see David say.
I'm not finna go pull up no link. You guys don't
Why
follow
not?
the
You
channel.
always you been dropping links before. What happened?
What link did
What's
I
good?
drop before? You can go find all the links
Give
in
me
my
the
You never
videos.
dropped the link.
presentation.
You never dropped
Go
the
do
link.
your homework.
You never dropped the link ever.
Never
Your
happened.
homework.
IBFP, I'll save you the trouble. Never happened. He never guaranteed the trilogy winner. Never happened. I'll save it for you.
Oh my fucking God.
That's
Listen, man,
under
Mirage.
education. So we're
Mirage.
dropping.
I just
We're
want to say,
educating.
man, good videos. They already know, man. They just sitting here.
Good
Yeah.
They just
video.
sitting here playing stupid right now.
Good
That's
There's a
all.
lot of
video.
material. There's a lot of material in here.
All I
There's a
hope.
lot of material for another video. I think there's more material.
Yo, what's all that? We can't even hear
Who
you,
got all
Park. We
that
can't hear you,
noise?
Oh,
Park.
somebody's really
Listen, you
loud.
already know they're gonna take something. They're gonna take something that you're gonna say, or I'm gonna say, and try to
Yeah.
chop up some stupid ass video. You
Yeah.
already know how
So,
that go, man.
I
so
don't
when
play them
Mills
games.
You
says that
already know
Pettis got
that.
better
That's
defense than
what people
I don't
do,
Benavidez,
play
man.
them games.
hey,
I don't
that's a
play them
video in
games.
itself. That's a video, Mills, right there. You gave me content
All
for a
right,
whole
I'm
video
back.
right
I'm
there.
Please
back.
make a
Why the fuck
video.
is this nigga Mirage in here?
Because he want to be stupid. You know what I mean?
Because he has no shame, but I kind of like
They
that.
need
I
me
give the
here to
cookies after more.
educate
And
you.
You can't
I'm starting
educate
to
me,
think
my
Mirage is
man.
a homosexual because he be getting slapped up with
Oh
nothing
my
but facts
God.
in here, and he keep
Damn, I
coming
told you.
back for
Oh my
more.
God.
You
He
project.
keep coming back for
Now
more. How many times we
y'all
got
see
slapped this
why.
nigga? He's starting to enjoy that shit.
Oh my God.
Oh,
It's
That's
too
my
it's too
hey
many
Ashley,
dudes.
what's cracking, baby? It's been a minute, man.
I don't know who you is, bro. You don't
Man, yeah, you do, bitch.
Listen,
act like
oh,
you
see,
got brother.
now you see how Ashley treat niggas when you show him respect, but then he want to act
Listen, man,
different when the
listen,
nigga
man.
give
I'm
him.
not
No,
here
it's
for your
cool.
respect, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Bro, I'm
telling you,
not
bro.
here
It's
That's
for
why
cool.
you
your
gotta
No,
respect.
listen,
disrespect
no,
him.
it's cool. Be the pussy that you is. Be
I
the
know,
pussy
Thank
that
you.
you
I
is.
know, I know,
Say,
I
if
know.
you want to take it
But
there,
I'm
I
not
try
here
to be
for your
respectful.
respect.
I try to be the bigger
Listen,
man,
you don't
even
never
though
have
you
to
physically
respect
the
me.
bigger
You
man.
don't
All we
listen, man.
do
You
is
don't never have to
It's
respect me.
cool. It's cool. It's
Disrespect
cool. I
me
already
when you
know.
see
Fuck
me.
you, then, pussy.
Listen, man.
What's the
Disrespect me
topic?
when you see me in
What's the
person. Because if
topic?
you
Fuck you,
listen,
then,
Oh
man.
my
pussy.
Listen,
If
God.
you
you
don't
don't
want
have to
my
respect
respect,
me on
you gonna
here,
get disrespect.
bro.
Fuck you,
It's
then, pussy. I'm
easy.
not trying to
Listen,
hear none
man.
of that.
It's
What's the
easy. It's
topic?
easy to say all that when you on
Stop
the
talking,
internet.
Ashy. If you don't want no
When you see
respect,
me
then
in
shut the fuck
person,
up.
For
listen, man. When you
real.
see me in person, I
I
will
already
fold your
sent you the
little ass
address,
up, bro.
Ashy. I sent you the address. I put it in the chat. I gave you my email, and I
Man,
ain't
you
hear
didn't send
nothing
me
back.
shit, bro.
So
You didn't send me nothing, bro.
that's
Stop.
cap. That's
Stop.
cap.
First of all, what is your
I put
name?
in
I
Nuke
don't
sent
even
me
know
an
who you
email
is.
when I put my shit in the chat. I didn't
First of
get
all, I
no
don't
email
even know
from
who you
you.
is.
I
I
didn't
don't
get
even
no
know who
email
you
from
is.
Andrew
Expose his
Tucker.
ass, Park Street.
I didn't get no email from none of you niggas talking that gangster shit on here.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna let
gave
you
you
Expose
my
his
talk.
ass.
email.
Listen,
I told
hold
you
up.
where I
I'm gonna
was
let
at.
you
I
talk.
gave you the city.
I'm
I
gonna
gave
let
you the
you
zip
talk, and then
code.
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna let you talk, and then I'm gonna talk. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. You telling me you done sent the link? Tell me what else you did now.
Yeah, I already said it.
Hold up. You said you sent the link or what? It was too much laughing. I couldn't hear everything.
No, I
Repeat
said I
yourself.
sent my email.
Right. You sent your
I
email to
also
what link?
told you you what the city I was in, and I also told you what state I was in.
And the zip code.
No, you can
And
tell
the
me
zip
that
code.
now. You listen, you can tell me that now.
Harrisburg,
You ain't gotta
Pennsylvania,
send an email.
17110. I just said it.
Where you at now? Hold on, what state
Harrisburg,
you in?
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Man, look here.
I'm
First of
the
all,
capital of
you listen,
Pennsylvania.
man. I'm on the other side of the country, nigga. You in Pennsylvania?
Listen,
I have to
you
take a
the
plane to
nigga
come
running.
fight
Y'all,
you.
You're
this
the
is
one
what I
that
don't
wants
like
to
about
fucking
y'all.
smoke
Okay,
and
man.
talk about
Y'all are
dudes
the
going to
niggas that
First of
want
all,
to smoke. Y'all
hold
are
up.
the niggas that
Hold up.
sending invites to whoop niggas'
Let me tell you
asses. So
something,
then when
young
I
blood.
give you my address,
Young blood.
I'm expecting you to pull
Let me
up.
talk to
I'm
you
not
for a second.
coming to
Let me
you
tell
if
you
you're the one
something.
offering to
Let
whoop
me
my
tell you.
ass.
Hold up, man. Listen, man. Let me tell
dumbass.
you something. Let me
What
tell
the fuck
you.
is you talking about?
Let me tell you. Listen, man. I'm talking.
Bro,
to
you gotta
man
take this fool with a grain
I'm
of
gonna talk
salt.
to you man to man. Let me tell you what's up.
Man or woman.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not no killer, but I will tell you this, bro. If you was to ever in your fucking life cross paths with me on the streets, and you was to
Man,
come
I'm
into
not
your
trying to
body,
hear none of that shit.
listen,
I
man,
just
you
gave
gonna
you
have to
one
hear it.
fucking
Okay,
He
ass.
just got
You's a
done telling you he
pussy.
sent you
You's
some
a
hold
shit,
up,
pussy.
and you didn't fucking
Body bag.
respond.
Get
I'm just
this
letting you know.
fucking
If you
dickhead out of
ever
here.
cross
Get
me,
this 6'8"
if you
worth
ever
of shit.
cross
Yo,
me,
you a
if you
waste of
ever
height
cross
and weight.
me,
You are
you
a
would
waste
never
of
be able
height
to
and
say,
weight.
bro.
You
Okay,
should
so
be the nigga fighting David
just
Benavidez,
know that.
but yet you on here
I know
arguing with a
that.
bunch of
All that
casuals.
sounds
Get the
good.
fuck out of here.
All that
Get the
sounds good.
fuck out of
Like I
here. This
told you,
clown ass nigga.
the ones who
Anyway,
do
get
all
out
the
of here.
talking,
You's a
you can't
weirdo
fight,
because
bro. I know
any
that you
man
can't
that
fight.
don't want respect from another
You
man
gonna
is a
bring your
weirdo.
pew pew, right? You gonna bring your gun, right? Because you ain't gonna use your
No,
hands.
ain't
You ain't gonna use your
nigga.
hands.
If we trying
You
to
ain't, bro.
fight,
Once
we're
I
trying
grab
to
you,
fight.
listen, man. Once I
Listen,
grab you,
see, no,
once I
listen. You
grab
trying
you,
to grab
fight's over.
niggas? You not even
Once,
trying to
yeah,
box.
that's
You
fighting.
not even trying to box. You
Listen,
trying
man.
to grab
Boxing is
niggas.
boxing.
You can't do
What are
Boxing
you
is a
talking about?
ring.
You
Listen,
listen,
man. When
no,
you're
nigga.
boxing,
I'm trying
you
to
in the
throw
ring. It's
hands,
called
nigga.
street
If you
fighting,
want to
dummy.
grab, nigga, you go to a homosexual club. That's what you do.
Ashley, you almost
David
60
be
years
there every
old. What the fuck are you gonna
Saturday.
do?
Fuck is you talking
Oh
about?
man.
You trying to grab on another man?
Listen,
You know
man.
how
I'm gonna let you
homosexual
know.
that sounds?
I'm gonna let you know. Boxing is for the ring.
That's
When you
worse
in the
than
street, it's
anything
called
you
street
ever said
fighting,
trying to
dummy.
defend
So
David.
of
You
course
trying
you're
to
gonna want
grab
to
on
grab.
another man is worse than
Yep,
anything you
yep,
said trying to
exactly.
defend
I want
David.
to grab
That
on
is
another man
diabolical.
so I could dish rag the shit out of your motherfucking little
Yeah,
ring.
all right.
Exactly.
Well, luckily I got a
Exactly.
background
I'm
in
gonna dish rag
janitorial
the
work,
shit.
so you ain't
Listen, man,
washing
I'm gonna
nothing.
fold you up like your mom do your laundry.
You ain't
Trust me.
washing
I will
nothing.
fold you
You
up and
ain't
press you like
washing
your mom.
nothing.
I will
Listen,
sort your
Aggie,
little ass
listen.
out, bro.
Everybody's a witness right now. I'm
Dude,
about to
listen,
put
man.
my shit back. I'm
Listen,
about to
I'm not
put my
gonna go
shit
back
back
and
in the
forth with
chat.
you.
I'm gonna
I'm not
send
gonna
this
go
nigga
back
my
and forth
email
with you.
again.
You in
Listen.
Pennsylvania?
If you that
Listen, man. What
serious,
part
nigga,
of
I'll throw
Pennsylvania?
you gas
What
money to
part of
come up here.
Pennsylvania? Name the
I'll
name.
throw you
Listen,
Oh,
listen,
Boom!
man.
Pennsylvania, nigga.
Mirage.
How
Hey,
many
First of
times do
all,
I gotta say it?
body.
first of all,
How
you
many
in
times do I
Pierre.
gotta
Body
say it? I
bag.
am in
Is
the
you in
capital
Scranton?
of
Body
Pennsylvania.
bag.
Is
I'm
you
in
in
the capital
Scranton?
of
Listen, man.
Pennsylvania. I'm not trying to hear
Exactly.
none of
I'm
that. When is
listening.
you pulling up?
I'm name off the
When
name.
is
Are
you
you in
pulling up? I'm
Scranton?
not trying to hear nothing else you
Listen,
got to
are
say
you in
unless you're talking
Scranton?
about pulling up.
Are you in
If you're not
Scranton?
talking about pulling up,
That's
Ashy,
what I'm talking
shut the
about.
fuck up and let's talk about
That's what
boxing.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
That's
so
what
you
I'm
gonna pull
asking.
up?
Are
Are
you
you
in
gonna pull up?
Scranton? Listen, man, shut the
No,
fuck up
I
and
told you
listen.
I'm in Harrisburg, you fucking dickhead. How many times
Harrisburg,
do I gotta say it?
bro.
How many times do I got?
Bro,
I'm
you
done.
not where
I'm cool.
Gettysburg at, bro. You
Everybody,
over
I
where
just proved that
Gettysburg at,
Ashy's a
man.
pussy. He's not about
Yep.
what he's talking
Nigga, your
about. He
mama.
don't want to
Listen,
take
no.
my
Matter of
gas
fact, I ain't
money
gonna even
to
put.
come
I
give
ain't
me
gonna.
the ass whooping that
I
he
ain't gonna even put
offered.
your
So
mama
let's
in there.
talk about boxing. I'm
I'm not
muting
gonna put your
myself.
mama. I'm not
I'm
gonna put your
muting
mama in this
myself. I
sport
proved
because
my
I like her.
point. That's the
But I tell
body
you
bag
this.
for the century. I don't need no more body bags.
Listen, bro.
Damn.
You talking about body
Ashley,
bags,
you shook.
bro? You talking
Ashley,
about
you
body
shook.
bags, and a nigga gotta
You
come to PA.
shook.
Listen, no, we gotta meet on equal ground. What the fuck I look like coming to PA?
You told him to
You're
drop
the
the
one at the
ass
hospital,
though.
dumbass.
You told him to drop the ass.
No. If
Bro,
I
you
was
even
Told him
you
to
even
drop
offered
low
me the same
down.
shit
man,
a
listen,
couple
man,
hours ago,
I
you
can't
idiot.
argue. Listen, I can't argue 5 and 6 people. So just wait your turn, Clavo. Wait your turn. Wait your turn, Clavo. So what I'm saying is, if me and you gonna meet at the fight, if me and you gonna meet at the fight, we gonna meet on equal ground. What the fuck I look like coming to Pittsburgh, Harrisburg? You
Why
sound
Ashley to that
stupid.
Ashley,
locale?
hold on.
Sound
I'm gonna
dumb.
say this as calmly as I
That's
can.
like me telling
Ashley,
you to
I'm gonna
come
say
to
this
my
as
Listen,
calmly
yard.
as I
Ashy,
can.
it's gonna
You're
be
the
me
one that's
by
making those
myself.
offers.
Come on,
You
bro.
are
You
the
Sound
one
can't
that's
dumb.
make an
talking about
offer to whoop
each
Listen,
other.
somebody ass,
You're the
and
one
then
that's
when I
making
oblige
threats
it,
for bodily
listen, man.
harm.
Listen,
come on, man.
We done talked about having a meetup. Only thing you got to do is come to the meetup. Because I'm coming.
Nick, I'm here. I gave you my address. What are you talking about?
No, man.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're still talking.
Hold
Your
on.
boy
Guys,
Nuke. I'm trying to explain to you if you shut the fuck up.
Dude,
Nuke said
actually,
he's
it's
having
sounding
a
like
meetup.
David Benavidez right now
Nuke
saying,
said he's having a
I'll fight
meetup for one of the
anyone.
fights. So only thing you got to do is spend your money and come to the fight. And that's what we're gonna have a meetup.
Yeah,
Just
he's doing A side, man. He's picking the location.
If Nuke gonna host it, if Nuke is gonna host it, then we can set something up. But if Nuke's not gonna host it, you're gonna have to come to me yourself.
No doubt. Oh, bro, I'm coming.
And we can film. Well, listen, see, that's the thing about me. Hold on, let me just make this clear. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't give a fuck about winning a fight, but I'm not turning down no smoke. I don't give a fuck about how big you is.
Listen, bro,
I don't give a fuck about how big you is. I'm not turning down nothing.
Hold on, fellas.
Whether you accept it or turn it down, the beating is still going to happen. So it don't matter if you accept it or you turn it down. It's going to be nothing but a beating. That's what I'm telling you. It's inevitable.
Hold on, fellas. I could rent a gym in a neutral spot, and we can film it, and we can all.
Nah, don't bring it in no gym. I'm gonna beat him.
Why not? Why not?
Politics.
Why not?
He gonna bring his gun.
Why not?
He gonna bring his gun. That's what he gonna do.
Listen.
Yeah, he want to bring that strap. That's what he want to do. He want to bring that big ass. He want to bring that big ass 40. That's what he want.
I'm telling you what I want to do.
You sounded just like David. You sounded just like David. You ain't want no street fight, but you talking that boxing shit. That's a body bag. You sound just like David. I don't want to fight in Saudi. I don't want to fight on Alcatraz.
I don't want to fight in Pennsylvania or at the gym.
I don't want to fight in PA.
I done told you I don't need no ring. I want to beat you up on sight. Fuck going to a ring. I'm going to beat you up as soon as I see you. Just slap the shit out of your little bitch ass. That's all I'm going to do.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You ain't doing shit.
That's what I'm going to do. Clavo, I already told you I'm going to
listen, hey, you think you finna slap me, bro? You got a long way coming, and trust me. I got a couple. Hey, listen.
When I walk up on you, I already know
put it together, Nuke. I don't got nothing else to say to this homosexual man. Put that shit together.
What's wrong with the gym, Yeah, what's wrong with the gym, Ashley? What's wrong with the gym?
That's gonna be the first thing he gonna say. I'm not fighting that big nigga. I promise you.
Listen, the biggest nigga that I ever fought was 6'6". The biggest nigga I ever fought was 6'6", and you only 2 inches taller than that. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on, Ashley. If he says that, if he says that, it don't matter. I got the camera, and we'll admit it's a joke. Hold on. We're all men. We'll shake and go our separate ways.
I'm not shaking nothing. I'm showing up with these fucking hands. Only thing I'm shaking is that nigga hand in his stomach. I'm not shaking nothing. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm not shaking nothing. Fuck him. I'm keeping the same energy. Fuck Ashy. And when I see him, it's fuck him. Fuck is you talking about? I'm tired of y'all weak ass niggas coming on here embarrassing yourself on Nuke Live. I'm cutting this shit to an end. All that, man, fuck that. Stop moving the goalposts. Stop moving the goalposts. We talking about real life hands, not no fucking video game.
Why not the gym?
Why not the gym? Hey, Nuke, you come to DC or Philly and we can make that shit happen.
Look, man, I'm in Philly every year. I go to Philly all the time.
Listen, I'm only 2 hours from Philly. We can make that. As a matter of fact, I'm only 2. But since Ashley gonna be there, I'll make it an hour.
Stop talking and set the date. I'm done with all the preaching. When you ready?
Hey, that's up to Nuke now. That's up to Nuke.
Okay, let me find a gym. Hold on, let me find a gym, and then I'll book the ticket. I'll say we'll set it all up. Let me find a gym.
I'm not going live. I need a clause. That's gonna make sure this nigga's not trying to grab me.
Fuck you talking
I'm not trying to go in there. I'm not trying to go in there when this motherfucker trying to hold on me.
Hold on. Actually, the only thing is,
I need a clause.
I'm 2 hours away from Philly. I'm 2 hours away from Philly.
One second.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
Hold on. This is a straight boxing match. Boxing rules apply. No grappling. This ain't Devin Haney. No hugging.
All right, cool. Say less. That's all I want. That's all I need to hear.
I got to ask Mills. I got to ask Mills. Mills, should this be like a doghouse rules type thing where they fight until somebody quit, or should we have rounds?
Man, we should have rounds because I'm not that in shape. I'm gonna keep it mean. I'm gonna keep it mean.
Let them dictate. Let them
Listen, I'm cool. I'm cool with 3 rounds.
It gotta be rounds, bro. Because actually, that nigga's borderline Medicare, bro.
I'm gonna give Young Blood about maybe 3 rounds the most.
No, we agree. We agree on that. 3 rounds is cool for me.
So we have 3 rounds. Hold on, we have 3 rounds, and then no matter what happens at the end, hold on, unless nobody quits, we'll shake hands and walk away with respect.
To be honest with you,
I'm not walking away with nothing. Fuck Ashley, I'm keeping the same energy. I tried to give him respect, and he didn't want it.
To the boxing match because I'm a street fighter, but
I agree
to the boxing match. I agree to come on, man, stop playing. So all of y'all in here are all of y'all are boxers. Every time y'all get into a beat.
If you're a real street fighter, you wouldn't be making threats because you know what?
Y'all sound dumb as shit.
The reason why I don't make threats, hold on.
Whenever y'all get into some shit on the street,
the reason why I don't make threats,
y'all don't have a street fight.
No, hold on. I just talk shit. No, but the reason why I don't make threats,
you just run your mouth. You don't fight.
Nah, motherfucker. I don't make threats because I know what I'm capable of. I know how I can leave you. And you're not hard to figure out, bro.
Hold on, 1 second. Am I gonna have to rent a gym in Vegas for Clavo to come out there and get this board?
Yeah, man, sign me up, bro.
I want him first.
Sign me up.
I want
This motherfucker think I'm small or something, bro.
Hey, listen, he's going off on Nuke. If you really built like that, you might as well get 3 with me and 3 with Clavo.
figure
you really
this.
built like that. You didn't sick
Hold
nigga,
on,
nigga. And you fucking He-Man.
Andrew,
That's
what's
why I
up,
say, man,
Andrew?
you talking so much, you ain't listening to what I just said. I said I
I'm
want
2
Quavo
hours away
first.
from
Didn't
Philly,
you just hear
and
me
if you
say that?
book the Vegas one, I love Vegas. I'll go out there with you.
I
Take
mean,
your
look, we
take
can do.
your
Hold
red
on, hold on.
nose
We
and your
can do
makeup
like the
off. Stop being
Canelo
a clown,
Crawford.
and
We
you'll
can do
listen to that.
Vegas. We can do Omaha, and we can do Philly.
Where
We
the
can
fuck my
make a
lighter
stop
at?
in each
God damn
one.
it.
Hey,
This
real
man,
rap. You
this
ain't
man
even you
said,
come up here. You ain't even got to rent a gym from up here, man. Because
Mills got
I'm
us.
going right to the
oh
gym
man,
He
as soon as I
got
get
us.
off
He
this
got
live.
us.
All we
That's
got to do
it.
is pull up.
How about we do
Uh-huh.
that?
this man said he a street fighter. I'm saying street fighter. What are you doing, Hadouken?
Look, I just want to check in. Quavo, let me
Yeah,
ask you
Exactly.
Ah,
this,
this
And
Quavo.
real
you
ass nigga.
if you
Hold
know
This
what
on,
real
Quavo. I
happened,
got
ass
a quick one
nigga.
for Quavo.
if you know
Quavo,
what happened after the Hadouken,
That
right?
nigga say
And
Hadouken.
you know
What
what happens
state?
after that Hadouken, and your ass is on the
Hold on
floor.
one
Good
second,
night.
Quavo.
That's
Which
big
Holla
state is
facts.
at you.
That's
best for
big
you,
facts.
Quavo?
Holla at you.
Quavo, what state is best for you? Is it Vegas? Is it Nebraska? What state is best for you?
I think Vegas would probably be the best one.
Okay.
Man, listen, I'm broke as
I
fuck. I
go
need
to
somewhere
Vegas.
close.
I
I
go
ain't
to
even gonna
Philly.
front.
I would love to do one in Omaha
Hold
too.
on. Oh boy, hold on.
Wait it.
What's your name,
Fuck,
PA?
go to PA. We go
PA,
to
what you
PA.
say? Yeah, hold on. Dude from PA, what your name is?
Man,
Park
you
Street
know his
3.
name,
Park
bitch.
Street.
Know
Stop
his
acting
name?
stupid.
Park Street.
First of all, if when he first said something to me before me and him to Papa, what was the first thing I said? I don't know who you is. Ain't that what I said before? I said anything else.
You
Yeah,
did.
that's
You know
facts.
who he is.
He said that.
If I
That's
knew who
true.
the fuck it was, I would have addressed him by his name.
And
I
How
didn't
you
know. To
not
be
gonna
honest,
know
to
who
be
he
honest
is?
with
hold
you,
on, before we
to
go
be
any
honest
further,
with you,
but
I didn't know. I
I
didn't know
want to
who I was
mention
talking
something that was said. I want to mention something that said. Ashley Knuckles said that he wants to fight Clavo before he fights Park Street, so that means he really not interested in Park
to. See
Street.
now,
It's
to
kind of
be
like
honest with you,
it's kind of
to
like
be
David
honest with
saying
you,
I
he
wasn't
wants
gonna say
Callum Smith,
nothing.
but
to be
Fuck it.
honest with you, if Park Street just would have said Park Street, I would have known who the fuck I was talking to, and I wouldn't have came off.
I just
Nah,
said
Ain't it
it.
on his name?
so
I
just
didn't
no,
give
I
an
didn't.
Oh,
apology.
I didn't know. No,
Ain't
hold
that
on.
in
I'm
the
saying. I'm
caption?
saying.
I
Like I said,
came
That's
we
in
still could.
stupid.
saying what's
We
Nah,
up,
still
that's
could do
Ashley.
it.
stupid.
We
Nah,
still
that's
could do
I
stupid.
came
whatever.
in
But
saying
I
Because
what's
if
just,
up
you
with
look
you,
at the
I didn't know
Ashley.
screen,
who it was.
nah, when you look at the screen, you should see whose profile's popping,
Bruh,
and
first of all,
you know his voice. I
listen,
know
man.
his voice.
Exactly.
Fucking
I'm
dumb
holding.
fuck. Shut up, bro.
First
You
of all,
making
I'm not
excuses,
looking
man.
at the
Shut up.
screen. I'm
Ain't
holding
trying
the
to hear that
phone up.
dumb
Short-term
shit.
memory loss.
I know you're not trying to hear, but
Listen,
being that my
I feel what you're saying,
microphone,
Ashley. It ain't. I
being
feel
that
what
my
you're saying, but
microphone is at the
the
bottom of
energy's
my
still the same.
screen,
Set that shit up, Nuke.
that's
I'm
cool.
not
That's
trying to
cool.
hear
But
none of
like I
that.
said, man,
I'm
being
not
that
trying
my
to hear none of
phone,
that.
that's cool. I'm not
Hold on.
talking to you right
Let
now.
me just ask you this, Park Street. Park Street. Ashley Knuckles saying he wouldn't approach you this way if he knew who he was talking to. Would you accept his semi-apology and we can walk away from this as men?
Oh, listen, I'm a man regardless, but I respect that. I told Ashley I respect that, but I keep the same energy. Fuck him, set it up, Nuke.
I know, but
He
he's
try to
really
respect you first.
You
Exactly.
can't
That's
say
what I'm
all
talking about.
all
He
of that
really
Bruh,
shit.
don't
say
want
less.
this, Park.
Listen, man,
Please.
you
You
don't gotta
can't
keep.
say all of that
Listen,
shit
man,
and then expect me to
you
back what
gotta,
I'm saying. I
listen, man.
meant everything I
Listen, man.
said.
Stop selling all the wolf tickets. We already said it's done, so we don't have to say no more. You
All
sitting
right,
on here
All
I
right,
got
selling,
it.
cool.
I
you
Nuke,
got it.
set
I'm
it
selling
gonna
up.
look
wolf
for the
tickets.
gym. I'm gonna
You
start looking
selling
for the
wolf
gyms,
tickets for
man.
turkey prices, man.
I'm not
Ain't
selling
nobody
no wolf
buying them.
tickets. Niggas just
So
coming for
you
free.
show
If
me all
anything,
this.
I was trying to
Show
pay
me all this
you.
after we meet
I
up,
was
bro.
trying to pay
I'm
you
not
to
gonna
come
sit here.
see me.
I'm not gonna keep
I was
talking.
trying to pay you,
He
Listen,
David.
did
bro.
offer you
But
Listen,
gas
bro.
money,
You said
Ashley.
keep
you
the
didn't
same
want to sign the
energy.
contract, David.
Bro, you said keep the same energy. Only thing I said, I didn't know who I was talking to. I don't give a fuck about dusting you up. That's nothing. Nigga,
All
listen
right,
here. First of all,
well, now you
first
know
of
who you
all,
talking to.
look at
Don't
here,
try to
man. First
walk
of
that
all,
back and change the
let
goalpost.
me tell you a little. Let me tell you a
Talk
little
about I
dumb
didn't
ass
know who
something.
you was talking to. You knew the fuck I was talking to.
Y'all,
Fuck out of
he
here. You
knew.
know who you was talking
Man,
to.
this
he
Fuck
is
out of
what
fucking
here.
I
knew.
do.
Don't disrespect me like that,
Like I
Ashley.
said,
You
man.
know what
First,
the fuck it
like
is.
I said, bro.
Come
Now
on,
that I
man.
know, who want to talk about fuck you and your mama, nigga. I don't give a fuck about.
I don't like that bitch anyway. I don't like her either. At least we agree on something, Ashy. At least we agree on something, Ashy.
Fuck up, because that's what you're doing.
Say it again. Say fuck her again. Make me feel good about it.
Nigga, fuck your mama, your papa, your grandmama, your kids, your daughter.
That's cool. I don't got kids, but you know that's cool.
Yeah, I'm a nasty man. So I'm gonna
that's cool. Listen, I just want hey Mills, you all hear this, right? I want him to keep this same energy when he see me. I want to keep that same energy. I'm not trying to hear nothing. I'm
all right then, so shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna send you a picture so you know what I look like.
Let's go on with the show.
Matter of fact,
I just want to set another rule. I just want to set another rule.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because I'm gonna really do you dirty.
Yeah, I know.
You better keep your eyes on me. You better keep your eyes on me.
Unless you come in, unless you telling me,
I be at P talking, y'all.
Hold on, fellas. 1 second. Ashley Park. I just want to say,
I don't want to buy his tickets.
Hold on, Ashley.
Shut the fuck up, Ashley.
I'm a really look into the gyms on this. Once I figure out the dates and all this,
all right, well, get back at me. Get back at me when you
I just
find
want to finish what I'm saying, Ashley. I don't want to get caught in no bullshit. So
when
I find the gym, when I find the gym, don't nobody come strapped up. I'm not trying to get fucked up out there. I'm just trying to host a fight.
Tell him that.
Well,
You the one who said no gym, though.
Well, let's just make this abundantly clear. Let's just make this abundantly clear. Let's just make that. Listen, it is my Second Amendment right to carry my firearm. That's my Second Amendment right. That don't got nothing to do with me bringing that in the gym. I'm not bringing shit in the gym, but left and right. I'm bringing left and right in the motherfucking gym.
Listen, man,
left and right. That's it. That's it. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
We don't have to keep talking about it
all that big nigga shit. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
So we just gonna wait.
I ain't saying all of that, but I'm definitely gonna put pause on you. I'm definitely gonna put pause on you.
I got one more question. Ashley Knuckles, you are about 6'8", right?
Exactly. 6'8".
How much do you weigh, Ashley? If you don't mind.
290.
About 300. About 300.
Right now, about around 280.
You're 300. You're 300.
283. About 283.
Okay, so my brother,
I can tell by
listen, bro. Listen, that's all I do.
Hold on one second.
That's all I do is work out.
6'8", 280.
That's all I do is work out. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, clowns.
Listen, I'm 5'7", 180.
Hold on, fellas. Park Street. Can I get your height and weight, please?
5'7", 180.
Man, go ahead, lay down,
I don't know if this makes sense.
Go lay down.
You're in there with a heavyweight, my brother.
I don't give a fuck.
We
don't never say that to Canelo.
First of all,
we don't never say that to Canelo.
You gonna be punching me in my nuts, man. You too short, man. You a little
it don't matter. It don't fucking matter.
Nah, I don't want to beat up on my kids.
Listen. You got that big ass gut. I'm gonna be man. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna be putting pause on you. We not fighting dirty like you, Ashley. You want to grab on to niggas.
Nah, Park Street. Whenever I hear Ashley, I feel like I hear a fucking bootleg Dave Chappelle. He's not bad.
Real rap. I can smell the Twinkies on this nigga's breath.
Listen, if I was a little,
nah, he sounds skinny,
like the rest.
I said he was 300 before he said he was 290. How do I know that?
Damn.
How do I know that? Because I specialize in customer service, pussy.
No,
I know more about you than you know about yourself. And you some pussy. You some pussy. I can smell the drawers from here.
Listen, bro, if I'm 6'8",
I can smell the drawers from vaginal secretion.
So
that's what I'm smelling.
Yeah,
all right, Mr.
fight,
Professor.
Man, this ain't gonna work.
I'm 6'8", right? If I'm 6'8", that's common sense that I'm gonna have some weight on you, dummy. So what?
That makes sense. I don't give a fuck about none of that weight.
But it sounds like you're trying to get out of
here. Hey, Mills, I played football in Atlanta, nigga. The average receiver that I played against being a corner and a safety was 6'4". Fuck is this nigga talking about? I'm really about that work.
Hold up.
I'm really about that work.
Did you say 5'7"?
What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Niggas, Canelo's the same height as me, knocking niggas out this size. What are you talking about?
Hold up, man.
What are you talking about? Yeah, nigga, I ain't stutter. I ain't stutter.
5'7"?
Yeah.
5'7".
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Is that going to stop you? Is that going to stop you?
Look.
I don't even know why we talking about weight and size. That shit don't matter to me.
Because Ashley thinks he's got an advantage
y'all
because
remember
he's
that
taller,
game,
bro.
Pac-Man?
Yeah, man, fuck him.
Y'all remember the
I
game,
ain't worried
Pac-Man?
about that size. Listen,
I
love fighting niggas bigger than me, bro. Niggas my size can't fuck with me, bro.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that vintage? Y'all remember that vintage video game, Pac-Man?
We remember it, man.
You remember what it sounded like when he was eating the little power pellets and shit?
And you're Miss Pac-Man.
Listen, for your every 8 little punches, man, one punch is gonna feel like I took your soul, bro.
Nigga, that's if you can hit me. That's if you can hit me.
Listen, ain't no if.
Because I'm definitely gonna be
Stop. Hold up. So what you gonna be running? So what you gonna pull a William Skull? That's what you gonna do?
Ain't nobody gonna be no. Ain't nobody gonna. I'm gonna be right there in front of you. I'm gonna be right there in front of you. I ain't doing no running. I'm gonna be right there in front of you.
Listen, man. Once I clock your little ass that first time, bro, trust me.
Listen, it don't matter. Listen, it don't matter. It don't listen. This is what you gotta understand. You care so much. Hold on. You care so much about winning. It's not about winning. It's about me telling you that you're not going to disrespect me and run your fucking mouth without there being consequences.
First of all, I didn't disrespect you.
What are we talking about?
I don't know you. I don't fuck with you. You said fuck you.
He tried to respect me first, dumbass.
Is that respect or is it disrespect?
I don't fuck with you.
You just okay then. Okay, so if that's how you feel, keep the same energy.
Listen, so you got real emotional because little old Ashley don't fuck with you.
Yo, what happened to Nuke?
It ain't got shit to do with being emotional. It's me calling you out on your bullshit. I'm tired of y'all acting like y'all tough, offering to whoop niggas' asses, but ain't none of y'all trying to pull up.
Hold on.
That's
Who
a
said
fact.
what first?
You said that
You did, bro. You've been sitting. You've been talking about.
You forgot the lie, Ashy. You forgot the lie when you and Andrew Tucker was talking that tough shit, and I had to defend Mills because his mic was fucking up.
Yo, he was like, Ashley such and such. I was like, I don't know who this is. I don't fuck with you. You was like, oh, well, if the disrespect like that, then fuck you them too. Fuck you too, pussy. And
yeah, because I asked you how your day was going.
So being that you called,
what the fuck is we talking about?
So you telling me if we in the streets, right? If me and you was sitting on the bus and I started calling you a pussy and all that, you ain't gonna slap shit out of me? You ain't gonna put hands on me?
No, I'm not gonna slap the shit out you. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking mouth.
All right then. So exactly. So that's why
I'm not gonna slap the shit. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking mouth.
That's why I'm
listen, I think you're forgetting all of the conversations that we had prior to today. But I didn't. And on the same live that Mills, his mic was fucking up, and you and Andrew Tucker was trying to come at him, and I was defending him, and y'all two dickheads was offering to pull up on niggas, and that's the first day that I put my email in the fucking chat. So I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I'm taking the same energy from 7 videos ago. So fuck out of here.
You
fuck out of here.
Nacho, that's when the same pull-up started with you, bro.
That's what you talking about. I came in here with respect, and you gave me disrespect. You said you didn't want my respect. Is that or is that not what he said?
You're not about to sit here. You acting like you don't know what you sound like, bro. I don't need to see your name to know what you sound like, Ashley.
I said all that after you said the pussy and all that extra shit. That's when I said that. So
no, that's not true, Ashley. You and the boy Tucker was running your mouth, offering to pull niggas cards, and I gave you my address. I put my email in. I gave you the city that I was in. I gave you the state that I was in. I didn't get no email from either one of you niggas. So I'm not trying to hear none of that.
Y'all young niggas are stupid. Listen, any nigga will be stupid to come to
you. You an old nigga that's stupid.
Any nigga will be stupid to come.
You're the one. Listen, y'all were the two offering to pull up. You're just mad because I pulled your card. And I gave you my address, and now you scared talking about, I don't want to pull up. I don't want to pull up no more. But yeah, you the nigga talking about you 6'8", 300 pounds, but you scared of man. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
You moving the goalpost, Ashley? You moving the goalpost?
No, you talking about killing niggas. We talking about throwing hands.
What are you
talking about? You talking about? Hold on, panels. See, this is that bitch shit that I be talking about. You talking about trying to kill niggas? I'm not trying to hear none of that.
Park Street. What did he say about smoking? Why is we still talking about this?
Yep.
We said we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Why is we still going back?
We can't set that up, Ashley, because I'm not trying to be in the crossfire of you getting.
That's what I'm saying. He talking about killing niggas and coming on his property. That's weird shit to me, bro. That's weird. At first you talk about holding a man, now you talk about killing him. Come on, man. You want some Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. I'm not feeling that.
First of all, only thing I said was I don't know you, I don't fuck with you. So if I don't know you,
you're lying though.
You're lying. How the fuck if I'm lying if I wasn't?
Because you know what the fuck he sound like. You don't need to see his name not to know who he is.
I don't listen,
exactly.
man. It be so
his
many people
profile
talking.
pic pops when he speaks.
Listen, man. You don't
listen.
I know all y'all voices. I've been listening to y'all for like 3 years, so I know everybody's voice without seeing it.
Park Street. I'm apologize. Hold on 1 second, Ashley. I'm apologize on behalf of Ashley Knuckles.
Don't do it, Nuke. Don't do it, because I'm gonna tell you, fuck you too. Don't do it. Don't do it. I keep that same energy, Nuke. You want to defend this pussy? Fuck you too. I keep the same energy. Don't do that, Nuke. I fuck with you, Nuke. Don't do that. Fuck him. Set that shit up. I don't got nothing else to say. What's the next topic?
I don't take time to sit up and names and who's saying what.
Street has spoken.
Like I said, nigga, set this shit the fuck up. Let's stop talking about it and move on with the show, bro.
Can we get Mirage on the undercard?
So we just gonna go ahead and
hell yeah, we need
Mirage and Steel. Mirage and Steel.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we can make it a 2-on-2. Y'all know in Russia they be doing that 5-on-5 shit.
You still selling wolf tickets, bro? You still selling wolf tickets?
Yo, this is going left, bro.
I ain't selling nothing. The fight's already sold. It's already sold.
You still talking about it?
Yeah, because you still a pussy.
Like a little fucking chihuahua.
I'm still talking about it because you still a pussy. What are we talking about?
Because you doing a lot of chirping right now.
Hey,
I know you can't fight.
You banging on you.
Mills, put your email in the joint, Mills. I got an old video that's on YouTube of what them hands used to do. And I only need to be half of that to beat this nigga the fuck up.
Everybody is. Hold on. This is the way. I already got Park Street's information. Ashley, go ahead and put your email in the private chat, and I'm gonna reach out to you so we can get all this set up.
How would I get to
Hey, Mills, put your joint in the chat too, because I'm gonna send you the video.
All you gotta do is put your email in the private chat.
Let's put $20 each one so we can get a purse going for these guys, and a WWE toy belt too.
That's all we want. Just ask me.
Oh yeah, we need that IBFP belt. We need that IBFP belt.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna have to make some pop, man. We're gonna have to make some pop.
And we're gonna get gonna get a casual belt for Ashley too.
So we got Ashley. I need your email in the private chat, Ashley.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put that shit in there.
Okay, if you
don't,
we're just gonna take it as a win for Park Street, and he gonna get emailed the IBFP belt.
Hell no, I gotta fight him. I'm not David. I'm not David. I got to earn that.
Damn.
Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. I got to get in there, and me and Ashley got to see each other. I don't want no fucking email belt. I'm not David.
I got you.
So
I'm not Ashley's favorite fighter.
Is it David Benavidez a swole down there or something?
Oh, he peaced out.
Oh, he left. Oh, no. He back. Get this fucking dickhead out of here.
Quack fucking quack. Quack fucking
I'm not
quack.
trying to hear none of that shit.
Clubbo, is that a duck?
That's man crack motherfucking quack.
That's a duck.
Bro, how you gonna just what the fuck?
Wait, Park Street, you got your answer. We gotta email your belt.
Hey, listen,
email your belt.
listen. Like I said, I want you to set that shit up, and I want y'all niggas to see me in the ring. That's the real duck.
Bro, this motherfucker said he hit the wrong button.
Yeah, he hit the wrong button. Sure he did.
Also,
He's been on this live for a year and a half, almost 2 years, and still don't know which button to push.
No, not just that. We've been on these lives for a while now, and we don't know how we sound like. I know what Park Street sound like. He's
Park Street, he
Exactly.
don't really want it, bro. I'm telling you, he don't really want it.
I know every one of y'all voices. I've been listening to y'all for almost 3 years. I've been listening for 3 years. As soon as you start talking, I know exactly who it is. I know exactly who it is.
I can vouch for that because when I listen to Mirage, I know a bitch when I hear it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, man.
I respect Solidus more than I respect Ashy. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro.
Weird ass nigga.
Park Street stood on business. Park Street stood on business.
Standing on business.
There you go.
He's back. He's back.
The little chihuahuas are still barking, bro. You really think? Do you really think I would leave a show? You really think I would leave a show for?
I don't know what I think. I'm just looking at what's going on.
You actually really think?
Motherfuckers is lit right now.
You wait forward. Don't act like you have
barking, man. Look here, man. The show must go on. The show must go on. Like I said, I done dropped all the information is dropped. So the only thing we got to do now just wait for.
Okay, and so I'm gonna set up the gym. I'm gonna tell you my plan, so we already know.
Yeah, make sure it's on the weekend where I ain't gotta work.
You don't
Any plans that we're gonna make is gonna be towards any plans that we make is gonna be towards the end of July, towards the beginning of August.
All right, say look, give me a little time to train.
Things bubbling with some chicks. I got some things lined up. Y'all can't mess that up for me.
I got some drawers to drop.
we gotta get those cleared up. Mirage Mama on deck. We gotta get all
Coach Mills, I'm gonna need your video training me.
I got you, gang. I got you.
Damn,
I'm about to hit
bro,
the
you
gym
need
right
training?
now.
You need training?
All right, Mills.
You need training?
Hell yeah. 3 minutes is a long time. If any real fighter knows that 3 minutes is a long time.
You going to sleep in a minute.
Okay, then. If that's God's will, that's God's will. But before I go to sleep, you get punched in the fucking mouth.
Listen,
you get punched in the fucking mouth.
If you go to sleep in a minute and 30,
I will make sure that we set that shit up right.
Clown you, man. If I put you to sleep in there,
listen.
If I put you to sleep in that ring,
I'm gonna show you what David should be doing. I'm gonna show you what David should be doing.
Ain't gonna come back to the show no more.
I'm gonna show you what David. Listen, win, lose or draw, I'm gonna be here. If I got a black eye and a busted lip, I'm gonna let niggas show proof because I stepped in the ring with you because I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy. Win, lose or draw, I'm keeping the same energy.
And hold on,
I'm keeping the same energy.
I got a call out to make. I got a call out to make. I got a call out to make. My call out is to Fight Sports Talk. You ducking me, pussy. All right, keep going, guys.
What happened?
You'll come back. You'll come back to the show with a W, but for an L, oh, you're not gonna come back. You're not because you ain't gonna want to answer
I'm gonna be listen. It's gonna be on a live stream. I'm gonna look right in the joint and say, Ashley knocked me out. But guess what? Ashley can't say. Ashley can't say I ain't pull up. Ashley can't say I ain't punch him in his fucking mouth. So I'm not trying to hear none of that.
You ain't gonna want to talk to Mirage and answer questions of how.
I don't want to talk to him now. Fuck Mirage.
Listen, man, because I'm gonna feel like David Benavidez. I'm gonna feel like El Monstro standing over you, man. It's not gonna feel. It's not gonna feel good when I put these hands on you, bro.
Listen, you and David is motherfucking Mike and Sully from Monsters Inc. Those are the type of monsters that you niggas is.
I just wish it was somebody around in my area who I done put to sleep so they could tell you, like, man, look here, man, that man hit you, you going to sleep. I'm telling you,
it don't matter.
That shouldn't be hard to find.
I'm not a pussy, Ashy. That don't scare me, Ashy.
How you
just because you got a little power?
How you going to leave
matter?
Pennsylvania to go get put to sleep? Come on, bro, that don't even sound right.
Because I'm not a pussy like you. I'm willing to travel. You not.
Where you coming from?
You borderline retirement, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't gonna pull up on nobody, dog. You just make idle threats. That's all you do. You've been doing that from the get-go.
But we already know how much of a pussy you is because we don't even need Nuke for this. You need Nuke to designate this shit. That's how much of a pussy you is.
Look, man,
you gotta have the landlord. You gotta have the landlord rent out one of his buildings so I can whoop your ass in it.
Come on, Tiger. Come on, bro.
I got a big ass parking lot right in front of my crib. Come on, man.
I think Ashley's trying to show us how to suck dick, bro. I keep on hearing
Sound like you smacking on something.
And the only other thing I'll say is, if Clavo and everybody, I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas later this year anyway. So if y'all do want to set that up in Vegas for any reason, I'll make that work too.
Listen, man, wherever.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't got money like Ashy. So the closer to home, the better. But just know that I'm pulling up. Just know that I'm pulling up.
Because Ashley didn't mention Clavo 10 times in y'all conversation. I don't know why you keep mentioning Clavo for some reason.
He ain't talking about shit. Man, my motherfucker ain't talking shit with me, bro. He don't know what the fuck he's in for with me. I'm gonna give you that.
Listen, he just want to sweat in the ring with Clavo because that's the closest he gonna get to David Benavidez. He want to sweat in the ring with Clavo because that's the closest he gonna get to sweating with David Benavidez.
Man, somebody call Bigfoot hunters, man. There's too many werewolves in here.
Hold on. I gotta read the chats, man. They're on my neck, bro.
Was that supposed to be
wolf tickets being sold in here, man?
I got you, New Era. Freedom of speech says
I was trying to show respect to Ashley, and he sparked a whole new flame. Fuck him.
Hold on. Freedom of speech says nobody fight, only versus other channels instead. So they saying they want you guys to fight against people from other channels. They don't want you fighting each other. They want you guys to have peace. But it sounds like we're beyond that.
Me and Ashley would do damage tag team, but fuck him.
Exactly. So like I said, man, you don't have to keep selling the tickets.
Domo says, Ashley, are you on steroids? And why is your mom's catching strays?
Natural born.
And why is his mom's catching strays, Ashley? Why bring her in this, bro?
Exactly, bro. That's what he does, bro. He makes threats. He talks about your mom, your sister, all this other shit.
It's just an emotional reaction to him. It ain't nothing that he don't normally do.
Let me tell you why.
He wants to bring up the family. Wants to bring up knocking your head off. Bro, we know who the puppy is here.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Why you over there?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Listen, man. Anybody on this show knows I never get disrespectful until you start getting disrespectful.
No, that's not true.
That's cat. That's not true.
Now listen,
that's cat, motherfucker.
Because y'all niggas was disrespecting the fuck out of him, and he couldn't defend himself.
No,
that's
he
cat.
didn't like the rebuttals I gave you because you got mad.
And we got videos to prove it.
If it's
Ashley, is there any chance? Hold on,
listen, man.
Hold on, Ashley. Is there any chance I could get you and everybody on the panel to go against other channels instead of each other? Is there any chance?
I don't.
Hell yeah.
Always game.
I'm with all the smoke.
Listen here, even though, and this comes from the heart, even though I'm one of the bad guys that come on the show, I rocks with you, Nuke. So yeah, of course, being that I come on your show, that should show you that.
Are you really a bad guy, or are you like David?
Nah, this is the weakest link, bro. We gonna lose against another panel with him.
So the bottom line is this: if it came to us having to go to battle with another channel, I'm with y'all. It's all good. But
that's real shit.
Like he said, if you feel I'm a weak chain, that's cool. But like I said, I always yeah, I was disrespectful by coming out my mouth saying I didn't know you because, like I said, I didn't know who I was talking to because, like I said,
so
Mike was at the bottom of my phone, looking at my screen.
We squashing the right part.
I'm not squashing nothing.
Damn.
If you say so, but like I said, man, it's all good. We could do whatever.
Listen,
Because
I have a brand
so if I
that's built
disrespect
off
your
my
mother,
word.
if I disrespect anybody in your
I don't
family,
go back
stand
on my
that
word.
shit, nigga. It is what it is. So if a
Yeah,
motherfucker
and we
gonna handle
agree.
me, then
Yo,
handle
Park's
me.
from the East
So
Coast,
that's the
bro.
point I'm
Park's a
trying to
real
make. I
one.
don't have to keep talking about this shit no more.
Talk
So, I
about
mean,
all the
Nuke
smoke.
said Nuke
Park's
said
from
when
the
he
East
set the
Coast,
shit
bro.
up,
You
he got
can't bring it up
everybody
and then get
email.
quiet about it.
He's gonna send
Look,
the
Park a
information.
real one.
I don't have to
We're
keep
gonna
sitting
set
here
this
for an
shit
hour.
up because see, you
Bruh,
got a
I don't
habit
have
of
to sit here for an
lying.
hour and talk
You
about
got a
what I'm gonna do
habit
to
of
you
lying.
because
So we
not
need
in front
all
of
of
each
this
other.
on footage so we can go back and say this is all the times that you
Okay,
lie.
cool. You just no. You the
Real
one who
talk
have to go
combat. I'm
back
gonna
to the
make you a
footage.
mod then.
I don't have to go back to no footage. Only footage I'm
I
gonna
gotta
want to see
say
is the one of
something.
me
What y'all
knocking you
think?
the fuck out. That's all I'm gonna
All right,
want to
let me
see.
change.
Hold on. Let me finish these chats real quick. EGOT says Terrence, Meldrick, Taylor, Crawford, broken, horrible. Domo says Ashy is IBFP's Charleston White.
Yeah, and what Charleston White do? WON.
He won. He
got
won.
the
He
W.
did win. He
He
did
got
win.
the W.
Mars says Ashy said he's a Las Vegas fighter, not a Philly fighter.
For real,
Just shout
bro.
out to Clavo.
Damn.
Joe says Ashley sounds like Southpaw. New Era says I'm convinced Clavo got opened up in prison because all he do is talk about dick. What about a bunch of dudes on the panel? Oh my god,
Man, that's fucking everybody, bro. Still just told fucking Mirage to suck a dick too, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, I've been in fucking prison. Yeah, motherfuckers breaking ice, bro. Yeah, we did that shit.
Yeah.
And
Oh, so
and
that
guess what? Every
explains
fucking Friday, every
why
fucking
you
Friday
always
was guess
get your
what?
little homo
Every
jokes
Friday
and
was
shit.
fight day. Cause every Friday we get them letters and motherfuckers get bad news and they just want to squab it the fuck out.
Yeah,
That
you
was
know,
every
and you
motherfucking Friday.
you also know in
oh,
prison they don't
man.
play that telling the motherfucker to suck your dick because you die for that.
No shit, motherfucker. I got in a lot of scraps because of it,
All right,
motherfucker.
then. So you need to
That
keep
means,
that
that means I'm
vocabulary
used
out your
to it.
mouth.
That
You
means
need to
I'm
keep
used
that
to it, bitch.
vocabulary out your
That means
mouth.
that I will make an example out of you.
Nay,
I
I know
know
all
what
that
I'm
sounds
capable of
good.
doing to you.
Listen, man,
I will
without no
twist you up
weapons,
as a
I know
pretzel,
you
little
nothing,
boy.
bro.
You little
You'll
bitch
need a
ass
shank.
boy.
You'll need a gun.
Get
Because
down on
you
your
ain't gonna
knees,
do
little
shit with
boy.
your hands, Clavo. That's what niggas do in
Suck some
prison.
David dick,
What's
little
the first
boy.
thing y'all grab in prison? The
Hold
lock
on. Let
and
me
the
finish
sock.
the chats, fellas. Hold on. Let me finish the chats. Then you guys can continue. Domo says obliged
I'm gonna
with two
read you
things
real
he
quick.
wanted with no leverage, and he still wasn't happy because he represents bitch shit. Let me see if there's anything else that I missed, man. My brother L. Caesar says, shout out to my city with the win, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shout out to the Thunder, man. They got it. The People's Eyebrow says Shaq has a better resume than Bud Crawford.
That's true.
Nah, that's fucked up.
That's
What the
fucked
fuck?
up right there, bro.
He fought Oscar
Louis
De La
P
Hoya.
says, Louis P says, throw Boots in there with that dude that knocked out Tim Zoo.
Hey, well, I just want to know
Morales.
why the fuck did Bud, of all names, Bud could come up with? Why the fuck did
don't
he
know.
scream out those names?
I don't know. Toe-to-toe boxing says y'all must be related to Vergil. Ain't no way y'all think he's elite. The guy fought nothing but bums. I disagree with that toe-to-toe. Vergil got a nice little resume he's building. He's trying to fight all the best. Oh, man. Oh, no. And one baller says Garage was abused. I can't say this. By a ginger-looking man.
Oh, man.
Hey, Clavo, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Damn, bro.
Crazy.
Hey, damn, that's fucked up, bro. I'm appalled.
I'm appalled.
Bro,
Mirage, are you okay?
Damn.
Nuke, I mean, he is from down in Australia, bro. You know,
Mirage, is everything okay down under?
Lighter skinned people are over there.
Oh, man, because he got a certain type of hate, man. Domo says
Mirage just be telling the truth. Y'all just don't like to hear the truth. That's all it is.
Man, both of y'all dumb fucks, man.
Yeah, I
shut
know
up.
we dumb. We dumb, but y'all only thing y'all have to refute everything is jokes. Y'all never come with no fucking facts. Oh, this such and such said this. That's such and such. So we just supposed to go off y'all the faith of the word of y'all.
I got a couple more, and then I'm done. EGOT said Bud's getting his face broken. Terrence, Meldrick, Taylor, Crawford should have stayed humble. By the way, quit lying. Crawford's resume is absolute trash.
Why the fuck did Canelo have on them Frankenstein boots? Why the fuck he had on them platform
What do them
shoes?
boots got to do with anything?
Hey man,
No, I'm just saying, why did he have
Hold
those
on,
on to make
it
himself
don't
taller?
fucking matter.
He's intimidated.
Why did he have those on to
when
make
y'all make
himself
the
look
money
taller?
that
That
Canelo
did
got,
not
man, and
look
you get the
good.
Ferrari and the Bugatti.
He's intimidated already, man. He's into that.
So
That's an insight into his
Boots
mentality.
means he's intimidated because of some boots he's
He
wearing.
didn't
You don't
want to. He
understand the
didn't want to look
psychology of it.
little,
It's way
little. That's
above
what
your
it
Man,
pay
was.
shut the
grade.
fuck up, Mirage. You
He
ain't got
didn't
no
want to
Way
look
college
above
little
your
shit.
taller than
level.
Bud.
Way
That's what
above
it
your
Motherfucker,
was.
you
level,
dropped out
beloved.
of elementary, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Don't even get involved. Just
I
sit in
know
the
one
corner and
thing,
listen.
boy.
Hey,
If
when
he
you
lose
can,
this
hey,
fight,
when you
oh
can have
my
Dolce
god!
Gabbana every day, man.
So
I
hold
hope.
on, Ashy Knuckles. Let's say, hold on, Ashy Knuckles. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. It's September. Canelo Bud fight. Bud Crawford beats Canelo. I mean, beats him up, does him like he does Errol Spence. Immediately after the fight, you're the first one to click the link. What are you thinking?
You said, what am I thinking?
What are you gonna say?
Listen, I'm just coming to hear the excuses. That's what I'm here for.
Man,
And
fuck
who's
this
and which
idiot,
one
bro.
of
He
us
can't even give us
now
a
is gonna
pick who
make
he
an
got winning.
excuse?
I'm here for the excuses and all the reasons
I
why
know.
he
So
got
tell us
old
who's gonna make the
or he
excuses.
didn't look right when the fight came. It was something wasn't right. It's gonna be something.
Okay,
It's not
Is
gonna
that why?
be.
Is that
Canelo
why
It's
you
not
can't
gonna
give us
wins.
a
be
Ashy,
prediction
Bud
on
if
that
one
fight,
fair and
Canelo
dumbass?
square.
wins,
It's not gonna be Bud
hold on,
one
Ashy.
fair
If
and square.
Canelo wins, are you gonna get on here and praise him?
I already told y'all. You asked me that already.
Okay,
You
I
asked
just
me
want to
what
make
I
sure.
give. You asked me what I give Canelo his credit if he beat Bud. I said, yeah. If you get in the ring and you get your ass whooped, then yeah, you get the credit because you shouldn't have got your ass in the ring. I already told you that already.
Okay.
But being that
What?
now we all agree, there's no way Bud should win this fucking fight. There's no way. 147 coming up to 168. I don't want to hear he fought in
Well,
154.
that's
It was only
Joke
one
as
fight.
opponent. That's
That shit
Joke
don't
as
fucking
opinion.
count.
A lot of people got Bud winning.
147. If that man come up there and beat his fight, especially if he beat him in spectacular fashion. If Bud put a whooping on him, bro, I just want to hear y'all voices. That's all I'm just coming for. I'm
Well,
just
they're not
coming
going to
for
be here. They're not going to probably be here. They're going to be
listen,
in
man.
tears. Some of them are going to jump off the local bridge.
Listen.
Hold on,
They're
Mirage.
going
You
to be
don't think we'll go
devastated.
live? Hold on. Let
You
me go
might
to
not see
Mirage
this
real
show
quick.
on for
Mirage,
about a
if
week or
Canelo
two.
loses this fight, do you think I'm gonna go live that night?
Yeah, you is with a whole lot of excuses.
Yeah, I think you'll probably go live, but I don't know how many of your
You think Clavo will show up?
followers are going to turn up. I
Man,
don't
y'all
know.
will show up,
He's
man.
like I said,
You
with a
think
whole
Aaron
lot of
Moreno,
excuses.
Clavo, you think all of them show up?
These guys are going to be devastated.
Canelo lost
This
the
is going to
beat.
be
We all
serious shit.
here.
Like
I
Bud
don't
said,
know.
he gonna make y'all cry.
We're talking about depression,
Nuke.
serious depression,
Nuke. I mean,
medical
I said it
treatment,
before. They don't
medication.
want to put up
That's what
any.
they're going
They
to
don't
need.
want to put any wager on it. I told him. I said I'll
Exactly.
put
Mirage
anything
ain't
on
trying to
it.
bet on it.
But
Edgar was trying to make a bet on it. He ain't trying to do that shit. He ain't got no
yeah.
confidence.
Listen,
No, I'm
and
betting on
still,
Bitch ass
Mirage, man.
I'll
But
still hold that wager. Whatever you want to bet, Mirage.
I don't believe you having money. I told you that before. So it's not
Nah,
worth it.
That's a stupid ass excuse.
yeah, you're refusing it.
Oh, I
Whatever
believe you
you
got
want
the
to bet.
money. I
No,
don't
let's
believe
Hey
what
keep it
happened
Mirage,
money.
boring.
don't do it, man. Listen,
Right? Yeah.
if you win,
Got it.
if Bud win that fight, they're gonna turn into what your name is, a Mirage. You're not gonna see them again. You're not
Oh
gonna get
Because
the
I don't
man.
get
money.
paid.
You're not
One
gonna
thing
get the
I
money.
like,
You're gonna get
I
100
win bets
excuses on
online.
why Canelo
Yeah,
lost.
I
That's what
win
you're gonna
bets
get.
and people don't pay. I win bets
Hold
and
on.
you don't
Let me
pay.
finish these chats real quick. And then Jonathan Ramirez said if Bud loses, does that mean Usyk's skills are better? Usyk's skills are better whether Bud wins or loses. I mean, Usyk's just a better,
Only
more
thing I
skillful
know is
fighter.
Bud
Yeah.
win. He number one
Yeah, you
pound for
gotta
pound.
understand.
That's
You
all I
skip
know.
I'm not
more
going to take
difficult
that from
fights.
him. Hold on. Somebody says Mirage. Just say you don't. Just say you want to have David Benavidez crack babies.
He does.
I don't
Ashley
have faith
Ashley
to get
does
the
too.
fights he deserves. That's
Listen,
all
man.
I
Only
have.
thing I
Right now,
know
no,
is
Ashley's pregnant with one right now.
listen, man. Only thing I know,
Apparently, that makes me a
four-time
fanboy.
division champion, two-time undisputed. That's all
I
I
got
know,
one more.
man.
I got one
That's all
more.
I know. He ain't fighting
EGOT
nobody,
says.
but he got that under his belt. That's all I know.
Hold on. I
All I know is you a bitch.
Yep,
I
that's
got
all
two
I
more.
know too. I'm a
I
bitch.
got two more after this. EGOT says, see Bud embarrass himself saying that Ricky Burns was a legend. Yes, I've seen it. And Ricky Burns was never elite. Real Talk Combat says, shout out to Real Talk Combat. He says, Ashy Knuckles is singing DuckTales. Sound like Ashy really want to back out of the
What's
fight.
going to make
Shout
it.
out to
And
Real
that's what's
Talk.
going to make. And that's what's going to make the loss look even worse. Just because the Ricky Burns, all them names y'all naming. coming to nobodies. That's why the L is going to be even worse because he didn't fight nobody.
So you're picking
The first person that he fought that
so you're picking Crawford.
He whooped that ass. Y'all gonna be so sad.
So
and
you're
I'm gonna be here to listen
Crawford.
to all the excuses. Y'all
You're
might not even let
Crawford.
me on the link. Either that or I'm gonna get kicked off. It's gonna be one of
You're
the two.
picking Crawford. That's what you're saying.
Gonna happen. No, I already told you. I'm picking
Man,
Canelo to win.
you
But
ain't
if
never
he
got kicked
lose,
off, motherfucker. You'll
but
rage
if he
quit before you
lose,
get kicked off a panel, bitch.
but
And
if
I
he
think Canelo might
lose,
regret.
oh
Canelelo's got
my
that small ring. He might
God.
regret that. He
Here's
might
what I
regret
don't
it
get.
because
Hold on.
Crawford's
Here's
gonna
what I
put
don't
hands.
get.
Crawford's gonna put
Hold on, I
hands
got
on him,
one more.
man.
The Gooch says Park Street is refusing the email title. He's not David.
No, David.
David don't got no
No
email.
wonder, man. Y'all got a lot in
WBC
common,
champion.
man. That makes
He's
a lot of sense.
WBC champion. Call him what you want. WBC champion. That
We're
you
not
just make
ignore
sure
the
you put
fact
that
that
behind it.
Nuke was the first one to call out Canelo for losing to David to Bivol. He was the first one after that loss and called him out on it. So where's this other shit coming from that we're not going to be here? We were here when he lost
We
to
were
Bivol.
here.
Dumbasses.
We were here. I
Yeah,
was
that's
there.
Dumb
Bivol.
fuck.
You had an
That's
excuse. You had
Bivol
an
because he was
excuse. He was
daring to be
moving up.
great.
That's
He didn't
He
have
was
different.
an
daring to be
excuse.
great. He
Lost.
wasn't bringing nobody up
This
from
is a
fucking two
welterweight. This is a
weight
38-year-old
classes lower.
welterweight.
He
He was
don't
the
have
one.
an
He
excuse.
was the
We're
one
here.
daring to
We
be
love
great. That's
boxing.
why. Because that was your excuse to
Canelo
fall
loses.
back on.
Canelo
He
loses.
lost because he was fighting the bigger man. He was daring to be great. But when he
Yeah.
beat Kovalov, shit, Canelo, that he king of boxing. He could fight who he want. As soon as he took that L to Bivol, he was just daring to be great. That's
It
all
was
he was doing.
yeah. He
Just
fought.
Man,
like
That's
you
he was
how
stupid,
green when
bitch.
he
I
fought
fucking say he
Mayweather
took
when
the
he had
loss.
40.
He
The
got
man was
cooked.
40 and
He got
0.
cooked.
The man was
Went up to
40 and 0 with
175.
the
He
belt and
fucking
done
bit more than he
defended the
could
belt
chew.
twice. But he
Ain't
was
nobody
green
talking that bullshit you
when
talking
he
that
fought
shit.
Floyd
Everybody
Mayweather.
can lose
Stop it,
fights,
man.
dude.
Y'all stay
Shut
fucking
your bitch ass
crying
up.
all
You
the time.
sound fucking
Giving
stupid
his
as
Hey,
fuck.
mother
what
You
y'all
bullshit
think?
fucking
chance.
making
Hey,
assumptions that ain't never
You been
happened.
crying all the damn time.
hey, what y'all think
Take the L and hold it.
there's a rumor that they're gonna finalize Inoue versus Alan Picasso for December 27 in Saudi
What
Arabia.
happened to MJ?
That fight's still going on in September, so he's gonna fight
Okay.
multiple times this year.
Okay. And one baller says Garage and Ashley are happy wife, happy life guys.
I'm emotional.
I know that's why the truth hurt. That's why y'all be sitting there with nothing
And
to say.
also,
Nothing.
Hold on 1 second.
What the fuck are
We're
you
almost
talking
on here for
about?
4 hours. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to final thoughts and let everybody say their final comment of the day, whatever they want. Let me go to Solidus because I haven't heard from Solidus in a minute. What's up, Solidus? What's your last thought of the day, Solidus? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, this was a crazy lie. It was very funny. Started off pretty good, but yeah, the drama jumped off. But no, it was a good lie.
Facts.
Who's next? Round one. Anything you want to add on this one? Round one.
Let me ask you guys this, and this is just a quick one. That gimmicky fight. Who do you guys have for Jake Paul and Chavez Jr.?
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, man, I'm
Chavez
getting
might get it.
that for Zurdo and
I
Dortiz,
ain't watching
bro.
that, bro. Ain't no real boxing fan watching that fucking
I'm sorry,
garbage.
man. Perico, me está haciendo hueca.
I'm not
Hey, man,
watching
I'm
it either,
sorry,
but I
bro.
thought you
I'm
guys were
sorry.
gonna watch it, man.
Bro,
The last time
okay,
Jake Paul fought a real fighter, a real boxer, you know what I'm saying, he got them hands.
Nah, yeah, I mean, for Jake Paul, for fucking Paul, it's kind of legitimized what the fuck he's doing, but like, bro, that kid Chavez is he's damaged good. Like he's nothing. He's
I'm
nothing.
sorry, bro.
He doesn't even like fucking get to the shoelaces of his dad. He's basically he's just
That's
doing this
funny as
as a
fuck.
cash out.
No,
This
yeah,
is
man,
a
he's
cash
made
out
a
for him.
career of letting down his dad. He's made a career of that.
Right, but this is a cash grab for him, bro. The fix is in. Like
It
I
is.
highly doubt it's gonna be anything competitive.
Shout out
I
to Sam
agree.
Padilla, and then let me get to the next one on the panel, man. Carlos, what's your final thoughts, my brother?
Who the fuck is running the train on Ashy?
Your mom's and your sister.
No, they
Your
not,
mom's and your
motherfucker.
sister.
Nah.
I
You
don't
know, you
know.
too ugly for that, bro.
Your
They
mom's
got
and your
better
sister.
standards than
That's
that.
who it is.
Nah.
It's your mom's and your sister. That's
No,
who
it's
it is.
Hold on, Carlos, talk to me. What's your final thoughts, my
I
brother?
really don't got final thoughts, but I just want to say this: Turkey Ali Sheik is planning a
They're
rehab
getting that
card
El
for
Negra. The El
November.
Negra meat.
That's for November. Christian Mabili versus Lester Martinez, Willis Cepeda versus Andy Cruz, Bacoli versus Moses, and Jaron Boost Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz Jr. for the main
Oh, that's fire.
I
That's fire.
hope it works out. I hope it works out. But you know how this goes. Mirage, what's your final thoughts on everything, Mirage?
I love David Benavidez.
That's it. No, Mirage. Mirage.
There's no email champion.
Up. Sorry,
What's your
what's up?
final thoughts, Mirage? We already know it's about David.
Final thoughts, man. No, I'm cool. Whatever. I'm just waiting for the clock's ticking. I'm just waiting. It's still, what is it, 3 months almost to There's still a while to go, but
TikTok.
I'm looking for. I'm going to enjoy every second.
You saying that like we're fucking dreading the dates. I don't give a damn. Let the best man win.
You do.
Let the best man win.
Tomorrow, I'd be happy.
I'm not, motherfucker. I'm not attached to these motherfuckers like y'all are. Nah, I'm not attached like y'all are. Y'all, man, put David's dick back in your mouth, bro. Go ahead.
You're going to be haunted. You're going to be scarred for life when that date comes. Don't worry. We'll see. But that's
sure, bro. Like I said, I'm good, man. Hey, I can't wait for the fight. I'm already gonna pay for it. Hey, I'm ready to see it. Let the best
Crawford
man win.
looked very happy to me. He looked confident. He had a big smile. He looks like he knows something.
Hey, Mirage, it's funny. It's funny you bring up It's funny you bring up the time.
I'd be smiling that much if I was getting paid to get killed by Canelo too.
Facts. Dumbass.
Boy, it's gonna be a rude awakening.
Edgar, what's your final thoughts, Edgar? What's your final thoughts?
I didn't really have any. I was just glad to be on with you guys again. But just to fucking throw it back at Mirage. It's funny that he fucking brings up time. He's like, oh, the clock is ticking, and his fucking man don't got to fight, and the clock is ticking, and the clock is ticking, and the clock is ticking.
That's up to Callum
Smith.
Bro. Let's see he's got the balls.
The clock is ticking, bitch. Yeah,
the clock is ticking. No, he don't got to fight.
I know you want to blame Dave for everything. No, you want to blame David for everything, but it's up to
how does Morel have a fight before you, David? Dumbass. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
Easy, because ain't nobody ducking Morel like they ducking Benavidez. That's why.
He still needs to get fights under his belt. David's a champion.
Yeah,
he doesn't need a rush. He's a legitimate champion.
You said David
the champion. He moves when he wants.
Y'all fangirls hilarious, bro.
He's the Vegas main event pay-per-view big time star.
Hold on, Park Street left. Hold on, Park Street left.
That's what David is?
Park Street's coming back. Park Street's coming back. Ashley Knuckles.
You're talking about these UK bums, man. Get the fuck out of here.
David's a big star, pay-per-view star in Vegas. Is that what you said?
That's a fact.
Man, go suck a kangaroo's dick, bro.
Real talk. Shout out to Clavo, the best eyebrows in the barrio.
Man, fucking real talk, man. Fuck you, bro. Ring IQ, bitch. Motherfucker.
Hey, Clavo,
oh man.
Clavo, go sign your conversation sheet and make you a fucking setup, you fucking jailbird.
Man, bitch, go suck a dick and then put it in your ass and then suck it again, bitch.
Go sign your conversation.
I gotta get Park Street. Park Street, what's your final thoughts, my brother?
Set that shit up, Noob.
I got you, Park. Ashley Knuckles, what's your final comments, my brother?
My final word is when you set up this little situation we got coming on. It unfortunately it's going to be very sad that Clavo can't make it out, being that he's on probation. That ankle monitor, he can't take it off yet, so he's not going to be able to make it to the fight. So on that
was
note,
years ago, dumbass.
Clavo.
I'm good. That was years ago. I'm good.
Damn, you admit it.
Hold on, Ashley. Me and you can still go out to Vegas. We can all meet up out there. Cause I know you.
Yeah, I already told you I was hoping you do that. I want to go to Vegas.
So Clavo,
spend some money anyway.
Clavo's about it. So we can go out there, have a few drinks, have a good time, and hit a strip club right after the fight.
Exactly.
We can all put that behind us, have a great time.
I'm gonna beat his ass. And then after the album, I'm gonna beat his ass again.
And I could rub his little boo boo.
Bro, I'm gonna abuse him like a fucking neglected.
That's what I'm gonna do.
From time to time.
Fucking real talk comment, the fucking moron.
We gonna go to Vegas.
Nah, he is, bro. That motherfucker.
We gonna meet up.
The fucking moron.
I'm gonna give him a lump real quick. Then we gonna go have then we gonna go have drinks, and I'm gonna rub his little boo boo. No,
man, the only lump you gonna have is on the side of your cheek because there's a dick going in there.
Everything gonna be good. Damn, a dick in it. Damn, there you go. With no Diddy behind it, ain't it? You comfortable saying that shit with you?
Man, who gives a damn about that shit makes you feel some type of way. I can see it.
Hold on, fellas. Before we check out of here, hold on, fellas. Before we check out of here, 1 second. Before we check out of here, I just want us to all remember we don't need to be arguing with each other. We're better than this. And fuck Mirage. Salute to everybody, man.
Salute.
Ashley Mirage, eat a dick.
And fuck Mirage. Mirage, eat a dick.
No, eat your mama.